to res it, and Xavier may have the angles to get it. It depends on this fight on the inside. The micro Uzi versus the Tommy gun there, swapping out the weapons. Xavier, everybody trying to get in position, but with Nadeti down, they need to try and keep this position under control for Xavier. They've got the parapet low. That's going to make it harder for Xavier to move around. Low ammo counts on the outside, and 2 players from Stalwart bearing down on Lamborghini. The swing out wide from Critter, but he can't quite connect. There he goes for the second peek and finds that second knock over towards Xavier. This time it's a flush.
Yeah, he's a barrel as well. Absolute demon of a weapon.
Follows index.
Trying to bring things back just a little bit.
Oh, you got a silver badge now as index? Nice. Let's go.
Looking for the last as Paragin searches for Critzo.
All right, DX versus STE.
So far, but only 1 flush so far.
Where's the... Oh, no Tiemba. Otherwise, Tiemba's gonna come and third party the fight 100%.
Peeking in.
You're lucky you're doing hard dropping today. Because tomorrow when Tiemba plays, if teams are gonna hard drop with each other at Paradise, Tiemba's gonna third party them for sure. Tiemba's gonna make sure every single one of them is dead. Because they are so experienced to third party the fight in PEL. Oh, Paragin got the last one. You know, other global players are kind of scared, you know, third party the fight. But Tiemba, when it comes to third party opportunities like this, Tiemba always go for it.
A viable area to stay for a while now, which is good for Xavier. If they had to
Hello, Finjay.
move, this has been a
Yo, Alien, long time no see. Where have you been?
I respect it, honestly.
Are they playing with their own device? Nope. They are playing on GT20 Pro from Infinix.
In terms of their mid to late
Sponsored phone.
it was absolutely exemplary.
Oh, they are all using the same phone.
In terms of their rotates, like their 2-2 splits were the thing that defined this team. But they just didn't have that aggression where it was needed. You come to the survival stage, you're
Hello guys, welcome.
top 16.
Sorry, I started streaming just a little bit late. I thought the game is gonna start tomorrow. I didn't realize it's today. Luckily, like you guys informed me on my Discord. So I'd be like, okay, I'm gonna... As you can see, I don't even have the live stream thumb ready.
He's in danger here though, really put up against the road, but fortunately loops are all on one side of him. If they had the angles, he'd be down right.
By the way, is the volume fine, guys?
Wait at all. He's just
Can you guys hear me and or the game clearly?
Against 3 players from Loops who are right next
Hello,
door.
the silent. What up?
They haven't responded. They haven't
You're on
moved
Saudi
in yet.
Arabia?
Now the offense
Damn,
comes from
are you on a
Loops.
vacation or something?
Crazy prowler from Etmir and Sejong. They just can't quite
No.
find it. And Seiwoo goes down.
They caught one MSJ player.
Against Loops.
Bro, if I gotta pick teams, into the grand finals, MSJ would be my team. I want them to be in the grand finals. They were kind of like dominating in the group stage. If you guys remember that. I mean, DX got a 4 sweet elims at the start. Not looking too good for STE. Remember, we only have 3 days, and each group will play 2 days. So each team will play 2 days, right? So every single match counts.
They do have a outpost over down towards the southwest in JSOC, which they can move over.
What's the format of survival? I think they put all these teams into 3 groups, and A gonna versus B, Group A versus Group B versus Group C, and like the Group A versus Group C and stuff like that. I think that's what they're going for here. So in total, there's like
I think almost every one of us who've made predictions over on the
12 matches per team. So each team will play 12 matches.
6. So definitely a bit of a threat to deal with.
Yeah, Tiemba plays tomorrow. Tiemba's in a different team. Today, I believe it's Group A versus Group B. So that's gonna have...
Major Pride. They're going to make that move, but they're all in the same vehicle. BTR may be able to find a...
All right, as I said, right, if Inco somehow make it to the grand finals, right, Xifan's going to do 80 push-ups on the spot. So, you know, Inco, you know, don't let us down. You proved the Xifan wrong in the group stage. And made Xifan do 40 push-ups. Can you go big and make Xifan do 80 on the live? So,
towards the mid game.
We'll see.
This wasn't the case a lot of times for this squad, where they just hung back too much, got themselves pinned over towards the edge.
Inco will win. Drop the cap, Emerin.
So hopefully that's something. That
Are you saying like Inko's gonna get first place, bro? Bro, if Inko gets first place in survival stage, I'm gonna do 200 push-ups. You know, I'm not gonna stop doing push-ups until the stream end, bro. I don't care how long. I'm gonna do 200 push-ups on the spot if Inko wins the whole thing, bro.
The skill is there for that squad.
I'm talking about survival, not even the grand finals. If Inko somehow did it, you know, I'll be out of my mind.
D plus Kia are on board now as well, and I think this is again another team that
We need an Alien got a mod. Alien got a mod a long time ago. Yo, do you guys see that? Definitely studied the rotation. They were driving on the They were driving on the river.
2 days if I'm gonna pay them any mind. So we'll have to wait and see if they're able to do anything from the southeast side.
Bro, is confident that Inko won't qualify. Bro, I'm confident that they will definitely.
Color we haven't seen in a while.
I'm confident I'm confident that they won't get the first place in survival stage.
It's unfortunate. I enjoy the group stages.
No kidding.
But I think 4 days sometimes is a little bit much.
Toxie knocked the one. They can get the res.
Because in a way,
MSJ down to 3, bro. If this is a Tiemba, oh my god. If Tiemba's here, the Tiemba's gonna win this one. This is such a good circle for Tiemba. And 4MV down south. Let's see how 4MV rotate this. And Xifan's most favorite team, Inko, is at the southeast. Let's see how Inko do this. Let's see both 4MV, how 4MV and Inko do the rotation.
Do things here in PUBG Mobile, and I think that you absolutely do need to have aggressive players, strong players on the squad that can pop off. And Upsal is one of them. He just somewhat was diminished in performance towards the last
For sure.
2 days
Xifan doesn't lie,
so
bro.
I think they are a very good team. And I do think that they could.
Bro, I'm not gonna focus on Inko, bro, because
maybe qualify through last chance.
Inko's a threat to
wait
me.
and see, because I have seen stranger things happen in a
7-7 is Xifan's favorite team. Nah.
Yeah, with only 2 days per phase.
If I have
as
to,
well,
if
like,
I have to
variants
pick
can
a
go
team
up
here,
and up, especially well for the first 2.
I would
like,
say.
as you were saying, like to move through, but then the scores
Oh.
reset, go
Oh,
over,
one show got
that
one.
makes it all the rougher, and now they have their first
say,
chance
guys?
to
What
show
did I
us
say?
If they can come
What
back
did I
into
say?
this one, Osal goes down around the rock, but him and Nolbu are able to handle the
Ingo lost
4-2
too.
from Inko. This is all the way near Camp Bravo on the east, so they've still got a little bit more ground to cover. But
Yeah, if I have
already
to
lost
pick a
chips as
team
well,
just by
so
watching the PMGC right for the past weeks,
perfect
I'm
rotation
probably gonna pick
situation on the east
MSJ.
side, but they'll carry on
MSJ is
nonetheless.
probably
Oops.
gonna be my favorite team.
Took a knock over
when
in
it comes to,
the
survival
lumberyard
stage.
Now looks like they're taking another on that regroup of DXavier. They've got
Team
a
Liquid
fifth
versus
elimination on the
Zeus.
cards here, Blank.
Yeah, DXA is really starting to ramp things up in this game.
Chief
And
got
again,
thirsted.
Paris as well, they had a strong position to play off the back of, but they weren't happy with just that and have moved out over towards the northwest. So well played to them. In comes Zeus. Is that rookie team?
Where's
of the
TT?
year, I would
TT
say.
qualified for the grand
I think
finals.
A lot of people would be.
Abby, didn't you
quite
watch the
happy
game?
To agree with me on that note, and I think for Zeus,
TT
they came into the
is
tournament
booking their flight to
scared,
London.
I'd say. I think
Method
they
got
felt a little
knocked
timid, and
by
that's fair
Silas.
enough, right? You're on the big stage. It's a terrifying.
Bro, I
prospect,
got a
there's lot
feeling
of
that
young
Team
players
Liquid
on
will
that squad.
maybe not qualify this.
But he turned things up towards the last
Hello,
2 days.
Mr.
That's the most important part of the conversation we're having right now, is that they didn't start strong, they ended strong. And I think that really bodes well in terms of their momentum. But it has been a while since their group. So you wonder, how cold are they going to be going into this? Or have they been practicing in the meantime every single day?
There's also that mental game. So coming into the PMGC
Yeah, no, but
as
say
a whole,
Vitaly
like,
are
as a rookie
the
team, as a rookie roster, you're thinking about them
are
and
more
they're thinking
experienced
about,
when it
oh,
comes
man,
to
these
tournament
guys,
like
they
this.
must be so
Definitely
much
more
better than us,
experienced
they've got
than
the experience.
the other two NA
Zeus
players.
qualified as well. They're pretty bloody good too. And now that they have realized that about themselves, even if they are a little bit cold, hopefully they can get a faster start.
Yeah, TT is going to London. TT
It's a
qualified.
weird one, right?
TT qualified to
Because
the grand
there
finals.
there's ups and downs
They're
to it,
going to
'cause for
London.
Group Green, it's the best group to be in. If you don't,
Man, no
make it to
Tiemba
the grand
today,
finals.
it gets a
The
little bit
worst
boring
group to
here,
be in if you
honestly.
make it to the grand finals. For Group
Kinda
Euro,
wanna see
on
how
the other hand,
Tiemba
it's the best group to be in
adapt
if you make
themselves
it to
into
grand
this
finals, but
lobby.
It's the worst group to be in if you make the survival stage because you have so many days off. But you do have a lot of time it's a give and take, right? If you're in group yellow, you get those 3 weeks to analyze every other team in the lobby and really figure things out. However, if you're in that final group, you
pick
have
your top
so much
6.
momentum.
I'm gonna just
Going into
pick
this
every
week
single
because you're
Korean
just
teams
coming
here.
off the games from last week.
I'm gonna pick
pretty fresh going into
DK.
this.
I'm gonna pick
It's an odd one.
MSJ.
The way it all goes around.
I'll add
the most important thing is
4
have these
MV
teams done their
here.
homework.
Such
In
a shame
Vampire?
that Group
Okay.
Force qualified first place in Group Green because we've got a Kausa
Just
finally.
if I have to pick top 6 in this lobby, right? That would be Vampire.
From the northeast side, Loops in the lumberyard, Vampire in Cal, but the hills
Vampire,
out to the west of it also
MP,
a major
MSJ.
factor. I think Void Donkey ID have a lot of control. The bridge crossing
DK,
yet to come on
4
through.
MV,
Loops in the lumberyard though, having a
and one more
tough time
spot.
staying standing
I would
right
have give
now.
it
They've lost the second
to
player. DXavier pick up yet another point.
Yeah, it feels like Loops at the moment just don't really know what angles they're meant to be covering, which is.
I kind of forget how Zeus performed in the group stage. Maybe it's Zeus. That would be my top 6 in this lobby.
Let's just go in. They will lose one player for it, but already now up to 7.
You think Loops will qualify
DXavier.
with the
What a result
Inco
for
and
them.
DK? Nah, you're just like Xifan hater, Emery. I swear, you just want to see me do push-ups.
After what we saw over
You think
in the,
Loops can?
in
I don't
their
think
own
Loops
group.
can qualify,
Maybe
man.
I was wrong. Maybe I was wrong to doubt them. But we'll wait and see. We'll wait and see. Major Pride, Evo Station, Elementrix, trying to take on BTR, but it's nice to see.
No
BTR
DX is crazy.
taking the initiative on this fight.
DX is very consistent, but I feel like
Right
you
out
know.
way. Been
The
an
teams I
extender on the
named
island,
are
the first and the
somewhat
second
like
knock away
has
BTR
that they have that
flowing out
clutch
hard in,
factor
effective,
in them,
easy,
you know,
really know where
because
to help this one,
only
and Major
12
Pride
matches
get
for
cut
these
in half
teams.
here.
They can only play 12
That is
matches.
really, really rough as Beck is already
So
on the
you
shore
do
line,
need
though. They
a
may be able to
somewhat
pull
little
that
bit
BTR
clutching
even though
effect
we
in the
would
team. I feel like DX is
It's a
consistent,
weird one 'cause from Indonesia,
but they're
those
lacking
type
a
of
little bit
sports,
on
they
the
like
clutch
to
factor.
sub
If
quite
you get what I mean.
and figure out what the best roster is to work with.
And doing good,
And
anime lovers. How are
I
you?
think that they've done that quite a lot towards the end of their group.
No
And
Team
I
Liquid,
really
that's
believe that
crazy.
they were quite
Man,
sure what their
Mythic
dream roster
has been
was.
dropping his
But I
ball,
like
man.
who they're fielding here.
He's becoming
77,
he's becoming a transfer or
easy
something.
from Major Pride.
He's
That is an unfortunate
dude
pick
has not been
considering that it's
performing.
solo.
That's why I didn't pick
Well,
Team
one of the
Liquid, bro.
solos coming through from Major Pride. Becca over in that compound down towards the south with AZ over on the west.
I've just taken a look at the map and seen D plus Kia's right in the middle as well, Blank. So that's a mysterious.
Is Green here? Green
apparition
is
in the middle of the
she's
circle right now.
still
They
probably
managed to
sleeping.
sneak
I
their way
think
through
this is a little bit
past
too
Tagmar
early for her.
Cal to get into
She
some
will
show.
be.
77,
I
they
think
played
she will
into
be.
the circle.
She will
Very,
she will
very
like.
late, which
She will
we're
come
seeing
like
them trying to
later.
go for this bridge crossing.
Maybe after
They
game
weren't in that
2.
standoff on the
I think.
northwest. They played on that southwest drop spot early on in the match, and now they're trying to make their way across, but there's a bit of a roadblock in the way. Major Pride's duo.
Wait, did the
Zeus
4
on
MV
that
get into the
south side
zone?
as we head on up to the north, and D plus
Like
Kia
with the
have
4
managed to
man?
come up
I think so, huh?
great on this, and so avoid Donkey ID.
4 MV is gonna fight MSJ.
One Donkey ID, probably one of my favorite teams actually so far inside the survival stage. Says their improvement, like I think it was like 3 chicken dinners on the final day that are able to pick up.
Remember,
It was
12
wild. It was
matches
wild what they were able
per
to do.
team.
And
They
were
can only
really
play
picking
12.
themselves. But again, that's a team coming into this one with so much velocity from their group. They're going to be barreling towards a lot of these teams.
What do you guys think the cutoff would be if it's 12 matches for these teams? What would be the cutoff for top 6?
Towards that north side, able to find themselves a strong position. DXavier, I don't even think are aware that they are here. Mirror and Stage Young on the other hand, with only 3 players.
You're very close to Team Liquid. It's hard to see them not doing good, but you believe in them. Yeah, you just gotta support the team you love. Vampire versus RCB. My pick. My top 5 pick.
But it's answered as well. A step
2
around
for
the side
2.
again, 2 knocks. And there's
Newsy
third parties
versus
coming through
Wild.
for 4MB.
Nice.
That's from the remnants of Loops over in the lumberyard. The crossing, Wild can't control it.
2
Steps
versus
out
2.
wide. Danger from
Silas got
4MB on the
thirsted.
south side, so needs to be careful. Vampire, they're losing players
White
thick and
is
fast.
reloading.
Trying to dodge around the side here. Both need to go for the reload as well.
Okay.
Trying to restock on the ammunition.
Finally.
And that will be the end of the Vampires.
That 3 time
Looking for that
S12K
rest of play on the
worked.
straight.
And Wild had some great movement there.
All right,
It was
am I
very
cursing them?
difficult, But you can tell. just
Oh,
how
here comes the full send from Zeus.
It was not easy to make happen. Zeus making a roll up towards the shack. And
made
they
it
just
in?
keep on going. Darkin's left behind for the time being, but that will be all she wrote for Zeus. They are not like.
Do you think India team will be invited? No, not a chance.
I mean, they've gotten
every slot are booked.
Pride. Mirror and Sejong are in the compound, but they're flexing out over the hill.
Every slot.
Some of this. They want
the format is out.
So
no Indian teams, man.
They can rack up 2 more. That would
no
be
Indian
brilliant.
teams.
Becca's across the way for Major Pride, the last player.
Maybe 2050 we'll see Indian team in PMGC.
Have to move a little bit further.
You know, PUBG Mobile will finally invite BGMI teams.
Outside of this curved hilltops on these rice fields, blank. This is going to be a great spot for them, but they have to move further up.
Yeah, it's a nice spot to play for Mirror and Sejong, honestly, being able to wrap around. Becca being found by Zeus there, so Aaron up to 4 eliminations. This guy is absolutely killer inside the lobby. Nobu.
Man, Korean teams are really cooking it, man.
Wild and Loxy,
Korean teams are really cooking it. Oh, 4MV went to
really good start for them.
the north.
We've seen this before,
Interesting.
John. We've seen a very good start for the
DX holding a split. One guy at the tower, 2 guys up on the hill.
Couple of days.
I think they were gonna get
2 days to play here.
Pushed, maybe not. MSJ, Hoxie with 4, the IGL for MSJ, one of the best players in the group stage, putting up 4
fairly decent, cooked a little bit long on that one.
Ooh, a nade finds Mirror and Sejong
I'll just shut up.
ground from the Vicious. They are closer to the circle. They're in their little divot, their little ditch, and they're trying to hold out on it. They have to dig in harder than that, though, because Mirror and Sejong are bearing down upon them. Jason now also
no. Okay, Hoxie's still.
Reyes moves up into position. It's just Final left, and the nade up high.
Final's gonna choke. You know, Final's gonna choke this. He will not be able to kill VC.
Reyes, is he gonna get eaten? Yes. He's found a nice little bobble over the top. The bouncer.
It's a ridiculous nade, actually. It goes over the top side there. I wasn't thinking that was going to hit, but...
MSJ for sure are going to choke. You know, they're going to get 1v4 by VC David, bro.
Now in a sticky spot.
Hoxie will choke his TQC.
17 minutes, stage 5. It's been one hell of an aggressive lobby. And you can
oh my god, what a shooting range for DX, man. Oh no, Perigin got knocked at the tower. I don't think they can get a Perigin back.
The spread in terms of elims is very high. Teams are no longer looking.
Yeah, MSJ is gonna die right now, you know.
They still want consistent
David is gonna through a nade. That will got both Bino and Hoxie. Easy. Easy, David. Come on, you can do it, David.
Makes a lot of difference to your playstyle, like you've highlighted there. I think that's something that we're definitely going to be seeing a lot more of, and it's kind of pretty good for us, I think, as viewers, as watchers, as fans of PUBG Mobile. We're going to get a lot more action. It's going to get hotter over the next few days. With the 3 days we've got to play here, each of our teams only plays in 2 of them, which just exacerbates that problem. It's a really interesting dynamic. Voin Donkey ID currently with 3 eliminations. They're going to want to sweep through and get a lot more. But
what did I say?
Leading the charge on 9.
Yeah, DXavia's had a really good start to this game, and somewhat.
David, you can do this. Best player.
Strongest so far.
Best player, Brazil. You got this.
On that easy side, things do get a little bit tough for them.
Korean players too easy for you, David. You got this.
What is going to happen with this team? Is Doc down? I think he is.
Yeah.
Max is not happy. I already know he's not happy. I can hear him screaming in the background.
All the way from France as well. That's crazy. Goodness me. He's a loud man. Yeah.
Hoxie can something to find David here.
Hopefully 4MV can pipe up in this game too. They're on 3 eliminations and they've got to move.
Man, is DX going to win this?
From the lumberyard. Made over the final for DX, and they're holding a little ditch right now on the top of the hill ridge.
No.
Knock sent their way. That's going to make it.
David is going to backstab MSJ.
It's Mirror and Sejong who will profit the most from this. David on the back line for the Vicious, still trying to get on in, but the blue zone may just take care of business for them. Not going to get the point, but Mirror and Sejong have a thorn removed from their side.
All right, DX is going to wipe out. Oh, MSJ's got wiped already. Never mind.
Walking inwards, it's just completely open ground. Apex should be the next to fall.
Come on, pick that.
Fourth place, not
pick that.
Horrible.
Apex, stop running,
like
bro.
Made this exact same push. It's not worked 2 out of 3 times, but they're going for it again.
Surely way different, but
yeah, Fabian will make it happen though.
DK
on the north side, able to keep things on lockdown a little bit. Manobu on the back line is going to get rezzed here. It's all up to Fabian to keep this position held. Potato from Voin Donkey ID crawling up closer. And right now,
Wait,
like
did Potato his shot? I think I made a joke on him.
For a little standoff
I think he Potato his shot hard in one of the matching group stage.
Down into a decent position here. A flex out from Donkey ID to maybe try and deal with it, but no, Levi spots it there.
This game went by so quick. I mean, at this stage, right, you don't get that many noob teams. So teams are playing aggressive. Look at this DK, man. Also, feeling confident, got an AT.
That's the end of it. Indeed,
10 elements for DK.
Donkey ID now looking to control.
Man.
Fantastic plays from D+K. Really good rotation.
Do you guys think
Fabian on this angle, he knows he's got a huge
this year's
amount of
PMGC
upside
champion is
going on.
gonna
Could
be
a problem. Getting real close up towards Fabian
from
now,
Korea?
just need to back off slightly.
Man,
Razor
Korea is
optimistic
literally
for
dominating
Donkey.
every single esports title.
Could easily be a Voin Donkey win. They play the cards right. But I don't think D+K is going to let this one slip.
Want to keep them
Also,
firmly in the
Salzman.
driver's seat of it. Potato
Oh.
pressured out by
Xifan's
Osa.
brother,
Smoke towards the
Fanshin,
opposition,
got knocked.
but Fabian gets spotted.
All right, Potato
Osa
1v2.
does
Can you
get
do the
traded
Potato?
off, though, and Nolbu means takes
Show
them
us your
down to
potato
1v2.
spray.
Unlikely you can res that for D+Kia, so it is just a pure 1v2 here. Potato trapped in and then aid over the top for Nolbu. Needs to try and isolate one of these angles. Cannot
Oh,
take
shit.
a 2v1 with multiple peaks at the same time.
Oh shit, he's a really Potato. He's a really Potato, man. He didn't even land one shot on it. He didn't even land one shot on DK. That is crazy. That is crazy.
Will it be enough?
This is what we wanted. I mean, will it be enough? I don't know. It's
Light
a
work for
question,
DK.
John. Come on.
Light work.
Give him a little bit of credit on that one. I mean, yeah, this is the idea of momentum that we were talking about earlier. They were fresh off from Group Green, but they look good either way. And it feels like they have fixed some of the mistakes on side and trusting a little bit more on those off angles. It did feel like it came down to a point where it was like, Osal.
This
was sort of
GC's
the only player
EMEA
on
and
that
Korea
team
show?
really pushing the limits.
What
of
about
that
PEL,
squad.
man? What about
I see
PEL?
Fabian back off on an off angle.
2 teams so far from PEL are in the grand finals, and Tiemba can potentially qualify as well.
In their group, back in Group Green, we had them in top 3. I feel like for the majority of the days, but when it came to the final day, they just couldn't keep up, and they eventually fell down the leaderboards and netted themselves here into the survival stage. But a good start here at a D+ Max.
Yeah, very good start. I mean, we also have to keep in mind, Jason, they lost a player in.
I think PEL sent 4 teams in PMGC, right? RSG's out, and if Tiemba qualify, that's 3 out of 4 teams got into the grand finals. Like, if you're comparing regions, do they have like the highest ratio of teams going to play the BMGC finals?
That's when we're going to start getting involved in the
You guys think
conversation.
that's the case?
When we're going to try to get as many limbs as we possibly can. And Hodrix, as we see right now, the amount of control they showcased at the end of this game is absolutely incredible.
I don't know how they do it, dude. I mean,
Oh yeah,
it's
DK is the team that
ridiculous.
players, you know,
Express
this is a
how
team,
insane this
their
team is
players,
on Sandhawk. These guys
literally
drop
every
dots.
single face
They
shape
drop in dots,
these players have.
And they move all the way up into the
square
zone
face,
and are
the
able to get
the
so
skinny
many
face, the
eliminations.
chubby face,
Noble as well. I mean, even
the
at
medium face,
end,
bro.
That two push
That is
onto
crazy.
Xavier to just clutch
Man.
the victory. I mean, these guys are starting off so.
They definitely
so
scout
strong.
players,
I
you know,
hope they
based
can
on
just
their,
replicate
you
that in
know,
the other match.
face shape instead of
We
their
can't forget about
skills,
the
bro.
fact They did win 2.
They literally include every single, every single one of the face shape.
But yeah, I mean, Nobu, like normally talk about Osal as being a standout player here, but Nobu with the 977 damage done here, Max really stepping up.
Korea may have 3 out of 3. Oh yeah,
To defend up against RCB crowd.
3 out of 3 sounds sweet.
Yeah, it's mostly thanks to the off angles that Fabian was able to offer Noble and Osal, and that just allowed them to go absolutely crazy in these fights, Jason. They were just sending it on everyone. As you talked about that third party, especially Hotrix or Voin Donkey versus DX, that was an incredible 2-1 push, keeping the angle in the back, making sure they can play that ridge as comfortably as they really
that's a
want
tight
to.
spray.
And yeah, then you just see the numbers come through pretty naturally because the angle enables you so heavily. So yeah, D+. I just hope.
What are you the top 4? What? If you guys have to, not even top 4, right? Pick top 3. Which 3 team do you guys think in this group will qualify? Which 3 teams from this group, from these lobby, will qualify?
Fairly decent game as well here, playing from that south side.
Yeah, I mean, Mirror and Sejong, they land right where this circle pretty much ended up on, right? So, I mean, this should have been, I think, a little bit more of a solid match from them. But I mean, for the first match of the day, I always have, like, I call it the hot jukes excuse card. I punch it for everybody for game one. You know what I'm saying? Because Sandhawk, you know, new group, it can get a little bit sketchy, but MSJ to be able to put up some good eliminations is a great start for sure.
We actually, talking about the teams that reached the late game, we have
Shit.
to bring
But
up
if
DZ.
Potato qualify,
Let's
I'll
not
do
forget
40.
they went top
If
lane.
Potato's team
Paradise
VD qualifies to the
versus
grand finals, I'll do
and
40 push-ups.
completely just swept the floor with them, to be completely honest. Like, they just
Bro, imagine Inco got the first place,
destroyed
VD got the
position,
second
then
place,
initiated
bro.
transition point and take control of that high ground north of Mirror and Sage.
Will be for
That
sure
was
a torture
great
stream
transition
later
point
on.
for them, and then they can just exude
Alright,
as
let's
much
check the
control
leaderboard.
on the lobby as they really want to. And off the back of that, they are going to be the top
22
ranking
points for
teams in with
DK.
13 points. GX
Very strong start.
Going
Guys,
full IHC route here. Like
12
we
matches.
talked about, I mean, the aggression
On the first one, they got
is
this secured to
phenomenal,
23
but can
points.
They maintain it when we get obviously into these other matches. You know, 4MV.
Xifan, will you do a vlog about London PMGC? I was planning to go, but you know, unfortunately, you know, some things happen. I won't be able to go. So it's very unfortunate. You know, I guess I'll just stay at home and watch PMGC with you guys.
It was kind of confused in terms of what they were doing. We were a little bit, you know, disagree with each other on what
You
was
know,
the reasoning behind this,
Forsaken?
but
The
Bigatron
name
on that Northwest
sounds
Island,
familiar.
I know you brought this out first, Max, if you can talk us through it.
How many
but Hans
stage
was kind of playing away from his
PMGC?
team.
Yeah, so the rest of the team of 3 of the players will play in the Northwest Mountain, as the team that typically drops there would do.
Wait
But
a
Hans
second,
was
wait a
just
second.
Scouting the northern coast, and I really
Wait,
thought
let me
for the
check.
longest
Let me
time
check the
facing,
format.
The idea was,
I think
we're
I
gonna
got
find a
something
boat.
wrong.
If it goes over to the eastern mainland, then we're just going to do a quick boat take before any team has the
From
chance to
survival,
react,
they
before
will
any team has
play
a
the
chance
last
to
chance,
control
right?
Strong positions in the circle near the coast, and we're just going to claim that position first. I thought that was the whole game plan. I don't know if they just didn't find a boat or
24 teams
whatever
divided
happened, but
equally
that
into 3
scouting really
groups
didn't
of
get them
8.
too much in the end, which I think is a bit unfortunate. There was a really good opportunity to pull one of the best boat takes outside of the Team Spirit
Wait,
one that
each
we've
group
seen this
plays
game.
6 matches per day for a total 18 matches across 3 days in a round robin format.
Also, 77 has to be
Top
brought up here. I know
16
we were looking at
teams
this and
advance to
getting
last
furious
chance.
about 'em.
And
They
from
dropped
last
them for
chance,
Sunday, but they rotated
top
through
16
Northwest
advance to
Island
the grand finals.
instead of going
I see.
towards mainland.
So the survival stage will be 3 days.
Hesitation? Like, I mean, it's wild because 77, we
Oh.
saw them go on over. It looks like they were going to do like this boatate in like late circle 2.
Girl,
And
okay, I
instead,
see why
they're
they
like, oh, yeah,
start,
by the way,
why
we
they
have this.
why they
We're,
started
like,
the
100%
match,
dead
like the
because
survival
we
stage
so
on
late.
Wednesday.
All the main edge,
Because we're gonna
you know, areas
watch
right there on the side near Cow are already going to be taken right now. So
5
they just say,
days
let's forget
of
the boatate. Let's
this
go ahead
whole
and drive
thing
super late
this
into
week.
circle,
We're
and
going
then
to
they just got
watch the
obliterated.
survival
So, yeah,
stage
77
as well
guys, I
as
think,
the
too
last
much in their
chance.
heads.
The last
And,
chance
instead,
will
they
be
should've just,
happening,
slowly
will be
just
hosted
crept in,
on
and you
this
gotta just
Saturday
battle it out
and
sometimes.
Sunday.
Sometimes, you know, those little
So that's what's
sneaky D plus
happening.
Kia
I see, I
rotations are
see.
just not available.
I think looking at 77
Because
there were
originally I
two
thought
good
they were
options
gonna
for the
do-
early boates, which, as we saw, did not
They were
happen.
gonna
Both
host
goes
it
to
on
the eastern
Thursday.
mainland. Going to the west, you're forcing yourself
I wasn't
across
planning
two
to do a
bridges.
gameplay stream
Every
tonight.
European gate kept.
And
But,
then, you
not
know,
one team, not two
you
teams,
guys
but at that
reminded
point,
me,
I think
yo,
it was 4
Xifan,
teams.
are you gonna do
Looking
watch
your
PMGs
direction,
and
so
watch parties?
77
I'd be
shows
like,
in one son of
what
the day,
watch
but the next
parties,
time,
man? What are you
hopefully
talking
they
about?
Go for a little bit of an easier route because I think they just tuned the game mode to hardcore for themselves this game, and they could definitely have made it a bit easier.
I actually just got back
Also,
from gym.
adaptations are gonna be very important.
So in order
I
to
mean,
like, you know,
I think
not
if you look at the
not
paper, it's like,
passed
as long
out
as you're
during
not
the live
a
stream,
team, you get
I got
into
some black
last
coffee.
chance, but this is PMGC. Like all these teams are insanely good. I'm looking for this
You
adaptation.
wanna go to
so
Liars Bar? I think
hard.
they're gonna
Are they
start this one
go
soon.
boot camp again? Or sorry,
I'll start. I'll
Paradise,
play
I know
Liars
it was
Bar later,
Paradise,
like
Paradise,
after this game, I think.
Paradise up against DXavier, or are they gonna adapt?
Did you guys pick
Are
your
they
top
potentially
3?
Gonna be fighting a team in Picado later
DK,
on?
MSG,
You
4
can't
MV?
be hot dropping in 50% of the matches here and try to avoid bottom 8. So I'm really curious.
Yeah, I
if they're
wanted
gonna
to
have
go
those
London
adaptations
too,
going into future
Zendax.
days.
Oh, feels bad, man.
I hope so. I hope so. And that's why you see these teams. You can see the little pictures.
Blame
there down the
esports
bottom.
PUBG
These guys
Mobile.
know where each
Because
other are gonna
originally
drop.
they were
wanna
planning
avoid
to
those
invite
hot
some of
drops
the
pretty much at
creators
all
to
costs,
London
especially
to do
in
content.
Airgale, 'cause we got 3
But that
of
didn't
those
end up
maps. It's the
happening.
big chunk of it. And that's honestly why I'm so concerned, right?
Old
For
age is
one
getting
team
to
in
you, Shifan.
particular,
Better
and
memory.
that's Team
Bro, I
Liquid.
didn't know. I
Team
did
Liquid
actually. It
have
was
a
my
lot
bad.
of
I
things
didn't
going
check
against
the
them in this one
schedule. I
because
was just
Airgale
assuming
their
that it will
slowest map.
be
We
hosted
heard
on
Knight talk about
Thursday
their coach saying that, hey,
instead
we're
of
the
like
kings of
Wednesday.
Miramar.
So
we gotta fix Airgale.
hello,
And
Kira.
just
No time.
unfortunately,
Yo,
they were with them.
Kira. I think the last time I saw him at live was like 1 year ago or something.
Welcome back to a quick report.
It was back when I was in Canada, I think. think.
Before we get into
I saw your name a lot in the live.
They were averaging about a 13th place finish right up until the last day when they decided to switch it up in Erangel and they started averaging.
Where is X Factor, final or on Group C? Bet they are on their home playing Titan series, man.
Back all the way to the early spring PMSL of Americas, and on top of that, they went back to look at PMWC. The first
You met my modding the PUBG esports page? What do you mean, my modding? What mod? Who? In PUBG esports page? Who?
Is gonna be
Irene?
than Boing Donkey. Boing Donkey told me that they're not gonna be landing Primors because Vampire Esports is here. So a lot of changes happening here at Survival Stage.
You met Neptora? Nice.
I find that interesting. Actually curious to your thoughts here, Hot Drink, since you were just talking about Team Liquid. To go looking back to like spring, to look back at PMWC to see how you were playing well.
I'm thinking to do double live stream on this Friday. One gameplay, 1 p.m. just watch party. Because I'm getting a new phone, I'm gonna test it out on the stream. And I'm also gonna make videos about it. It's the ROG Republic of Gamers. Their new flagship Android phone, the gaming phone, ROG 9. I'm getting the phone. I already bought it. I'm just waiting for the shipment. It will arrive on Friday. So I'm thinking to do 2 live stream on that day. One just gameplay and test the phone out to see, how good are these like new gaming phones with the new chip. Obviously, it's like the Snapdragon Elite or something, Elite Gaming chipset or something. He said it's very power efficient. It will consume less battery and also reduce heat, which means more stable FPS. I can't wait to test it out.
I mean, we were talking before about this, John. I wouldn't want to fight against vampires either. They're pretty chaotic.
Will you compare the ROG 9 with the 10 Pro? You mean the Red Magic? It's a hard choice because I was actually comparing these two, but I used the Red Magic previously, right? It was my main gaming device. I just want to use something different to see, how good will it like.
We'll see if there are any more snafus in the early game.
Like how good can how well can it be compared with the Red Magic?
Control of that bridge crossing as well. Without CAG Osaka, a 4MV going to have a better time getting across. Like, what's happening there?
It's actually a funny thing because I was going to say the same thing in terms of look, CAG
Snapdragon 8 Elite. Yeah, it's a new CPU for these Android phones.
Question is, are Boing Donkey going to take up that same?
Can you do unboxing and gaming? Yeah, I'm planning to do that.
They do have an outpost over towards Gaku.
No, the ROG phone, it doesn't come with the built-in cooler. No, it doesn't come with the built-in fan, unlike the Red Magic. The cooling solution for the ROG 9,
I feel like
it's just like passive cooling. They use a lot of like the cooling, like thermal paste or whatever it's called, trying to cool the CPU down. But for Red Magic, they have the built-in turbo fan. It's like active cooling. It has, pro and con. Like both methods have pros and cons. So just let me get the ROG phone first so that I can see what's happening.
It's hard as well because with the way that we saw the playing path go through.
You know what? Actually, in China,
there's now that
both ROG and the Red Magic, their new generation, are priced the same.
Place to rotate from as well with the amount of teams in that area, but it is the Vicious coming up against Zeus, losing Rita as well, and Rita, although not
this whole PMGC is all about North Circles.
He's a very
Indeed,
reliable squad mate to have. A lot of times playing that backstop, and we know from watching teams like Twisted Minds, you need a reliable backstop.
Oh, Chief, welcome back. How are you, Chief?
Kind of set himself up at. So losing Rita, that's really.
I'm not sure how much ROG phone cost in the in UK. I bet it's gonna be expensive. Maybe £1,000 pound or something.
In a central position, losing that player.
How much is Red Magic in the UK?
Strong on the defense now with the circle. Is a really inopportune moment. But the Vicious lose 1-2 over in Yasnaya, so a 1-for-1 trade coming on in. Or who got that Elam.
Yo, David is really the best player, bro. How did he? My God, Rita from Zeus, bro.
Yeah, David was
Zeus
very
is not
low.
qualifying, guys.
Very,
Zeus
very
is
low.
not qualifying.
I feel like
just
he
based on
should have gone
that
down
play,
there.
bro.
Rita was just out of ammo. But yeah, an unfortunate trade for them. Considering now you do have Zeus up in Severny, that's a fantastic spot to be in a lot of times. With only 3 players, you do lack a little bit of control.
The screen on
in
the
that
back is
area
dope.
Going forward.
You-
Now I'm
do
curious.
people
not
actually
only
fall for
about
that?
Zeus, John, I'm
Like,
also curious about
for me, I'm more
RCB
concerning
going
about
forward.
their
Max
gaming
Ladez
performance
was
instead of
praising
like all the
them
bells
earlier,
and the whistles,
so
you
he
know,
should do.
because
Some of
ROG
their
phones are
rotations
kind of
was
like
absolutely phenomenal.
their
going
focus
into
is kind
group
of,
green.
I wouldn't say
I am
weird,
curious
but
to see if
like
they can pull
definitely
that
not
off
my
here, but they
preference.
wanted
You know,
to
they're
always
focusing
be
on
Silas leading
adding
the charge. And I think we did see
AI
that in the
that
final
can
game of
help
Miramar,
you,
where Silas went down, the rest of the team was
like gaming.
we have to step up.
Can
This
help
guy
you
has
in
been doing
game.
so much for us.
If you play like
And
Mobile Legends or
we
like
really need to
Winter of
rally
Kings,
around
it
each
will
other
like
and
give
not
you
just Silas every
timers
time.
or on the
they
red
need to
and
back
blue
him up
buff
a
or
little
something
bit.
like
This
that,
guy's
you
a
know.
world champion. He's
And
got
also
the
the
chops
you
for
got
it.
a
The rest of them
dope
do
like
too,
like
but they needed to
the
realize
the
that,
screen
unleash
like at the back of the
their
phone.
inner Silas in them all.
But personally, I just want a phone that
They'll be able to do the same here
be
in
like,
the
you know,
survival stage.
consistently
But
putting
again,
out high MS,
back to that
not
point
MS,
about
like high
what is
frame
survival
rate
stage. You just
and
need
FPS.
consistent mid-level points, right? If
No
you're putting
lag,
up 6 points a game,
light,
it is quite likely that you're getting
good shape,
the
comfortable to
the
hold.
last chance, right? That's what you need
Good
to be
charging
able to
port
perform.
position.
So we'll see if those
Right.
playstyles get adjusted to that.
Yeah, that's
With
mainly
the
what
6
I'm looking
points per
for.
game you're
Basically,
actually
I'm like a
running in terms of getting
hardcore
that chance, that'll
mobile
do it for you.
gamers.
And I think this is,
I'm just
it'll
looking
be
for a
the
gaming
first day for
device.
both the
No
groups
bells and the
that are
whistles.
having their
But I
first
do
day
get
of
like
play,
people.
right?
Some people may love
At
it,
the
you know.
moment, for Group Green, specific do need to have a really big breakout performance on their first day, which is why you are seeing.
You heard
teams
ROG
go
software
for
is
some
bad.
very
Well,
high.
we'll find
It's
out
not
this
always
Friday.
be
It'll like
advisable at this
it'll
point,
backs.
but
You
give
find out
yourself a
how
little
good
bit
their
of a
new
buffer
phones
going
gone around
tomorrow, so you can see yourself
on PUBG
ahead.
Mobile. The new
That
update.
will be ideal. Like Jukes was saying, it's a good point to make.
I see a lot of reviewers like reviewing these gaming phones. They show some of the PUBG Mobile site, but they're playing unranked the Erangel, where it's like, you know, full of bots, and it's not even hot dropping. So you can't even test the frame rate, you know. I was so like not upset, but like, man.
Our teams have crunched into that north circle as well now. Loops into the shooting range hills. RCB
$200 for a seat at PMGC? Are you for real? $200 for a seat at a PMGC? You better go home and watch it on Xifan stream. It's free. It is free. At most, Xifan would require $1 membership. But $200 for a PMGC seat? Are you kidding me?
Trouble depending on where we shift out to.
I could have watched Drake, bro.
I think that with
I could have watched Drake concert, man.
Now they're out in the opening. Like you say, well, the next is a case where
someone is spreading the false info. It's 15 pounds a day. Okay, that's not make sense. But $200 for a PMGC seat, bro. You better go watch Drake or whatever, Taylor Swift or something. Maybe Justin Bieber.
Just getting
Concert.
a central spot immediately. Who could complain? Team Liquid, they currently yet to get off the mark. Them and Vampires, the only 0-point teams right now.
All you see is couples on the road.
Positioned fairly central as
You
well,
can join
despite
them,
the hill
Chief.
From those
Join
two,
them.
Positions that we saw from RCB,
You know.
from Loops, but maybe
Join the couples,
still trying to
right? Join their
joust it
date.
out on that
Make it
shooting
fun.
range hill. Goodness me. Stalwart
Quit
in for a
Xifan
river
stream.
crossing fairly soon. Some teams still coming in fairly late. 4MV still on that military island. So going to be trying to find their way across quite late on in this circle. Won't have a position to play
Xifan
around.
underrating
so scouting
PMGC?
very, very necessary.
Bro,
And the
I'm not
good news
underrating
for the
PMGC
Flying
because,
is that Doc is
but
at the
like
back of that
in general, esports games,
Yeah, they sent
like
right to the back of the queue there. Look, you will not be lining up. You will not be the first. Right, you're our back
I don't
stop.
think
Or
League
it
of
could go
Legends or
completely different way,
CS:GO
and Doc just
offline
never
tournament
regroups.
is like
Alright, he's just
200
gonna
per
stay in top
ticket.
left.
I don't
But
think
it does feel
that's
like
even
there
the
is
case,
a-
and
there's a bit
they
of
are more
soft
popular than
control
PUBG
here
Mobile esports,
for
you know.
4MV in terms
So
of when they're rotating,
you guys
how
were
they're
saying like
rotating.
$200
They
for a
got
seat in
scared of
PMGC
Lighthouse the
in
moment they
London?
came all the
I'd
way
be
up
like,
until
no way.
just the ending of stage 1 before they made this. Fair enough. I think they're very, very worried about getting taken out early here. They're a team that plays phenomenally well when they have 4 players up. Like as a group towards stage 5, you're like, right, 4MV is going to get a big game But it has been so many times in the past where we've seen stage 2, stage 3 for Foreign.
All right, North Zone again. I don't even remember this like how many times. Oh my god, why it's like this, man? Why it's like this? I think this is like the 5th or 6th North Circle in Erangel. Every single Erangel game is like this.
On a bit of a late rotate, this time over in Georgia Pole. So they are going over that West Georgia Pole long bridge to get up towards the north side. I think this is a wise rotate from Vampire.
Top 16 teams qualify to the last chance, and top 16 from last chance qualify to the grand finals in London. That's our format, for those of you who don't know. And also make sure you guys like my stream.
In the meantime, we've got the Vicious who...
Yo, Samit, thank you for the super chat. Xifan love from India. Keep growing, bro. All the best. Appreciate you, man. I'll do a spin for you, but I don't have it set up yet. I'm gonna set it up now. So which team are you rooting for, Samit? And we're gonna do a spin for you. Let's do some push-ups.
Rough rotation for these squads, to be honest. It does
I already did like 30-something push-ups at the gym today. Hopefully it will not be too painful for me if I'm doing it right now.
Becker, a lone soldier inside this building. They haven't quite spotted him on the stairs just yet, though. This could be a sneaky pick-off. First, if it's Team Liquid, they just want this to be a clean...
Inco winning survival, that would be 200 push-ups for Xifan.
Good return fire for him.
Inco better not win.
A little bit overzealous there from Becker, jumping at the opportunity a little bit too quickly. And Major Pride, again, losing 2 at early points in this game is going to be bad news. We talked about for MV getting cut down. The same is true now for Major Pride, 2 games on the trot. So they'll need to find some repair on that one for the next games. They've also still got 2 players in this one, so how much value can they extract? Zeus still up on that north side, allowing teams into the south of Severny, Blank. I mean, with 3 players, it seems like a not terrible decision, but what it does mean is that you're locked in to fight them when the circle pushes you out of it.
I think for Zeus, there is that capability to maybe move up towards that north side. With how north the circle has gone, I mean, like half of the circle in the water right now. There is some positions to move up, but you're right. In terms of leaving, there are so many side of Severny that there is likely to be some kind of fight going through. So I think for these teams, they
all right, gotta set it up
for more of a central. The Vicious losing for nose into Doc on a very long here. I think he took some extra tax to do. Should be a flush.
Yo, Tata with 158 Hong Kong dollar, 25 push-ups, please. Yo, Tata. You just wanna see? You wanna see Xifan with a 6-pack, huh? Thank you so much for the super chat, Tata. Appreciate it.
As well, as soon as taking damage from the off angle, he stayed there too, praying too much, and probably that criticism is still valid.
MISJ data center, let's go. Where's DK? Oh, DK down east. 4MV, out of circle again. Let's see. Where is my baby Inco? Where is Inco, guys?
Yeah, it's hellish for a lot of our teams.
Hello, years.
East here, because there is
25 now.
Crossing into the circle.
Man,
Severny is a wall right now in terms of squads, in terms of teams. But Mirren Sejong, I'm curious to see how they place one out because they absolutely...
That's a lot of dono. Tata, that's a lot of dono. Appreciate you. 25 push-ups? Man.
A nice shutdown off to the off angle there. Against Voin Donkey, final hops out.
How about, okay, I'll do one spin for Summit, right? And then I'll do another spin for Tata. And then for Tata, I'll double it. I'll double the push-ups. If, for example, if a team get like 5 elims, I'll do double. I'll do 10. If they got 10, I'll do 20. If they got 15, I'll do 30. How about that? For Tata, just for you, right?
But the approach is still good.
It is.
Just for Tata. Okay, let's watch this fight first, and I'll do a spin.
How is there no off angle on this?
Oh, MSJ!
At least one say we'll find another.
Oh, MSJ's out. Bro, I really just cursed team left and right, bro.
Off the back of it. So Mirren Sejong, although didn't look great, 70.
Dang, there are a lot of teams are fighting. Alright, I better do the spin now.
Disastrous.
Because
Team Liquid sideline names.
I better do
of
the spin now.
engagement here between BTR and Zeus. As Team Liquid get value from these as well.
We spin
Big
one
knocks
for
being
Summit.
found on both of these
And
squads.
thanks,
Team
Summit,
Liquid
for the
have
super
just
chat.
managed to pick themselves up. A
Okay, first one is
fantastic
Inco.
situation.
Damn
They
it.
need to
I wish I had an
capitalize
Inco
on
in
it
the
now. A lot of
second
these
one.
knocks haven't been
Okay, first one is
confirmed.
Inco, right?
Move on in,
We're gonna do
find
the
these
second
wounded
spin.
players, pick up these points, add them to the tally.
Please, please,
For the
please.
Brazilian team.
Team Liquid, okay.
It's now or never to pick up a big game.
do push-ups for
Well,
Team Liquid
they've
and
got a
we
couple
double
more
it.
opportunities, but this is a great one for them. Sitar on the
Is Team
inside,
Liquid-
trying to handle
is
Mythic
Team
on the
Liquid still
swing,
alive?
but it's not going to work out. Team Liquid.
They have 5 elements already?
They're looking for more. Hopping over to the
Shut
southeast
up.
side blank at 77.
Shut
trying to make their
up.
way on through. They have Magnum knocked,
Mythic,
they've
come
lost Limbo
on.
Boom, but they
How can you do this to me?
Get back to their feet.
A massive amount of action around
No!
the map at the moment. And this is what we were talking
What?
about earlier in terms of that wall that was Severny. That wall has been broken down, but it left a lot of casualties inside the lobby with 5
What?
teams going out at the moment. Absolute insanity over towards that eastern edge. In stage 3 as well, no less. Massive amount of elims going through. But for Team Liquid, a very good start for them. 7 eliminations in a fight between 2 teams. That's what you want to see from Team Liquid. That is
Damn, I should probably take the 25 push-ups.
in that group, but we just never were
Oh
able to see it
man,
come through
they
for
got
them.
7
In the
already?
meantime, though, RCB do make that road to play talking earlier about how
Please go. Oh my god! How can you go east, bro? How can the circle go east?
RCB actually have a fantastic
Stupid.
point to play from.
Why didn't the circle go west?
Difficult shots to try and deal with as it's now the southwest side flank that is starting to heat up. Can they move towards
Oh
RCB?
my god.
Including this one, Inco losing 2 on the position against Critter, but a third a little bit too much. Vitali into the position to look for these reses. If Inco can get 4 players back alive, they would be laughing, but they have got a difficult rotate ahead of them and still looking to disengage as well.
Somewhat attempts to get away from this one. Inco.
Wait, there's a team crashing to Savini.
Good amount
Which
of
team is
players,
that?
but
Which team
should
is
be a
that? They
reset
better
for
not be
that
free kills for
match,
Team Liquid, bro.
right? Surely.
They better not be
15
free
seconds
kills.
on the circle coming in though. It's a bit of a struggle for them to maybe move out. Stalwart getting ahead here. Is Sanchez down and only Fearless left remaining. Xavier having eyes on over towards his position as well. Somewhat of an isolated fight between this position on the western side with Major Pride, Stalwart, Xavier, Loops, 4 and B.
Kimba will play tomorrow.
Very big wrap for themselves over
Kimba will
towards the
play tomorrow.
northwest.
There are 3 groups. Each team will play 12 matches. So they will play 2 days.
Position that Xavier are now in. Blank RCB actually left the position we were talking about and they went into Severny. I was wondering, where are they gone? Why are Xavier able to take this spot? Well,
Yes,
they've
yes,
actually
get
sent
the
all way in
Ilums,
and
guys.
actually
Get the
not taken
Ilums,
any
Diak, man.
casualties
Get
either.
every Ilums.
Xavier taking a knock
Don't
on
let
the
Team
Lamborghini,
Liquid
but
get
it
any
should
Ilum.
be covered off enough
Please.
to get a res, maybe, but no. There's danger afoot. There's Inco trying to roll on in too.
There's so many teams in Severny right now, by the way, Sean. The Vicious just rocked up 77.
Well, we had a Team Liquid fan earlier in the chat.
Doing a bad job,
You should be
honestly,
smiling right
position
now.
they're in. I did not
Team
expect
Liquid,
them to get
7
too much further
Ilums
into
so
this
far
lobby.
in
Now
the
it's down to Parachin, who
second
just
game.
made a couple of tags there
And
from
there are still
Vitali.
27
He sent back their way,
27
but
players
Levi's on that
remaining.
front line that absolutely had to stay alive to give that position a bit more strength for Xavier. He's down. Now Inco can start to work the problem.
Nades over, shots back and forth, and first blood drawn against both of these 2 rosters. Nade from Juancho. We're going to try and open it up. There's a
DX will wipe
rotate
Inco
around
here.
through the back as well.
Inco's
I
leaving.
think is that Vampire trying to chime on in? Inactive.
DX wins
Trying
this
to be
easy.
taken down first, and
DX
is
wins
still
this
on
easy.
4 if they can get this res.
Uh-huh.
But the nades, they're going to make that all the harder. Levi's flashed away. As
That's
Vitali
it.
gets some
Boom.
value from it.
Come on.
Inco, Lamborghini, nades
Lamborghini.
to the back line. A lot of damage
Yes.
sent, and then Nebete as well.
And Bete's out.
As they continue to layer it on
Just
thick.
drop
And that is a
Vitali.
nice little
Okay,
pick
one
up
choice
there for DX
knocked.
Xavier. They are in
Okay,
control of this
Vitali
one.
last
The
player.
second knock found.
Yeah, really good nades to hold back.
Vitali's
Vitali
out of zone as
Inco
well.
From Xavier on this fight. Now just 1 player left remaining in Vitali, who has been quite sick with it actually for Inco here. Almost
You better push together.
versus Xavier, but
Okay.
they're playing it safe
I
with
think
the nades
Lamborghini
on
can still be
top.
saved.
Finish it
Put
out,
him in the
and
vehicle or
Xavier
something.
with 5 more eliminations.
Yeah,
Take
put him in
back
the
to
vehicle.
top spot
And
inside
go.
the lobby.
Yes, yes,
They'll
yes.
Pop their teammate back inside the vehicle and potentially try and drive out of here. Here's 4 and V. They only had 2 players left remaining versus Major Pride's 2. Apex last left alive for the squad of a player knocked. Vampires, I respect.
Oh, it's RCB? Okay. Not too bad. RCB.
Like, we're gonna roll on past.
they're in an interesting spot right now. The danger of it, I mean, with the circle moving away, it's going to be a Severny scrap, I think. But the danger of it is as soon as that ridge line to their west gets occupied, they're done for, right? They're absolutely done. Unless the teams in Severny protect the ridge line for them, right?
That's
and that's really what
stupid
you're banking
circle.
on. So
Team Liquid dead
dangerous
center.
position,
Are you
but as a
kidding me?
solo, probably one of your very few options that you could do successfully. And they're going to have to move up north now. The coastline looking pretty appetizing, but the fact that we're into stage 6 blank and we're looking at 40%.
Can you shoot a molly in PUBG mode just like a PC?
Crazy.
I don't think so. You cannot.
It is a wild situation for Loops. Neil's going to stay outside the water, you know, try and live this game out as much as possible. But you're right, we're likely heading over towards the scratch of it.
Bro, Team Liquid are guaranteed top 3.
At least with Team Liquid, RCB, the Vicious, as well as 77. 77 in a slightly weird scenario as they are on that eastern side. They do have
I about to have
work
15.
their way around.
Wait,
but
do
if
you
they
mean
get control
30?
towards those north
Because
buildings, they have a lot
for
more
Tata,
positioning to
I'm
play in.
doubling
Possible
the
to
push-ups.
work with too. Major Pride sends out into
If
the
they got
water. Do
15
they need
kills,
nails here?
that's 30 push-ups for me.
Should be aware of it now.
Nade.
Nades being cooked. Danger here. You can't take shots back if you're out in the drink. Neil's going to spot them. Spots that roll up and Ace goes down first into the boat Evo station. Looking to be a turret on the water here. Danger from the Severny. And that's going to be the end of it.
Major Pride
attention
stupid
is
or
drawn
what?
and Loops pick up a point. Major Pride eliminated. Team Liquid get 1 too.
I am the mermaid. Me alone. Mermaid Neil on the case. Yeah, good shots. Really, really good shots, actually. I wasn't expecting to immediately get the knockover towards AZ, John. And that's not always, like, we know, because we've seen a lot of games that taking shots out into the water is not the same as shooting a guy out in the open. Sometimes those bullets will miss, sometimes those bullets won't go far enough, but that was one of the quickest knocks I've seen in terms of just a pop-up into a knock, and then he sat inside the boat.
Wait, is Paraboy still with JDE? I haven't been following PL, like transfer seasons, the tryouts or whatever. Is Paraboy still with the JDE? Or like, how about Sunan? Is Sunan still with JDE, or Sunan is like trying out for other
On
teams?
the outside, everyone in Severny desperately wanting to cling to this. Again, another
Should have taken his offer to do
Xavier.
25 push-ups, brother.
They are on the outside right now.
Who knows, bro?
The only team really
I
with
was
any presence on the
I was
outside.
trying to take my
They
chance,
have
man.
Control of this ridge line, but the blue zone will push them.
Who
off the
would have
ledge.
thought?
Do they have anywhere to go in front of them?
Tata got a team
Xavier now looking
that
over
happened to
towards
have the most elims in the
southeast
lobby
side
currently.
here.
And also they're dead
Stone,
center.
who is likely to go down.
No matter where the
Team
zones-
Xavier,
no matter where the
essentially,
zone's gonna
teams,
go?
they're likely gonna have to go for some
Man, this is a bro.
much Gilly style plays.
I'm not feeling too good about
towards
this.
the eastern side and just try and remain out of dodge for as long as possible. Good pickup. from
Like
Vicious
no matter
over
where the
Zero,
zone's gonna
though.
shift,
That is a
Team
big
Liquid
pickup.
will be in zone.
The fact that
All they need to
Zadira
do
goes
is
down
just
early
trying to
like that as well, John,
defend
is
RCB,
very
I
bad news
guess.
for 77. They had so much control over this eastern
I think this
side,
is gonna be a
and now
short
Vicious being able to push up a
zone,
little bit
like,
further.
go center.
David and Diminor,
Team
both very
Liquid.
strong players,
Cent-
could
Oh, never mind. Oh
overtake
my God.
77.
It's not even go north. No one's gonna push Team Liquid.
Xavier, but how much further can
BX,
they go?
please just go
As Loops do lose,
crush
Mermaid
into
Neil.
RCB and let RCB get the
Tail's
kills.
Not flipping anymore.
Not Team
unfortunately.
Liquid, bro.
There's not going to be too much more they can do about that. Xavier now
Shorts on or
move
off?
out to the coastline feasibly, but
Shorts
there's
off.
just so little ridgeline to play around, and you're
Yeah.
super exposed exactly where you are.
It's so open.
Minsker is
So
trying for Nova.
unbelievably open for Xavier on the western side, John. I feel really bad for them, honestly, because I don't think they've played a bad game whatsoever, and their control over towards this western side. has
JDE
been
tried out
very,
Dreamy?
very good.
Wait, what?
Unfortunately, you're right.
Like,
Likely
Paraboy
in the
literally
future,
played
they
with
will be
Dreamy
going down.
Nova,
A lot of the
like-
teams in Severny just making sure that this is centered in Severny. There's no other teams making their way in because RCB, the Vicious, 77, Team Liquid all know where one another are playing. They're trying to get rid of those outside
Oh,
chances.
thank God. Oh, are they going to the
things
shore?
that might
Nice,
cause
nice
problems in the
move.
near
Nice play,
future.
nice play.
Xavier sending up to that coastline, that low ridge.
However, Perigin, go to water, bro. Go to water.
Circle. Perigin leading
Yes,
the charge.
oh my
The
God.
vehicles could be impromptu cover for them, but down behind it.
Someone
there's
save
pressure
Perigin.
back from the ridgelines as well.
They got
The
an AT as
second player
well.
for Xavier falls. A third Lamborghini. He's made it into Severny on a corner.
No,
See if
no, no,
77
no, no.
Is that outside
Can I
opportunity
take it
that's
back?
talking
Can I
about
just
the
do 25,
anomaly
guys?
of the lobby?
Can I just do
77
25 push-ups for
were
Tata?
able to take a shot
Stono?
over the Vicious, but unable to confirm
double-
on
the
that
double-
flush.
the double
And
thing
now
is
they know
kinda-
there is a player in the wings. Out comes
It's
a
kinda
couple of
crazy.
our players from 77. They will finish off Nadetti. That's
God
Lamborghini
dang,
down.
20
so
now?
Good stuff overall from 77. But the fact they went from
Can I
players in a
Tata,
very
can I
strong
pay you by
spot on
installment?
the eastern side,
Can I do
now
like
down to
10
2 is a
every
very
game?
unfortunate
Do you pay you
situation
back,
for 'em.
please?
Losing out. They've got 7
No
eliminations
refund.
already, so they go
Oh,
down
man.
here. It's 7-7 with 7, which I'm pretty happy about. Maybe 7 can interview them about it. And RCB from the southwest side, they're playing in with 4.
Yeah, Mo trying
Team
out for
Liquid,
TEC.
a high
Wait,
value
WBG
game.
is gonna
What they
disband or
found,
what?
scrap
Is
between,
WBG gonna disband next year
BGR
for PEL?
and Zeus, they were able
They're
to
gonna
extract
focus
a
on
lot of
the
points
Wild
from
Rift?
that. They're up to 10 eliminations already, so this west side.
Oh, no,
if
Gray.
RCB want a good game.
Grant, you had no idea what I'm going through right now.
I'd quite like to see RCB take this match.
Thanks
as well,
to
because
Tut.
For them, this has been a really tough crossing from the south side and Rozhok. There were so many teams ahead of them. We talked about how they were out in the open earlier on. Luke's been able to take up those compounds ahead of them. So I was actually somewhat confused they were able to get into
Can I start doing it now?
Something that
Can I do it? Can I do push-ups now?
Because
Because
I was obviously distracted in that moment.
I'm not sure if I can do 20 something like in
Yeah, very, very good game from RCB so far in terms of control. Obviously, you don't have the
In
same
one
amount
session.
of eliminations as Team Liquid, who are trying to extract everything that they can from this lobby, so they can continue on to last chance.
And that's the thing about this survival stage is
Liquid
2,
at least
3,
getting 13.
probably- I mean, 4 good games are what you're looking for here, right? But if you get 3 on the card,
13?
that can basically
Bro.
see you save almost just off the
Look
rip.
at the
Yeah.
look at the zone. Team Liquid.
To be very happy with it for Team Liquid.
If they win this, they're probably gonna
So
like
you're
get
absolutely right.
17.
In terms of like 3-4 good games, that might be all you need. And if you're able to do that now and give yourself a buffer on your first day, that's the most important thing. So every single one of these teams looking for a strong match here. A chicken dinner would be awesome. But with this circle moving over towards the western side, that somewhat cuts out 77 and the Vicious. They'll likely conclude their engagement on the eastern side. But again, it's such a shame. The 77 with 4 players has now gone down to 2. You're unsure
Yes,
of how
please
it's
kill each
happened.
other.
You're unsure
Let's
why
go.
it happened.
Thirst
But
David,
there you
please.
go. 77 have made quite a few mistakes in the past. It was only up until those final moments in their group. that
Oh
we
yeah.
started
Oh,
to see them
RCB
play
pushing.
the potential
Silas,
that
my
we
goal.
expected them
Silas,
to be at.
my goal.
Nate over RCB.
RCB versus Team Liquid.
Team Liquid here.
Taking the
4 players
initiative.
still for RCB, but damage going to be sent their way. Chief and Ayala out on the back wall.
Oh,
here.
the nade, the nade. No, no, no,
Catch
go-
RCB
get back,
by
get back.
surprise. Chief
Get back.
launching a long nade
Heal up,
down
heal
the
up.
edge, but RCB
Heal up,
retreats.
heal up.
Don't take a knock just yet.
Yes,
The
yes,
nades
heal
to
up,
follow it
heal
and
up.
RCB
Yeah, yeah, play safe, play
flurried
safe.
into the building to try and get a little
Play
bit
safe.
of cover against them. Now that wall
I do
position has
appreciate
been spotted.
their
It will be
aggression,
known. In the
but you
meantime,
cannot
77
let
managed
Team
to
Liquid
eliminate
get any
the
kills,
Vicious on
bro.
the east side, so they can get into the next circle. Maybe get up to a second place here.
Yeah, for 77, there's actually
Oh, they
a high
backed out.
likelihood they'll get a second place. Because
Yeah,
this
they
fight
realize it's
most
like
likely will
it's
conclude before
not
they
just a
even get
solo or
across.
duel. It's
I
like
am wondering how
3,
many
at least
names
3,
both teams have
or a
left
full
on
squad.
side. You're almost wondering whether RCB were trying to take.
They're
that
not gonna
initial
rush,
engagement
Team
because
Liquid
they
now,
know that
but,
they're
I mean,
fairly
I do
decent
appreciate,
when it comes to meds. But
do
I would be
appreciate-
wrong there too. Level 1 helmet, level 2 vest, 0
try, though.
first aid kits. Dear me, for RCB, starting to get real rough.
With 3 limbs, even with the placements, I mean, it's a decent game, but it's
Shit,
not
I
a
wish
big game.
I
for
wish
RCB.
Finjay is by my
It's
side.
not one of those good games.
Finjay can
we're
do this
talking
easy,
about.
man.
See you
He
safe
can probably do one hand.
Not
Finjay
able
can
to
probably
check
do
that
one
box
hand
off
or
just
diamond
yet.
push-up.
I mean, this fight,
Like a
they're
30
probably
easy.
aware. I mean, RCB retreated from this. They made the call. We don't need to go for this right now. We don't need to conclude this fight. Let's just keep these placement points coming. Because getting into second place worth 6 points minimum.
Team Liquid time
They just
2,
want
yeah.
to force 77 to take that step forwards, guarantee that second spot.
Yeah, I think for both these
Tata
teams, they'll be
donated 20
absolutely
bucks.
delighted
He said
to see
25
that
push-ups.
happen.
So I said
I think nine,
I'll do
both-
double,
both the
right?
squads
I'll
that
do a
are
spin
like,
for you, and I will
we
do
don't want
double
a second
the
place.
push-ups.
We don't want a third place. Let's just wait it out 77.
And there
we
you
can take
go.
our fight
It
afterwards.
happened.
So
Team Liquid got
77 is
selected.
Unfortunate. The only way that this changes if there is somewhat of a wild knock that comes through from RCB onto Team Liquid, in which case I think that they would push it, John. But that might come off the back
Whenever
foot
I do
once
push-ups, you do
naked
them as well?
on
No,
RCB.
no way,
I do
Finjay.
think this
Not
is gonna
what?
all
What?
slow down up until
Guys,
stage
we're
9,
going
most likely.
through this together then. Man.
Nobody wants to make that move, least of all
7-7, please. Oh
They are
yeah,
starting to
Silas
establish
taking the
smokes.
rooftop. Nice.
or what
Please
they're
get
thinking
all
about.
the
You can see
elims
both Magnum
from
and Xifan.
7-7.
They're just going to have to put out as much smoke as possible and hope that one of them gets across. And even if they do, Ayala's waiting for them. Team Liquid have such a strong barrier to come up against. It's going to be a miracle if they can make it.
It's all slowing down. I don't really want to see Silas use this nade. It's only all
More
in the back
PUBG
pocket.
shorts
I think he'd be
needed.
better off
Yeah, I'm
using
planning to
later on
release
versus
them
Team
daily.
Liquid as they are all in the one stories.
Yeah, I'm
Very
gonna, you
easy
know,
to nade out
make
from.
it like, you know.
But you can understand why he's going for it though, John. With the fact that you might be able to pick yourself up 2 eliminations off the back of this. We'll see what happens.
They're going to Team
'Cause
Liquid.
we are just waiting now.
I mean, if they can manage to
7
cross
seconds.
and somehow
77,
knock
7
one of the
elims.
Team Liquid player, I would
Make
take that.
something work.
They managed to rack it up to 9, so they've ruined the Rhine. But
Go left. Go more left,
got a
bro.
reason
Go
to
more
go
left.
for it. Magnum
Go
actually
more
moving
left.
forwards first. Shifu going to be moving around in the building as well as Magnum crawls
Don't
across
shoot.
Ayala. He's going to spot this.
Dare
Surely
to
he's going to
kill
spot
Ayala.
this. He's gonna
Oh
know
my
exactly
gosh,
what he's dealing with
Shifu.
and immediately goes to the
What are you
spray. Now
doing,
Shifu, though,
Shifu?
to take the majority of the damage as Magnum
nade.
continues to commando crawl back through. Will get spotted. That will be the end.
Silas!
Second place now guaranteed for both of our teams on the western side, and they can start to go for the fight.
Why didn't you drop out from the
4
roof?
elims on top of
What
the
are you
4
doing,
points
Silas?
From RCB, that would be a 16 plus a chicken dinner 26-point game, which would be massive for Team Liquid coming into this. But RCB, they have that manpower. They've got
Bro, if
the
Silas
man
lose
advantage
this,
on side.
I'm gonna unfollow Silas on
One of the
Instagram.
very few nades
Because of
that
that.
RCB has, and it does absolutely nothing.
Loxy on the wall. Could be first to face Team Liquid. But the 12 elims have locked down a good game already, but RCB
No.
want to put more up on the card. Getting
You
a
don't want to
chicken
go
dinner here would be
prone
great.
there, bro.
It would put 6 elim chicken dinner, a 16-point game. Would
They
be
could have get on the
great.
roof. They could have get on the crate
in the team from
and then take the high ground. All of them.
But
To keep
now they're
pressure in
just
Team Liquid.
opening to move towards
Uh,
Team Liquid.
Chief. Please choke your off angles.
Chief. This guy, it all depends on Chief right now. He has so many angles to work with, and he has to call out on this left flank. When it's going
Mythic
through,
was
so
7, bro.
Mythic
I
can
trash talking
potentially take a
Mythic, and
shot.
Mythic dropped a 7
Lovely
kills
angle
game,
we
and
get here.
he's about to get more.
Loxy getting up
Like,
towards
why
the car
didn't
is a
they
really big deal?
get on the
These
rooftop?
Jimenez can make his way
Oh,
up
Ayala is
to-
holding a second floor, I think. Do they have a
Oh,
nade?
Slowing down.
Chief with the
Staircase,
shoddy.
Chief. Still holding the off angle. Numbers advantage still there. I think Team Liquid are out of nades as well. But it's go time.
Oh, thank God, Chief, you choked this. Thank God you choked.
Loxy low but not down. As Kima's same
Thank God you
story.
choked.
Out in the inside, needs to get the healing before the blue zone
Oh,
touches him.
no
If RCB
heal?
can make this crossing. It's anybody's game. It's their chance to make this one
Oh,
work, but it's only banned.
Silas to go. Silas my goal, bro. Silas my goal.
Silas, he doesn't have the
Oh,
vet.
Silas my
But he's got
goal.
the guts. And he
Silas-
goes up the stairs with it.
Silas my
Wild
goal.
finds Chief, and now it's only Ayala to stand in the way. And
Silas is my
take
goal,
it
bro.
down. From
Silas
south
is my
to
goal.
roll on up.
Oh my God.
And it is an amazing push over to Team Liquid.
Amazing,
I mean,
Silas.
it's a dangerous push as well.
World champ for a reason.
Despite the fact they went
Silas,
for it,
my
they weren't
goal.
Happy with just
Oh.
the 2 elims and letting that go down to the play zone, but very, very well
Let's
played
go.
from RCB. Really
RCB
good
top
from
5.
Loxy, though. And I think we talk about Silas. a
I'm
lot, but
supporting
Loxy
RCB
getting
now.
across that
Screw the
path
MSJ.
On the eastern side, that was such
Oh
a
my
huge
God.
pickup from him to give the rest of the team an opening to move in versus Team Liquid.
Good way to start off our spree of Aaron Gills
Why do
here.
I hate
RCB
Team Liquid?
take home
Because
the
you're about to
first
see, bro.
dinner of 3.
Check what's
I mean, Max, you were kind of talking
above
about it
my
right before we
cam.
came on air. A very risky play for them to go up the staircase for that.
How many kills did they get?
Silas, you absolute crazy man. The staircase and the
Silas a go, bro.
That man's like, I'd win. He got knocked.
They got how
They did
many?
win the game at the end eventually, so it was definitely a successful push.
How many kills did they get?
RCB
12?
had so many good rotates, Hodrick, from the initial rotation of Rozok, and I know Blank was interested in how they moved. They kept just being slightly ahead of
Chief
the
choked it
single
pretty
edge,
good,
so, like,
Chief.
not quite edge, but barely in.
Man,
They would have facilitated
I swear.
the transition
It's because of the name.
To then play the edge.
I'm joking too.
Such a good rotate, passive rotate.
Let's go.
It gets them to the late game, and as you see, they just pop
Two
off
of the
with
RCB players are like 1
Oh,
HP.
man, what a beautiful win indeed. Silas with that clutch pump shotty there at the start was able to get that done. And I actually don't mind that push towards the end because I think he knew that we were so ahead in manpower. I'm just gonna push up this roof.
Wait, how many kills did the team with Liquid get?
With the blue
12?
That's about to close on them. But I mean, it was very risky for a second because they almost did go 1v1v1. But man, a good chicken dinner from Regnum Karya. But I will say a more impressive performance from Team Liquid there. An insane amount of eliminations, dude. But could you imagine if they just had like 1 nade or maybe 2 left? That would have been so huge for them.
I have to say, Hodrix, looking at this game, Team Liquid.
Silas was in S2G. Yeah, Silas was S2G. But Silas put up a 1v4 on 4 AM
realistically,
the year he won. You know, last match.
He
He just ran up and it got the 4 AM players one by one by one.
It was hilarious. It was a good running gag. But this is the way you play City finishes, Hot Jukes. The amount of control, especially, I want to highlight one player, is Chief. He knew the weakness of their position when they get wrapped around the wall.
Torture stream, let's go.
That for literally 5, 6, 7 minutes at the end of that game because he knew if he goes down, the team goes down. So he was holding it as long as he possibly could.
I mean, there was an opportunity for him actually probably to have won the game if we think back to it, right? Because Chiefs, you mentioned he was holding up on that angle along the wall, and RCB did sit 2 players alongside the wall towards him for 1 nade. If he threw it maybe 3 seconds earlier, he would have caught out potentially 2 players, and maybe that would have been the go time for them to actually take out RCB. I mean, you have to really give him credit, obviously, with playing that kind of anchor position. But also Kimmy's. He was also playing an anchor position off towards the side, Hot Jukes, preventing Chief from spotting Silence on top of the building.
Bro, my heart. Yeah, dude, beautifully done there. I mean, that last play execution, it just comes down to who can hit those shots. And, you can also go to see if Mythic was able to hit that shot on that one player from RCB while he was running across. That would have evened up the fight. But at the end of the day, you know, you just got to look at it and be happy with what they got. And, you know, one thing that made things even more impressive, at least in my opinion, was looking at the plane path, right? This was actually a pretty like awkward plane path for Team Liquid because it went right pretty much dead center in between Shelter and South George. Those are their 2 drop locations. So they had to make a decision, literally a coin flip decision. Where do we go? Do we go Shelter? Do we go to South George? And instead they decide, you know what? Let's just go to that secondary drop. Let's head over that way towards South George. And it worked out perfectly for them, considering that we had a northern circle.
It allowed them to just get ahead of this lobby when it comes to the speed of their rotate, get access to the northwestern side of Severny, which, you know, always when you have city finishes, you want to play the edge of those cities. In case he moves away, it just ended up centering on top of them. So that definitely helped them quite a bit, though. Jason, can I have a Maxman Wants to Complain segment? Can I have like 10 seconds?
All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to get into our Maxman Complaints here live at PMGC 2024.
Thank you very much. RCB, hold on to your bloody nades! You don't have to use the nades if you don't know where Team Liquid are. I think that if they lost that game, it would have been because they wasted nades without any info on Team Liquid. They could have waited maybe for the blue to push in and then get some really educated guesses on where the players were and then easily wrap up the game. It was close, but nades are too important, Jason, for the end. Thank you very much.
I was expecting a little bit more complaining and a little bit more trash talking, to be perfectly honest.
Yeah, I could have. But no, I'll be nice today.
Okay. Well, Marin Sage on the
Silas my goal, bro. Silas my goal. I think 24 is like what? It's like
7 limbs though, massive for them.
it's probably the most I can do in the one session. If they get 1 more kill, I'm
back for win on Sandhawk. Get themselves 0 points. Bigatron also on 0 points.
Doomed.
Donkey on 1 point. A little bit rough here for some of these teams, but also something you have to keep in mind is you're not going to play these same teams, well, at least half of the teams in the lobby again tomorrow. Things are going to be changing, which means your drop locations might have to change, rotation's going to have to change, and honestly, Hot Jukes, as we talked about at the top of the show, it's got to be a massive headache for any coach, analyst, and also players to keep that in mind as you go day per day, everything changing on you.
my arm was like
that's why I was
shaking
stressing
like
on
this.
it so much at the start, because when you deal with a survival stage like this and you're dealing with two different groups, you do have to make adjustments, and that's why I'm a lot more confident in those teams that don't change at all, right? Because regardless, like Regnum Karya, they're taking Rozhawk. I mean, everyone's gonna respect them there, right? And you know, teams
ass
like
push-ups,
Xavier,
Finjay, as a pre-military man, I think you are the one who can judge my push-ups. You're the only one who can judge my push-up. Are these ass push-ups, or it was actually decent? Please, I need your honest opinion.
I think it's very fortunate that
because Misty, otherwise Midi is gonna keep keep trash talking my push-ups.
They have to deal with playing today and tomorrow, so they're gonna be stuck watching.
Bro, I definitely did 24. I definitely did 24.
I mean, that's how you got to do it.
What I can see here overall,
because the last of 4,
it's gonna be extremely close in the beginning.
It was like
the top of the table is semi-important, but it's really about the bottom of the table that you have to keep an eye out on here, because you do not want to be bottom 8 at the
if
end
you were doing this
day
for the
3.
PT exam, they
Obviously, we
wouldn't
still
have
Group
counted
Red to
most
come
of
to play. They'll
those.
be starting tomorrow.
For oh my
Last
god,
day at the moment.
so
Not sure
they
how
are
Vampire
ass
will come from
push-ups,
last place
Finjay?
in 16.
Come on, how about for like just
There was
amateur,
there, but they
amateur,
themselves the 1
like
point.
you know,
But Big
standard,
Strong, Vampire,
not
Power,
like
Ego, Major
you know,
Pride, like,
join
these are all
military
teams we're
standard,
looking
you
at
know.
the moment of potentially being knocked out.
Yeah, right now that could be the case. Of course, it's just 2 matches in.
Shoulder and ass, or
But
they are not like,
politics to the
should
first
they
place
be
team
like
right now,
the
which is
same
insane.
level?
They have
Is that what
19
you're saying?
eliminations. They almost have twice the amount of the second
Or
place
I
ranked
didn't
teams, which are D plus Kia and
win
Team Liquid.
down
Team
enough.
Liquid with 12, and you also have Mira and Sejong with 13. They're putting on a clinic this game. They just start fighting everyone. Hodrix, D Xavier, I think, that came in with a plan compared to the group stage, where like eliminations are going to be so much more important than just getting placements like they were doing in their initial group phase. So, man, so far they've been completely popping off, and I wonder if that's going to continue throughout the entire group, the entire survival stage.
I mean, they're just playing their game, right?
Yeah, because my trainer was telling me to like do them at the same level. And I had the shoulder and your ass should be at the same level when you do up and down. I think that's
went right over Fairy Pier. That was their old drop spot. But now, since they switched on over to farm, which was Team
thank God it
Spirit's
wasn't pull up,
location,
bro. I can't do.
they had to
I don't think I can do pull up
vehicles,
because I think my
rotate on over to farm. There's
because
nothing
I'm
worse than
overweight.
having a spot you know and love,
I don't have the
drop
strength
and
to
take
do
loot and
pull
go.
up.
But now you got to stretch out a little bit. Your rotation's a little bit behind. Those little adjustments at this stage, Jason, man, can it throw you off your game?
Actually, I didn't
I'm
try.
actually happy you bring up Major Pride, because I think we look back.
I
at Group
did do
Yellow,
it in
they
the,
were
at the gym,
biggest
but like it was
surprise
like
in
it kind
my
of like
eyes, almost
they are
through
like
every single
the
group match. Considering what we saw when it came to
the thing was
CSA and our
supporting
watch
you.
parties, I did not think they
So,
would have a chance to
I
get
was
top
not
3,
doing, like,
and yet they
the
fell short by
complete
6
pull-up.
points. I wonder if Major Pride can keep up that play from Yellow here into Survival.
A lot of people, Jason, on our predictions were like, "Oh, they don't know about Major Pride." I'm like, nobody knew about Major Pride before this tournament. So like,
Not Silas, it was Ray Z?
Oh,
Oh, really?
That would be another surprise.
Oh, okay, I got it wrong then. I remember there's Silas, you know. I'm old, better memory, my bad.
It's time for round 2 here on the grassy pastures. Over from Georgia Pole, we're going on a very north-leaning plane path up towards Stalbert again, Blank. 4MV backup drop, maybe? Could be on the cards. We'll see where that ends up going.
I don't think we've even seen a 4MV backup drop in such a long while, always going down towards Sosnovka. Even if they drop out early, get some vehicles, still down towards Sosnovka, no matter what. But we'll definitely see some variation in terms of drop spots.
At least
Some
times
areas are
2
a little bit
portion is
harder to get
completed.
towards, especially
Yeah,
over
thank
in
God,
Maya,
thank God.
I think right now
Thanks to
it is
Silas, man.
only 4MV dropping in Sosnovka towards military base.
You've been gone for a year. Xifan became a gym boy.
Without
No, I was just like
ASI
trying to
in
lose
this
some
long
weight, you
yet,
know.
There is no direct.
I think I treated myself like too nice, you know, or maybe ate too much junk food
to go for it,
in Canada.
towards the southeast side, but
So when I
lots of
got back
teams see that southern
from
front of
Canada, you
players
know,
in the plane path, dropping
I'd be
out
like,
with parachutes, trying to get more south
damn.
than everybody else. See if
I look
there's
at
any
I look at the
kerfuffle
mirror.
among
I'd be like,
vehicles.
oh
Xavier
man.
may try and
Yeah, I
challenge
need to go to the
side of
gym.
4MV's position.
So that's when everything started, and also like we were doing push-ups on the scrim. When people don't know or become a new membership, I do push-ups. But like normally it's just like based on their kills, not like time 2 like tut-tuts. Don't know.
Central circle. Let's lean a little bit over towards Sosnovka though, John. So maybe
Go back to eating cherries on screen,
We'll
you'll be fine.
Major Pride. The deck we're talking about them, John, for a little while.
I can't
And,
get
you know,
cherries
I think
here
that
anymore. I
would
think
agree,
it's
a lot of
the
teams, a
like
lot
the
of
cherry
players
season is
didn't really think
past.
that they had too much in them. We've seen this squad before under different banners, under different names, and they are good. Somewhat of a rising star team where they've never quite hit that zenith quite yet. But maybe they can do it here in the survival stage.
always looking to try. Well, I mean, the best place to peak is when qualification is on the line, right? So making sure that you are moving up.
You're
to
living
the
in
top
Canada. Which
point
city are you?
performance when it matters the
I
most.
was living in Toronto
Play.
for like
At the moment,
8
Xavier,
years.
Top of the
Toronto
tables,
boy.
7 points. They were able to get a big
That's why people are
elimination
saying I
game
have
in San
Canadian
Hong.
accent.
Looking to repeat that here in the second goal.
I didn't know it was a thing.
From that western hillside position in our last game.
Top 16 teams from the 3 groups.
I think 4
Well
V have
played,
actually
the
decided
last
that, you know
chance.
what? We can't do it.
And on this
We
week, over
actually
this
can't
weekend,
go to Sosnovka. We're
is
gonna go
where
sit in
last
the
chance will be
fields.
happening. Top
Where
six,
else do
top
they go?
16,
Rufus, what you do-
top
he's-
6
he's
teams
literally burying
from
his head
last
in the
chance
hay.
will
What's going
qualify
on, Rufus?
to the grand finals in
We
London.
can't go to Sosnovka.
It's not
Whereas
that
Temba
bad.
Temba will play tomorrow,
Guys, it's so
along with
hide
Falcon,
in the hay bales.
because they're in the same
just
group.
a horse now. I shall eat this hay.
Currently, I'm out of Canada.
That is all I shall do with myself. Come on, Rufus.
Imagine chewing on hay because you can't go to military base. Not good. I think one of the players do find a vehicle though, so maybe potential being able to get out of the way here. Dog running.
4MV
Vampire
attack.
1 point? Come on.
You need an alternate drop spot, please.
Oh, put it all.
Go. I do think it's only Potato inside this compound though at the moment. This is the north side outpost for.
Oh, the new Potato is
Donkey.
there.
I wonder if the majority of 4MV actually have weapons. Apex has 2.
4MV
so
versus
they've,
Potato.
Certainly got it. Yeah, Potato's just away. He's not going to try and hold this one out. They will give up a little bit of ground, certainly until backup arrives, though, from that south side. Boy Donkey looking to
You
try
play
and
Toronto
regroup
too, crowded and pricey.
towards their teammate. A spray down, Apex. He spots him, and he's turned his tail. They're back up, but they do have 3 players now for Point Donkey ID. Oversight.
I went to Montreal once. Twice, I think. It has
Run it down.
a lot
they're
of
not
like
giving up
the
early.
French restaurant.
Going in. Zeus also sent away. Dark is
But like, yeah,
sending out,
Montreal
Shark
is
and
pretty
Shaw.
chill
I think
compared with
that's gonna really
Toronto.
repel
Toronto is like,
too
there are a
many
lot of
players,
people, a
but
lot of Chinese,
go for it anyway.
a lot of like
Let's go extremely
students,
low, but
international
try and get away
students from
this one.
China,
I think so many
Chinese
teams were put
students.
out by this, playing
I mean, from
Phantom
other
Zone,
countries
really
too,
having a
so,
very
like,
good time.
yeah, there are a lot of people in
They'll be able to
Toronto.
Play over towards Team Spirit spot in farm, and that should be a good position going forward.
On that south coast.
You miss YDD, man, bring him back in PMGC. Oh, I mean, you will see him next year in PL, in my PL watch party.
Direct approaches, radial on the circle, straight to the center, rather than allowing the free flow.
So many players are trying out for
on that
VS in
south side.
PL,
Still
bro.
the
I don't know.
possibility to loop around through the military base and. I mean, 4MV,
It seems like the boss at VS is gonna spend a lot to get players for
They might head
themselves.
down. I mean, Void Donkey currently still holding that area. I think I'm quite curious about how BTR is going to play out this game because they will have to fend off from a lot of squads. And there is opportunity to take shots towards teams who are trying to find sanctuary in Sosnovka.
My major is
There
economics.
goes 4MV. They're finally there.
Oh man.
Your
That
sister
is-
lives in
that's
Ontario.
crazy they're going,
Nice.
This late in
Which
the game
city?
And not like dropping Severny or something, which was completely open in this lobby.
You wish PUBG make a
And then they go,
World Cup
over the
here
hills and far away.
in USA?
They're in.
But like,
It's just a weird one. I mean,
it won't be a lot of people
Reapers has got
watching.
no vets,
If it's PUBG PC,
no
yeah,
helmet.
people's gonna go
But
and watch.
halfway
But if it's
through
PUBG
stage
Mobile,
one-
I'm not sure, bro.
I mean, sure.
I'm not sure
Sure.
if people's gonna go, go watch the tournament in US.
This will not fly.
Compared to with like,
in PMGC.
for example, Malaysia or like.
Finals. I'll tell
But
you
yeah, I
that
guess same
right
thing
now.
goes with the
yeah.
UK as well. Like,
I mean,
they're hosting the finals in
what we said
London.
earlier, what
So
Max is now pointing out.
is
with
PUBG
that-
Mobile
with
popular
IH
in London?
also
Like
so
in the UK in
hell-bent
general,
on dropping
guys?
towards military base, no matter what. This could
I
be
guess
a
we have to
firecracker
ask
of a
Zendex
position,
because he's
right?
from
And,
there.
4MV, if they don't readjust
Co-
around
like,
it, or if
between
ASIA don't
USA
readjust around it,
In
one of
UK,
them's going down for 50% of their games
Like,
here.
PUBG
And if you're
Mobile
cutting
is
out
more
6 of your
popular
12
where?
matches to being a bit of a coin flip, that could be disaster for these two teams. Fortunately, they're only going to play one of their days against each other, which means that 6 games will be against this hot drop.
Yeah, which is not going to be fun. it's really not going to be fun. So I think 4B needs to figure something out before then, or I8 is the bigger man in this situation, and they might head to an
Koa back to XF. Yeah, I just
get themselves tucked in over towards the south side, just underneath Inco.
I have a
who are
scout.
towards their northern edge.
Because I have the Titan series slot.
Though,
So
despite Mirren Sejong sometimes
I just
going
asked my
down,
scout
like,
to
towards stage
try to
4,
form a
stage
roster
6,
to compete in the
still on
Titan
16
series.
points.
That's
Not
basically
having
what's
a
happening.
Too terrible a day here, and a lot of those points are not through placements; they're more through their eliminations, which is a positive.
Yeah,
sign, I
potentially
would
you
say,
guys
for
will
Mirren
see
Sejong.
X Factor in
Stuck
the
in, that's
PMSL
what we want to
qualifiers.
see. These
Because
early
I also have a
games
slot
in
there.
This survival stage, I think, is a little bit of a limit test phase. We're
But
seeing teams
how good
be
players
more
we can
aggressive
get,
with it.
you know,
Grabbing
I don't know yet.
eliminations on a match could be the difference between you qualifying and not. So, rolling up your sleeves and getting on with it.
Gaming is
Is
more
the way to
popular here
go,
in
certainly
USA.
for the earlier parts of
Because I
these
saw,
games.
you know what? I saw a lot of
Shots
like
over towards the vicious.
in Europe. I saw a lot of like
Angles at
European
least, maybe not able to lace the
content
shots through,
creators
but Fearless
promoting
spotted
PMGC.
backpack. Reyes in
Like
danger,
Savu,
can't quite get
Lavino,
it through the
Cappy.
window, though. Tags a
Like,
couple
they're
shots
promoting
into it, and that's not
PMGC.
gonna get the full damage.
I think because you know they got some like deliverables from PUBG Mobile Esports. So not sure.
right now
I mean, their
inside the lobby.
their shorts are pretty
A lot of
popular.
teams just waiting for this stage.
So I'm
2
not sure
because
if
it
PUBG Mobile is
uncertain,
like
right? Could head
that
down towards the
popular
south.
compared with like
So
US.
it's not good, which case a lot of teams do need to get a move on,
And then if Bata is out,
or head back up towards that north side. In which case,
Bad for
4B is
Inco.
dead.
oh,
There he goes.
That is-
4MV still in the millie.
I guess they could play Novo. They could play Novo. They could
Hmm.
loot up Novo right now. But there is a high likelihood that they will have to move through the Eastern Bridge. So do they wait until the end of stage?
Depending on where you live in the
I think
UK,
they
because
would.
your
I
friends,
think that's the
college,
smart
half of the
decision.
class
You wait till the end of
plays
stage
PUBG
2,
Mobile.
and then wrap
Wait,
around
what?
from the
Really?
western side, hoping
Nice.
that Donkey
I
has
didn't know
left by
that.
that point. We'll see.
Like, what's the most
I'm not
popular
sure how I
game
feel
in
playing
Europe?
the eastern side, and that's what they're gonna do.
No matter if it's like PC or mobile, what's the most
I
popular game in Europe in
Wonder
general?
How aware
Do you-
BTR
do you and
are
people do
that
they
teams
play
could be coming from the South Bridge. With this
FPS
part of
game
the
more
shift, though,
or
it may not
MOBA
be
games more,
unexpected
or
for
like
teams
what
to
is
actually
it?
Go through and just rotate through that military
Oh,
island
what a
and
knock.
go
Oh,
out
it was
with
on
their
Vitali.
initiative, right?
Yo,
So
what a knock.
Maybe they're a little bit more wary of it now.
Damn.
77 as well. They know 4MV's tricks from the group. They'll try and hold that out. As we hop on over to some of the positions that sit right in front of that bridge, a lot of teams making headway in. You've got Inco there on the
CS:GO?
northeast. You've got
CS2?
Xavier in the middle.
Yeah,
Everybody
yeah,
piling on
probably,
through.
yeah.
Major Pride, they're bringing a hovercraft with them. As slow as it may be.
FIFA 2025. Oh yeah,
Good
FIFA is
cover,
pretty popular.
very chunky in its presence.
In China, the most popular
Not a
game is
bad thing to bring with you in terms
Honor
of
of Kings.
cover, at least going in towards that end game.
a lot of girls play
As we
Honor
are
of
rocking up
Kings.
towards, I wouldn't say it's an area that has little compounds to play. It's just an area that does have some weird sidelines in terms of high ground. There's quite a few hilltops around this area, a couple of 3 stories to play as well. The teams will be.
You heard Xifan did the 12 push-ups? I did
for those
24.
types of positions at
Play
tops
on.
of buildings. 4
Rewind the stream. I did 24.
Cross on the Eastern Bridge. Why is Voin Donkey doing this?
Well, this is what I was talking about, right? With the possibility of teams.
Wait, I
actually
got a
going through
feeling
Venezuela
that
and go for-
in
to go
the
for a race.
US,
everybody's
Call of
moving
Duty
for that
Mobile
west
is more
side,
popular
so
than
there is a
PUBG
bit
Mobile.
More of an
Am I
opportunity
wrong?
maybe to find an opening there and get a successful crossing. It's a risk, but they might find.
Because of Call of Duty, the game itself, the PC game, is pretty popular
Yeah,
in
they
the
might
US.
do. I think the when I was
Could Call of
looking
Duty potentially be
in
more
terms of
popular
the
than PUBG Mobile in the
circles,
US? I'm not sure.
I was curious to whether Voin Donkey would
It
go
is?
for a northern rap.
Call of Duty
You can
Mobile
play off the back of
better
prison,
than like the more popular than PUBG Mobile in the
I
US?
feel like it is somewhat of a death sentence right now for 4B to be making this.
Call of Duty
crossing on
Mobile
the
is more
Eastern
popular,
Bridge.
unfortunately.
I don't know. I don't know. We'll see what happens because Voin Donkey will absolutely annihilate them if they do
Oh.
head over towards their
Oh.
south side.
He almost knocked the guy.
Very first spray down towards the beachhead, but that position super exposed from the back, and as soon as Voin Donkey ID get close enough, they will take those shots. They'll take him down. Out to the east side.
Luke's
so
still in the
everybody
blue?
further
What the
condensed
hell?
Now, Mirren Sejong with that spread out towards Milta, the Milta Peninsula, really, really powerful in that hold.
Xanax, Rewind the stream.
77.
I definitely did the
Shifu
24.
Sending nades over the top. That looks pretty good over towards Doc, actually. Does lay
Korean
very
translator
low.
coming soon.
Question
Oh
is how many
right.
more nades does Shifu has? 2 more.
I
to
mean,
work with.
there was no
Has a
interview
good
like in the
general
first 2
idea where
games. So
4MV is.
I'm not sure if they're gonna even if the Korean teams
Especially
win.
Doc. At the circle heads
I'm not sure
down
if they're gonna do
towards
the interview.
Southeast John. Real cruel circle, but Mirren Say Jong's made a good wrap, as I was saying, on that northern side, and been able to head over towards Milta at least. That's a strong position from them going forward.
Yeah, Mirren Sejong is probably the best of it here. Zeus at their back may challenge that. 4MV's fight with 77 on this bridge mouth is in the next circle blank, but Voin Donkey ID are now going to have to move through it, which means that 4MV, if they're not aware of this, will just get barreled down. The question for me, though, is do Voin Donkey ID actually want to stop, or do they want to just try and get through that fight and not engage with it whatsoever? Because they need to get into the circle.
Yeah, they could just fly on through. That might be a decision to make, but actually having this circle shift down towards the south side.
Oh, did
makes
SD get
things
also?
so much more difficult for our teams that need to cross the bridge, because it means that a lot of
Damn,
our
DX
teams can't
is
stick
playing
around in
good.
these areas, continue to
27
hold our
points.
squads. Like 77, their position becomes even more safe over on the western side, cutting out a lot of those sight lines over towards the
Oh
east.
right. What about Warzone mobile?
Spray down from Nolbu.
When it came out, I think it got a lot of hype.
Taken out just yet, hits the deck just in time.
But there were some like
Felt like that
maybe
was just a little bit,
optimization issues because people's
lucky on
like
the dodge, but the
people
nades, the shots
were
find
complaining the
chips as well on
phone
the
like
offense.
their phone couldn't really
Using
handle the
another-
game.
There is a trade-off from Fabian to try and keep them in this one, but D plus Kier now down to 1 player alive. Nades flying over his way and vehicles as well. Critter moving on through, trying to get that scouting done. Another one up on high, not quite fully on target there.
Warzone
Fabian
mobile is
launches one
trash?
response, doesn't
Why?
quite get the
What
knock
caused
or
it?
the flush, but
Is it
does
because of the
slow down
optimization?
that approach.
Or the
First
game
thing
is more
available,
demanding
they go for the
overall?
res instead. Team Liquid,
What happened?
they rock up onto the back line of third party onto the high ground on the
what a
north
nice
side.
fight from Team
Stalwart
Liquid.
getting moved aside, but Mythic is down. That may slow Team Liquid enough to find Stalwart's reses.
For Team Liquid, they're not too unhappy with this either, because they know that they've breached an area right now where they continue to push in. I think the main difficulty right now is for D plus Kier. Can they
Collision and
extract any
Vox.
value out of this with the 2 players they still have left on site? Currently in 3rd place on the rankings with 22 points. It's not bad, but you sort of want maybe 1 to 4 eliminations on this game with the 2 players you have remaining in this area. There's definitely a chance for it. T plus Kier head out on the outside, and Stalwart's actually going down. 1 player underneath for them. Fearless trying to make this happen. Sanshir goes down. He's incredibly
Oh, you could win out
low.
early
And
this
he will be
match.
taken out by Team
22
Liquid.
points overall.
Did D plus Kier get any more points off that? Just the 2. Just the 2.
Team Liquid got
Oh, for
2 as
how
well.
can 4MV get into this circle?
Stay up as 4, which is
They can't really
pretty
rotate
nice.
on-
Voin Donkey,
they
went
can't
for a
really
swim, or
rotate
actually
along the
onto
shore.
vehicles, either a hovercraft or a boat across the water.
Huh?
They are now on that Milta Peninsula cliff face, so
No,
try and
Ingo
make
went
their
out
way
in the
on up.
most
Means that
unfortunate
there is
way.
no
They
backstop.
literally
That
got
finds
secured a
4MV now,
compound
so that
in a
position,
circle.
changes back to 4MV just trying to push in as if there was no team behind them. However, they have lost a player. It is not Doc though. So he
Bad,
is still in, but
bad
they're 3 either way.
optimization. Is it really bad optimization,
astounding to
or
me that
it's
they have
like the
survived
game is
so
trying to
long
deliver a
on
lot,
this south
but the
side?
current generation of
I don't
phones
quite know how
can't really
they've done
handle
it.
that. They don't have the
But it's been
power.
incredibly
Which
passive.
one is it?
Next target
Is
will
it kind
be
of
the
a bit of a
Xavier
both,
towards
or
that
mostly
really unfun
it's
circle, I'd say,
the
especially with the big amount of
optimization
field
problem?
towards the center of this one, John. A lot of teams having to play it on the outer edge, and it's mainly Milta that is becoming a real hot spot for a lot of our squads.
Yeah, a lot of teams on the inside of the urban environment. Those fields out to the east. Max is going crazy. He's like,
Bit
oh,
of both.
unplayable now. Let's go. New Milta finish. And he's going to be breaking this one down, I'm sure. So pay attention to the death segment. after
DK are
this one.
trash.
Find out how the pros are playing.
They were
this
killing
area.
it in the first match though. Yeah, and also
77,
overall, I think they
sweeping on the
deliver
north,
like
actually
pretty strong
finding
down
a
skills
little
and
leg
stuff.
on
They're definitely
Team
not
Liquid.
trash.
We'll find that first
They could
vote
be like
for those from the
inconsistent
low ground. Once
at the
the
times,
77
but like
drop
they're definitely
sweeping,
not
but
trash. You know.
Easier said than done. They continue to move on up to this high ground. And those will be fairly exposed pretty soon. As soon as 77 get up towards that high ground area. He's taking some bold shots here, but they do manage to find that answer over towards Shifu and Zadira as
You got her
well. As
back?
the Vicious chime in.
Dang. What makes you guys
I
say
think
that?
Team Liquid, they have to take bold shots out this way. Realistically, their position is a little bit shaky. So for them to be able to take down 77 as they come in, they can start to look a little bit further down towards their south side, not have to worry too much about their north. That would be the ideal scenario because there is still going to be teams making those northern wraps going forward. 4MV starting to push on out now versus BTR. Apex got dropped out the vehicle straight away. Good step up from one of the players, but is it too little too late as Doc goes down to 1 HP?
Doc with the nade, doesn't care that he's only on 1 HP, knows that he just needs to win these trades time after time. Zuxi, nade from the back line, Molotov to reposition, and again, Doc cooks the nade, but the shotgun's there, and there's the roll-up we feared. There's the roll-up we were delivered. 4MV finally cut out of the game.
The fact that he was still priming nades whilst on 1 HP is somewhat interesting.
There's a new mobile game coming
I wasn't
out.
expecting that one coming through from
I mean, it
Doc.
already came out in
First aid
China.
kit, but I guess he was just looking for a chunky nade to come on through. Xavier, Vampire, all in the same location. This lineup
check.
off towards the western side of Milta. A very, very fun ending indeed that we're going to be seeing here. The craters over on the field on that eastern side going to provide a little bit of cover towards these teams. Mirror and Sejong actually picking up that spot. One of the few
What's
teams
the name of that?
Again, Mirror and Sejong,
Wait.
one of the few teams that I can
What's the name of the game?
Single map, like the back of their hand.
It's similar to Aruna Breakout, but like it's more faster paced.
Straight on top of Milta though. Vampire tried to get that crash into the west
What's-
side of Milta.
what's that
Major
game?
Pride got one. I think it was Xavier who got another, and now they've lost all of their players. Eliminated. A difficult crash to make, and not too many options for Vampire, but that is unfortunate that they are now down again low on the tables. They've only got 2 points total. It is not a good start for them.
Zeus off towards that east as well, John. Struggles bus position. They'll have to push on in. Mirror and Sejong decide, you know, with that shift over towards that western side that you were talking about, that they're going to move over towards the buildings, set on the eastern edge. There is a little bit of staging in terms of the high grounds we set over towards the north side. Currently, I think Major Pride controls those warehouses, which are a strong spot to play in, actually, going forward. Curious to see how a lot of our teams on the north will play this one out.
Delta Force.
Limbo Boom goes down. That's the
Do you guys think Delta Force will be the next to hit?
Move on with three.
Besides
with
PUBG Mobile?
Eliminations in the bag.
The conversation of the northern sweeps right now between 77 moving up, taking a Liquid player down.
Retard got
down to
knocked.
Liquid again flexing out, taking some of 77 down, but there's still more threats abroad as Zeus start to move up into these hills on the north side as well. Will they be able to sweep through this as effectively as they maybe have denied 77 and Team Liquid the opportunity to be? Magnum spray down towards Zeus. Zeus on 3 players alive, but they cut through the last of 77. Magnum will be felled. 1 elimination for Zeus.
Wasn't there a PC? Yeah, there's a PC
Oh,
Delta Force game, and there's also a mobile version of it. I've seen Chinese streamers play on it. V-Sage. Oh
up against Major
no.
Pride. Starts out well. David moves
Wait,
into the building. Back
the
is
team
down. Elementary goes next. 3
I
players still
supported
left for
the
Vicious
top
and Major
5
Pride.
was
One
Vampire,
player left
Major
remaining.
Pride,
And
MSJ,
nowhere near close by.
DK,
It goes in from Evo
and
Station.
4MV. And
Elementary might be
they're
able to be picked up here, John.
I think they could get this res. It depends on what the aggression
Only
set that
DK,
comes up
MSJ
through from
playing
the Vicious,
decent
but they're going
currently.
for reses as well.
Man,
So
Vampire
smash into
out
the north
again
side.
with,
A
like,
made landfall, but Darkin is spotted.
1
Luke's able to
Ellen?
get that shot. They retreat away from it though.
Are you
so not
kidding
confirming
me?
onto this flush just yet. Instead, priming the nade.
What happened with
That
the
should do
Vampire?
The trick, but Eren may be a little bit more concerning for them. A nice nade from Maniac, but it's immediately answered by Neil, leaving 1 player alive for Eren on this crash. And Zeus with the 1 player. Loops on 4. It's a tall order, and it won't make the money. Zeus out, 10th place.
There's always going to be a tough time for Zeus. And the fact they're even able to make this crash over towards Loops was pretty awesome in the first place. The Vicious, though, with a very good spot. Being able to take that off the hands of Major Pride, considering the Vicious were on the outside edge. That's really good stuff from them. Currently sits them in 7th place. Things are going to slow down going into stage 6. Again, another urban finish, which is
MSJ dead center.
very unlikely, considering the amount of times we have not seen urban
And
finishes over the group stage
RCB
into
pretty
a
consistent as
back-to-back
well.
here
Last match is
in
winner.
the survival stage. It truly is a test.
Team that saved the
for a lot
Xifan.
of our squads to get to last chance.
I'm liking it. I'm liking it, but it is hellish for them. And big elimination counts can start to get racked up in situations like these. And once more, it's Xifan who, again, have a position on an off angle, and they're looking to pressure in from the edge. But they have 5
Most
elims
people won't
already
switch
flanked
games
atop the tables.
because how
It's
much
looking good.
time
You were
and maybe
saying
money
it
they
only
invest
takes
in a
3 or
current game.
4 good games
Yeah, people be
to see
like,
you
I'm
say,
dominating
into the top
every single
16.
player in
Xifan,
PUBG
they
Mobile. Why
started
would I
with
switch
2
to a new
and they're looking
game
to put
then
up a third.
get dominated by other players, you know?
Boy Donkey down towards the southeast side.
But like, do you guys get
Right
bored
on the edge.
while playing PUBG Mobile
Like you
sometimes?
say though, Xifan actually pushing.
I
it
got
from the west side
bored
with
because
5 eliminations.
I wasn't playing the game
They've been
competitively,
very
right?
strong going
I have
into
to do
this tournament
scrims,
so far. It was a hard
and
circle for them
I
last
really
time
play
here on Angle.
classics.
They're
You know,
looking
besides
for
the
another
teammate,
difficult
I have
crossing
no one
again.
to play
They're
with.
doing it with style, and with 5 eliminations, all players
You know,
on
back
full
in the
HP,
days.
looking for some decent shots. Levi's
So I didn't
now
even
keeping
bother
the
to do
angle.
classics
David
while I
thinks
was playing
better of holding
scrims.
onto that one,
Mostly
understand
just
the
play with my
plays are
teammates.
likely gonna be the thing
And
that
after
poses the
scrims, I
most
swear,
problems to Xifan going
you
forward.
never want to touch the game after like 4 hours or 5 hours training
Xifan,
a day. After the training, you just
Now
don't
managed
even
to
want to
crunch
open the
in
game.
all 4
That
players
was
into one
that's
building
what
instead of having
that was what
wide
happening to
sweeping
me,
hold.
and also to a lot of
Otherwise,
players
they're
as well.
Playing together now.
They only play scrims.
Gonna have to move
After
along the
scrims,
south side
boom,
of the
close
road,
their phone,
most likely.
and
Crossing the
switch to
road in
TikTok
Ilta is a death sentence, Mike.
or
So we
YouTube
have
Shorts
2
or
separate games
Instagram.
going
You know,
on right now.
watching spicy girl
Pretty
pictures
much.
or like do spicy
all over the
videos and
place.
stuff.
Marin Sejong do take a knock, but I don't think that is unlikely to be res back up again. And Marin Sejong.
But yeah, at the end of the day, you do need like friends, good friends to play the game together. No matter which game you play, you need good friends to play with each other.
Over on this western edge, Loops has a forward vanguard here, scouting out, pulling out the binoculars, looking at what's going down. Xifan being harassed by all sides now.
It's probably
Push Kankra, I wouldn't call it brain dead, but like if it's fun when you're like,
move into BTR. Look at all the smoke cover they
like
have.
let's say right,
Satala
if
one
you're
off
in a
angle
group
needs to be
chat,
dealt
you know,
with. And down they
because
go, 2
for
players
Chinese
seconds to deal
people,
with up
Chinese
triangle.
players,
They get away scot-free, and the roll-up as well is working on the forefront.
Wait.
Device does go down, unfortunately.
Let's watch this
but
first.
3 players still alive.
DX
Xifan.
pushing on
They continue to move
BTR.
through BTR. With a knockover, they launch the nade.
Lamborghini got traded. Oh, Lampard got traded too.
Long-range nade goes on in, catches Lampard.
2 versus
BTR now just 1
1.
player alive. The blue zone's pushing.
Zaxi
They can
lost
get
1
this
knife.
res. Just Zaxi remains for BTR to
Can
hold out
Zaxi
the
clutch this?
southwest side of Milta, but he's got the nade. Looking to put it over towards Xifan. Is it going to connect? Looks
Not too-
like it's on
not-
target, but doesn't quite get the knock or the flush.
Oh,
Barragin steps up, and Zaxi
Zaxi-
has to fall back yet again. No more nades in the pocket.
people were saying Zaxi's washed,
Zaxi.
but can Zaxi clutch this
BTR.
for us?
Suffered. He's going to back off.
If Zaxi clutched this, you guys can never call Zaxi washed.
7 elims already. They've had a real tough approach to this circle.
Oh, they're not
They were
fighting?
able to isolate a lot of their fighting down towards the south side, though, and I think that was the smartest choice that they made here. Good scouting from that team. Loops, who have been on their bellies, snaking their way in. Oh, come on. Gonna hit those shots.
2 players, 4 Major Pride, playing off the boxes. It's up to Elementrix now. The weapon swap, the Scar can't quite connect, and 2 reses possible for
I gotta
the Vicious,
say-
but 10 seconds on the circle. They need to be fast.
VC is
Prioritizing
playing
the first days. I feel like that
way
might be
better
a
than I
misplay
thought.
there, but they should have enough time just about to get these players back up. It's stage 7, 10, and sorry, 8 teams remain.
Stage 7, 8 teams still being up is remarkable by all standards here.
Okay.
Yeah, so Urban
Xifan
finishing
side of the
goal
story, right?
So we move
When we were
further
talking about
towards the east
Zaxi
side,
and
so a big
Luxi,
chance now
right?
for Marin Sejong.
Back in their
team
prime,
that had
when
it
they
all
were
going
like
for
the
them in their
Vikendi
group,
brother,
only
like
for
when
it
they
to
were
come
dominating.
all
Let's
crashing
see this
down
college first.
over the last few days.
Zaxi versus DX. Oh,
That
full
was a good
squad of
opportunity
VCs pushing up as
All
well.
those point scoring's up. They find the nade over towards Team Liquid. But it's the
You gotta
Vicious
stay
versus
put, Zaxi.
BTR. Zaxi somehow still alive on the balcony as the Vicious make their way through. Looking to fight against DXavier.
Go pro, go pro.
BTR have Zaxi just as an onlooker.
The wall still stands somehow on this building, but Zaxi.
Oh, Zaxi
out
got
the
one?
balcony, has
Kim
the
got
support
2.
From an off angle, has to wage into the fight, but 2
Zaxi
players
got
eventually
2.
Down. He can
Ooh.
do real damage here. Dimmador is low.
Oh,
and
he
Reyes
touched
is down on
zone.
the back line. Zaxi stays
Zaxi
alive
touched
just a little bit
zone.
longer, but DXavier will win out the fight. However,
He
there
didn't
is
manage
still
to
so
get,
many more
I think,
teams in
3
their
or
way
2
that they have to try and
points
push
for
aside,
his
but the
team.
muscles are starting to tire now. DXavier Xavier. 8 elims and just Paragon remains. He'll fall down. And with a bombastic blast out on the southwest side of Melter, 3 teams fall.
There's just nothing left in the tank there at that point for Xavier. Fair play to Zuxi though, who's like, look, I'm
MSJ is so chill, man.
I'm just gonna try and send this to the limit.
The zone
And he
just
gets a fair
kept
few eliminations off the back of that one as well.
shifting on them.
Jong taking nades for themselves and Team Liquid playing.
He didn't get any in him? No, I think he get elims. He knocked the 2.
Couple of knocks, but no eliminations
Didn't he?
found so far for Mirror and Sejong, despite their good positioning inside the circle.
We were talking about the dynamics of this lobby, right? A lot of teams looking more for that elimination focus. If you can extract
New
value
meta
from
is very
placements when
confusing.
everybody else is more bloodthirsty than you are, there is still some value in that, but that will be noticed.
We need more than just new
Take
Melta.
advantage of that.
We need a new Pochinki. We need a new Erangel. We need a new everything.
Start to leverage now because we are
I'm
into
getting
stage
bored
8.
of the
There are still
the map.
quite a few eliminations left on the board for them to try and pick up.
This Erangel is like for like what?
Team Liquid.
How many
likely
years
the
now?
next to fall. Southeast shift on the circle here, John, does provide Team
6 years?
Sejong with a lot of advantage. Team Liquid, though, struggling on the outer edges, but still top 5 finish. Not bad for them, considering they're playing in through from the fields. Now, they need to pick these ones up. Can't let them go to other teams, other squads.
7 years. Wow.
Definitely a worse result for them, but they are starting to add to their tally now. Loops on that northern side. I mean, moving Nino out, I'll still really question that maneuver for them. They sent him over to the beachhead instead of keeping him with the rest of the team. Having 4 players on this position would be so much
You
better.
posted a
for
new
them. Now
map
they've
for
lost
2025
another,
being
and they're down to
exclusive
2 on that
chat. Pretty
northwest
sure
side.
it won't be
Loops
used in
gonna struggle here,
competitive.
but RCB
Man, we need a new
potentially
map in
in
competitive,
for
bro.
another good game if they can sweep
Like a
the
Rondo
south
or
side
something.
clear of Point Donkey ID.
We need that in competitive.
Yeah, RCB coming just off the back of one.
I feel like they gotta change it, bro. Seriously.
Steps up.
From a viewer's perspective,
Maybe another elimination.
playing
stolen
1
away
Sandhawk,
from Mirror and Sejong,
2
despite finding the good shots.
Miramar,
One
3
elimination
Erangel.
found.
It's too much.
Final.
Too many
two
Erangel.
players
Too many.
here from
Too many
Loops.
Erangel.
Nades going
Add a new
in,
map.
we'll find Vitin, just
Make it like-
Rafina left now.
Maybe like one
Sandhawk.
Sandhawk.
Chicken dinner would be 12, 13, 14 points in that sort of bracket.
2 Erangel. 2 new
Would
map.
still be a good
1
result. They
Miramar.
managed to put an 8-point average up in the first 2 matches. So we'll see if they can keep this one going.
Oh,
Already
he got
guaranteed
flashed.
Placement points and a decent result. Rafinha around the side for Loops. Looks to do damage to Mirror and Sejong with the DBS. Keeping
Wait,
him
where's the
suppressed.
team
They
across
know
the
he's
road,
got
bro?
the
I was
play
about to
around
say,
him.
how-
Outside of the road, though,
how
the
come
light up
RCB
through it is RCB with 11
did not
eliminations.
punish
Far more bloodthirsty than
MSJ?
Mirror and Sejong, the team to try and take them down, and it may be from north
That's
to south, from
that's
suburban
very.
to
Oh
Milton.
my god, that's
The
back-to-back chicken for
Turkey
RCB.
to make their ascension.
Bro, that's a very questionable push by MSJ. I know they want to get rid of the solos there, but like man, they didn't even smoke their off angles.
Mistake. Like they had strong buildings to play against versus RCB.
Can we see Miracle?
in the
Can we
future.
get a
They don't find a lot of value off the back of that.
Salwood, 1v4? Can you do it?
Ooh, a nice knock from Seiwu though, and there's smoke
Never
coming
mind.
to go across. We'll
Too
see
many
if there's
people.
damage to be done, but no, RCB unwrap Milter. And a gift for them on the south side. There is nowhere that these guys cannot make it work.
The commander tosses the
Okay,
ball
back to
to
the
ground.
push
This
the
is
Conqueror
easy clap for
topic,
them, and RCB
right?
picks
So for
themselves
Chinese
up
players,
the back-to-back
often we
here
have
on
Chinese
our
players
angle,
when they're
two
like ranked
urban
players.
finishes, and
They have
these
a group
guys
of
are
like
the urban
300,
warriors on
500
the
people,
road.
just like a Discord. You know, and people like play together there, and also they do business there. Some people like, you know, paid others to get a Conqueror for them, and also like a lot of players like they use for some reason you can get a girls easy if you're a Conqueror.
Echoed it at the end of that game, but
In some of
really,
the
why were you
chat.
so committed on eliminating Rafina? Like
If he
from
post this,
Loops,
if he
again,
posts
it was a
he's
little
like
bit of an issue.
15
Hopkins, but
KD
sending
Conqueror,
two players
girl, some girl players would be like, hey, I want to play with you.
You
You know.
little bit, literally 2-3 meters too
And that's
far.
what
Make
keeps
yourself
them, you know,
vulnerable.
grinding the
Two players
Conqueror,
blocked
man,
initially by a spray,
to get
then
the girls.
by a follow-up grenade. If they don't do that, maybe because of the smokes they still have, they can win the game, but yeah, I don't think Rafina was worth losing 2 players for Hiltrix. It was not worth it.
That's your like the momentum there.
It's that tunnel vision, baby. You know what I'm saying? You just have an elimination.
want
You
that
know
point.
it's there. You gotta get it. You gotta get it. You know, and it's a tough situation because it sucks whenever you're at this stage and you see so many teams not make it by 1 single point. You know what I'm
Yeah, I
talking
think all you
about,
need to do is
right?
play
So,
decent
like,
in
at
the
a
survival
certain
stage
point,
because all you need to do is get to
you
top
see that
16.
pre-elimination,
And
you
after
fight
that-
it off, but it just turns out that Silas and squad is just waiting for you. I love watching Silas just throw that phone down, like be like back-to-back chicken dinners, baby. We got this. I love
if
it.
that wasn't an Infinix GT20 Pro, it probably would have shot.
That's the worst investment you've heard in your entire life, Xifan. What?
Top of the show, you want to see more out of Wild and Loxy.
Get a Conqueror
Guess
title
what?
to get the
You're getting
girls?
I can't say
I mean,
like,
there are a lot of-
first one to have
No,
brought it
it
up
was you.
eventually.
It was you.
No, I think it was
Like
Kalara.
especially in Game for
Kalara, isn't
Peace.
it?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
that's
If
Kalara,
you're
yeah,
low
thank you.
rank,
No, but it's so good to finally see.
People
Wild
don't
and
even
Loxy
let you
in that
join their
ranking role.
squad.
Of course, Kimmy's has been a great support player. Jason.
If you're a
He's been
Conqueror,
utility, the off angles, especially
players
from
are
the
gonna
first rank
let you
today
join their
versus
squad, you
Savannah.
know?
Well,
But if you're just like a
Savannah,
Kron, like a low
Wild,
tier
7
ace and stuff like that,
eliminations, great conversion from that
and they checked your
almost
KD,
900 damage.
they checked your
And I have to
hash
say the most
rate,
important
they
fight
checked
this
your
game
survival
we've seen
time.
From RCB was very clearly when you had that
Because
skirmish with rest of
the
city.
matching
I think,
system in Game for
Xavier,
Peace, I think,
you
is
had
somewhat
TR,
better
and
than
also from the
PUBG
Vicious.
Mobile. There are a
People
lot of
fighting
like
how they
randoms
survive.
like looking for
And
others
just
to
have RCB
join.
waiting. We'll just pick up
So when you
whoever
join a
survives,
new
and we'll
random
get
team,
all
they
Southern
check
control
every
back
single
on that.
stats of yours,
The clutch
and if
plays
they think you're
allow
good,
RCB to
and you can
compete
play
for
with
that
them.
win.
They're just like, come on in. They just let.
And also there are a lot of GOAT players in Game for Peace.
It was beautifully done from RCB. Another team though I kind of want to talk about who had a good, solid rotation.
So like that's why a lot of like the Game for Peace players they value their stats over everything.
Crazy to watch them go all the way down that bridge, following behind 4MV.
But for globals, I think people care like less, I guess. But for, like, Game for Peace, oh, man.
I think that maybe staying on the mainland would have been an easier.
Even
fight
if you're a
for them, because
Conqueror,
you have to cross
if
that
you're
bridge
like a
like
2 KD, 3 KD Conqueror,
especially if it
bro,
goes
people don't even
hard
want to
north.
play with you.
Gilda's not in play.
People be like, you
The boys
camper,
don't
man,
have
you
completely.
camper, you
But
Conqueror
The
campers.
moment they decide to go to Sumnufka Island, I think they did the better play, Hotchix, which is to try and rotate and avoid the bridge, which is not what 4MV did. So they're just like, oh, 4MV did not do the best rotation to escape Military Island. Let's just do it ourselves. Yeah, and it worked out.
Yeah, exactly. If you're a Conqueror and with high KD,
Play around that because it kept shifting.
it'd be so much easier to join a random
towards
squad.
the west. So I kind of,
Especially in Game for
agree with
Peace.
you there, Max. Like going towards east side with the rotate ends up helping them.
I think for global players, the most they care if you have a mic. If you have a mic, yeah, like
when it came to them individually.
you'll most
With
likely
RCB, I would
can
say
play
Hotchix
with each
right now,
other.
especially when looking just that group green, but even all the groups, RCB and Void Donkey ID for me are the two most improved.
How does this
teams from
stage
the
work?
first half of their group to the second
Top
half of their group,
16
and it's been so
qualify
far
to the last chance,
looking like that is just the case
and
now.
top
They're just able to maintain that momentum
16
going
play
into the
go to
survival
London.
stage. And from what we're seeing, Hodgins, I think that's going to keep going because it seems like it's not even forced. It's just a natural kind of playstyle they are getting used to after that initial group stage.
Yep, they're adapting, baby. They are adapting for sure.
Oh, you know what? They check your outfit as well. I forgot to mention. They check your outfit as well. If you're wearing some like free outfits, bro, they are not even let you in. There are some like certain outfit people. If you wear that, people would automatically think you're a pro player.
They definitely got to be feeling comfortable.
They gotta
But
chill,
still,
man.
you know,
Save some of these for last chance. Where you gotta be top 6. Like don't use all your wins right now.
There are certain outfit in game like once you wear that, people be like, shit, he's good.
you know what?
He's better be
RCB
good.
Third place in this game.
And they would just wanna
Why
play
not?
with you.
Just slow it down a little bit. Put some points on the board.
Xifan, you predict the TJB will win this year PMGC? Wow. Okay.
Or his family's telling him to slow down, let someone else, catch up.
Same on the global. Wait,
8 limbs,
what?
10 points.
Outfitting
Like,
global version.
It seems like
If you wear, people would automatically think you're a
No,
pro.
they just listen to you, Jason.
What
say,
outfit is
"Oh,
that?
No SEA teams in finals, and like, let me cook. We'll make it. Don't worry. I don't know what happened with Xavier compared to the group stage. They just turned on the fragging machine
Who's
they
this
have
guy?
on their squad, and they just
Oh, RCB
engage in
Wild,
so many
oh,
squads.
okay.
And also the fact is, when they take the fights, they are good engagers with utility, getting some solid
Axu?
angles.
Wait, for real?
And just completely
If you wear Axu, people will automatically think you're a pro?
I think there was too
I thought
much
Axu
happening
is so
at once. You had
common
three teams
nowadays.
fighting them at once, so you are going to falter eventually. But yeah, Xavier, if they keep getting these kind of points, it's an easy access into.
What do you think about
large
TT?
shots, and if they can
It's
move
quite
into
surprising that they
longer
somehow got
game,
top 3.
maybe
I mean, they're a
enough to
consistent
be
team
top
and one of the most consistent team in China.
Just playing in the first week, right? They
I mean, they just proved that I mean, also King back-to-back world champ as IGL in that team, right? Even though Shihua was like not even underperforming, I think he was just like sacrificing himself for his team mostly.
Rocking the #1 position, but only by 9 points, even though they do have 2 chicken dinners, which I think is a testament.
Mummy for sure. Oh right, Mummy. I think Mummy outfit for sure. Yeah.
Man, Xavier is just crushing it. Not to mention, you know, Xavier is in group yellow, so they'll have some time.
Especially than yellow and blue.
Exactly how many points they need to make it into the next stage. They're big chilling. And Regnum Karya, they're in group.
What's the rhythm for that?
So they're doing
I want to know.
exactly
Is it because all the sweaty players love the Mummy set? That's why people think if you wear a Mummy set, you're a pro? What's the reason for that?
Be enough to hold on here. Oh, but
Vampire?
look at the. I mean,
because the trend in China is like there are a lot of like good player who stream. They wear a certain outfit and they post videos. Some videos gets millions of views, like 10 millions of views and stuff. And it's kind of like make people realize, oh, if you wear this outfit, you're kind of pro.
2 points over the course of 3 matches. Vampire.
You will never see TL performing if they didn't have zone.
Yeah, I mean, I actually don't remember if I put them in my top teams to qualify in our video, our predictions video that we did, Matt. But you can check over at @Pandemonium_news. Maybe I should kind of go.
You are going, Chief? Oh, good luck on your day, Chief. Are you joining a couple state or something?
I don't want to be too critical because it's
good luck on the.
So far. But you almost have to
be safe, Chief. Be safe.
Some of these teams, especially like you mentioned, Hot Jukes. If you're
take care of your health.
Green, knowing that you have to stay in tomorrow to play, and then your fate is gonna be decided on how yellow and red play.
Boss wear a Mummy? Shut up, Chief. I wear a Mummy. I wear blue Mummy.
Gotta really get it going here. Team Liquid's another one of those teams. Boing Donkey's another one of those teams in Group Green. 4MV as well, and 4MV. I mean, we're seeing the same mistakes we've seen before, you know.
What about Crystal Bandit set in global version?
Some big changes from a lot of these squads.
When people wear that,
the people who've done their homework.
What do you guys think of people wearing Crystal Bandit set? Yeah, back when I was playing scrims, right? That's the only outfit I would wear. Every single NM players who play scrims, if they see the outfit, they'll be like, "Oh, Xifan, that's Xifan, that's Nova."
The fray also, that is going to be a tough time for those.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, for sure.
All right, well, we do have to head to a short break while we get things ready to go for the second.
Xifan, where's Zute? Does it with life, maybe. Which season you reached the ace, Xifan? I reached the Conqueror in the second season. Not in PUBG Mobile, but in the old version of Game for Peace. So that's like the OG PUBG Mobile version. I reached that on season 2 because back on season 1 I was playing with thumb, and I switched it to 3 fingers, and I switched it to 4 fingers, and I switched to 5. So during that time I was ranking up. And kind of like just learning how other people play and stuff, and how can he move and shoot? You know, I can't. What is control loadout? I study a lot on that to copy other people's layout, and then I came up with my own. Zute found a new girl. I don't know. Ask him. It's kind of wild, right? Zute's ex-girlfriend, he found on his stream, right? I think, if I'm not wrong, because there's one like his ex-girlfriend was just like typing in the chat, like super active and stuff, and they were kind of like flirting with each other on stream. Is it what it is? Paraboy is in Canada, Xifan? Shut up, no way. What does Paraboy do in Canada? It's cold AF currently. Yeah, Paraboy's in Thailand. Bro, I can't wait to try the new update on the new phone. Originally, I was planning to stream like to do the gameplay live stream today with my other phones. The question is when we're playing some classic matches. I think we're gonna play this Friday because that's when I'll be getting my ROG 9, the gaming phone. New update is decent. People were saying the new update is like top 5, period. Like top 3.
A lot of momentum is currently being carried by this man in his squad next to me. Is none other than Silas and Regnum Karya, bruh. You guys
Yo,
are
the Silas
being able
might
to
go.
carry
Let's
that
go.
momentum from the last day of your group stage. How are you guys feeling?
Valla grup aşamasındaki ilerlemesiniz bu
Wait, what language is
şu
that?
ana kadar
What language are they
takımınız
speaking?
Şu an takımınız nasıl hissediyor?
Vallahi şu an mükemmel hissediyoruz.
Is it French?
Her yere
Italian?
vurup geçiyoruz yani.
What language?
Çok
Turkey?
iyiyiz şu an.
We feeling really good. We see we shoot and we kill. And we feel really great for this day.
Yeah, he's trying not
Turkish?
to smile
Okay.
too much, okay? He knows that back-to-back wins, that's definitely going to secure even more the chance of you to make your last chance. Now, this last win in Erangel, I felt like for you it was a little bit easier. You guys were able to rotate early on. You were able to hold that compound. But I want to go back to the first Erangel win. Walk me through what was going through your guys' mind there.
Xifan, are
at
you
the end.
virgin? What do you think?
Valla şimdi bu üçüncü maçta Erengel'de rotasyon tuttunuz, kompanyon tuttunuz, nasıl yaptınız ama ilk Erengel'de yani bu ikinci maçta nasıl biraz zorluk yaşadınız? Anlatabilirsiniz zorlukları.
Birinci alanda bizi çok zorladılar.
What's
İkinci
the
alanda
most
kalmayı tercih
sexy
ettik. Üçüncü alanda da
language
çoğu
you guys
oyuncunun
think
tecrübe edemediği yerlere
worldwide?
gittik. Oradan da önümüze fırsat çıktı. Onu
When you
değerlendirdik.
hear the language, you'd be like, "Oh shit, I want to learn that language."
İlk alan çok zorlandık.
The first zone was quite hard.
İkinci alan yerimize kalmayı tercih ettik.
In the second zone we stay put in our location.
Spanish?
Üçüncü alan hareket oyuncuların tecrübe edemediği yerlere
The
gittik.
zone was a bit hard for us because it is not our used rotation.
Yani diğer alanlarda zaten önümüze fırsat çıktı.
And
Değerlendirdik.
then for the after that the zone was we got
JAV language. I'm pretty sure we all know the
Now, before I
JAV
let you
language,
go,
bro.
with the mix-up here
I'm
that
pretty sure
happens
we're
between the
pretty
groups
fluent
at
with it.
survival stage, what team do you think
Portuguese,
might cause you
Tata
some
said.
trouble?
Hangi takım bu sizlere
Wait.
zorluk çıkarabilecek yani?
Bence Vampire ve DX'in çok güçlü bir takım olduğunu düşünüyorum ikisinin de. İkisi de bize zorluk çıkaracaktır.
I'm think the Vampire and DX, one of the strongest team that we have a lot of trouble with them.
All right, well, you guys have been fighting Vampire a lot today. Thank you so much, Silas. Can't wait to see what this team's going to be doing for the next 3 matches. Back to you guys.
Bro, you imagine they win like 2 more? That'd be crazy for RCB. Show us your JV language.
But interesting
Bro.
that Vampires, the team being called out by Silas there, considering at the bottom of the
JAV
table,
language.
because Regnan Kari is just mowing them down every single time.
I think it was a little bit of a.
I mean,
I'm not
I know
gonna
a
lie.
few,
What is
but
going on with Vampire? I
the
mean,
pronunciation may be
it's
off.
ridiculous for them to be thus low so far. I mean, they're a third of the way through their group and all their matches. They got to start playing this like it's the PMGC Grand Finals on steroids at this point.
Sorry, I just pulled a max there and I had to calculate in my head if this actually was a third. I swear, Max, it is becoming
quarter.
harder to do
quarter plus. You know?
But yeah, obviously, talking about Xavier, I feel like that seems to be pretty legit considering how Xavier have been playing, just very heavy limb focused and really starting to pop off and look like the Xavier we saw last year, Max.
Yeah, this is definitely way closer to that. I like especially what Paradine is doing. I think Paradine has been very important in the fights that Xavier are tending to initiate, and his angles are just very, very important for them to win those engages. So, yeah, I mean, Xavier, I feel like they just have these moments, Jason, where at some point in the year they just start popping off in PMGC, and they always are in the
Oh, there's
conversation
also
for,
a
like,
story.
top 4 position in the finals.
Because
or
like
losing
JV is
to
really
memory,
popular,
at least.
right? Like worldwide.
And, as of right now,
I think
Xavier,
there's
they
like
keep getting these
a
kind of
group
limbs
of like
every
Chinese
game that
people.
they're
They want
cruising
to
for top 6, I'm just saying,
film
but as you know, when we get to
CAV,
last
like
chance, Jason,
Chinese
it's gonna
like
be a bit
AV
more
and stuff.
complicated to get that
And they got
consistent
arrested.
limbs every match.
Okay, well, okay, 7, yeah. Uh-huh. Oh, really? So 7 actually just reported to me that Peregrine actually gives a big thanks to their success today was the Infinix GT20 Pro. They learned to play like the pros here with his 120 FPS and 144 hertz AMOLED screen. You know, it's funny, Max. It should be him strumming a guitar, though. The way he does it.
Yeah, I think
don't
it's
he's never
prohibited
held a
in
guitar
China
in
or
his hands
something,
his
like-
entire life. Considering a guitar is probably the same
It's
size as him,
illegal
if you
to
put it
like
from around
to
standing up.
film stuff like
Guitar
that.
for him is a bass.
No, it's a ukulele. That's what a guitar is for him. We'll take a look here at our teams to focus. And for me, I'm more
How many
inclined
languages
towards
can you
the teams
speak?
who will be
Do you
playing
count
back-to-back
my
today
own,
and
like,
tomorrow. We need
dialogue?
to really have a glow up here. And of course,
If
Major
you count it,
Fire
that would
added
be
in because
3.
they have been a little bit of a letdown considering the pace they set back in the first group.
Yeah, Major Pride's on my list too because I mean they are dropping now in farm.
How many do you speak,
dominant
Tata?
location, especially when you have a mill to finish. They get a really
You know,
solid
you definitely know
position,
Cantonese,
rolls
right?
up to them and
Because you're from Hong Kong.
Picks them apart here. So I mean, they got to start winning these fights, Max. I mean, to lose against a team like Vicious when you have a spot like they did, it's got to hurt.
It's rough, and especially it was a really successful push coming out initially from Vicious. They're able to just claim control.
You know Hertzgaga? Yes, I know Hertzgaga.
and
Hertzgaga hacker,
start
man.
Sweeping and Major Pride. Unfortunately, Jason, looking back at the group stage, and I think because we covered CSA, we were like, oh wow, this is actually popping off. This is not what we expected after CSA. I would have been really impressed if they were able to maintain the kind of results going into this stage, but this is maybe a little bit more aligned with my initial expectations, which I know is rough. I know they did great in the groups, but unfortunately,
Hello, the silent. Welcome back.
Shocked, but there's always still room.
Oh, I forgot this break is kind of long, huh? I should have played Lies Bar.
I think it reminds me
Like it was fun chatting with you guys.
Back when we did PMGC group stage last year, and they're like, oh, they don't know about 4MV. Just wait, you'll see what 4MV has to offer. It's kind of similar with Major Pride from chat, but it's like this.
Four? Chinese, Cantonese, English? What else?
And they were not a good-looking team. Then flash forward here into Group Yellow, and I was amazed to see their pop-up performance, but I completely agree with you. Like, to maintain that level of play here, if they were able to do so, I would definitely push them to be like, this team always plays better at internationals or global events versus local play. But they're not the only team we have to focus on here, Hot Jukes, because again, like 4MV, they are starting to have a struggle here in our first day of play with a third of the matches now done. But there's a lot of other teams out there that we have to keep an eye on. I mean,
there
Star
are
Wars, Zoomies,
only
BTR,
9 more
Luke's
matches for
BTR
Vampire.
in ninth place with
They
16 points.
need
That's
to
a little bit of
stop
a
throwing.
gap there of 7 points. But I don't know if I should be so harsh considering we're only 3 matches in. I don't know how you feel about this.
We have to be harsh. I mean, yeah, 3 matches in is
Aim assist is disabled in competitive lobby.
The way through. The next game will be a third.
But they're already in the
so
lobby.
once
The
we-
next
and
game is
that's
about to
how
start.
Short we have. I mean, it's just 12 matches.
Oh, you know
guys.
Hindi as
So,
well?
Like, every single game.
Wait,
lost,
where are you
I do the
from,
excuse
Tata?
Card for game number 1, but this isn't group stage where you got days to be able to play against each other. You
Now
got
they
to get
sick.
it done right here, right now. So I mean, for 4MV, you know, Major Pride, everybody on the second page. I mean, you got to start crushing it quickly here, man.
I use the AI to translate my voice into Hindi, and like my Indian viewers were like, you know, Xifan, that's ass. That's not accurate at all.
Done for today. If you had a bad first day in the survival stage, your chances of making it through is going to be tough, because I can tell you the team from the other group that hasn't yet to play, they're going to come in swinging, and they're going to know what the kind of playstyle they have to take is going to be, because they know what the cutoff point is going to be at that point. So I'm telling you, if you played especially your 2 first days and you had a
Wait,
bad
Chief,
time in the
what
first day,
and
you
Razor?
are
What
gonna
was
be
bad in
stressed as hell.
the
You go from group
AI
stage where you're playing
video?
4 days of
The
games
Hindi
to try to
one?
get top 3 or top 11.
Is
To
it
go
the
into playing
accent
2
or
days
the
to
words
being
are kind of
top
wrong,
16
or
out
it's
of
just kind of
24,
like
to go
weird?
into 2 days to being top 6. Like, it is insanely hard to go through survival and last chance. And these teams, if they really want to make it into London, if they really want to make it into the grand finals to be the best team in the world, they got to start showing up right here, right now, and maintain the momentum over the next days. But speaking of momentum, 2 men who never shy away from momentum.
The accent and the
Continue
words
things
are a
to
little
go
bit
on here as
wrong.
we head into our last airing of the day. It's John Allen and Blake.
The ball just keeps rolling. That's right.
That's the gunpowder. Also,
Momentum,
Dog,
much
Hua
like the
Hua,
rules of the
Nomi.
universe, and it will continue to be the rule of the universe. That
I'll go
momentum
with
is going to
either Hua Hua
teams
or
at the
Nomi,
top.
I
At the
think.
moment, Group Green vastly outpacing Group Yellow and coming off of their weak, strong. Hopefully, they will be able. Well, if you're a fan of the Group Green teams, that is. Hopefully, they'll be able to keep that one going. At the moment, Group Green total is ahead 48 points over Group Yellow.
And this is what we're talking about in terms of being fresh going into your final stage here in survival, right? You know, you've just come off the back of some games just last week, so you're feeling fairly strong. A lot of our squads kind of figured things out in Group Green, I would say, towards the ending of their group. Whereas Group Yellow, it's been a while. It has been a while.
They have taken a little bit of a breather, so hopefully they will be able to repair. Ooh, late drop for Inco. Are they going to go and challenge 4MV on the military base in the south side, or are they going to go over towards Novo? I think it's more likely they are just going to go out to that east side of the military island. Don't really want to get stuck in with 4MV. You know what they're like? Rabble rousers on the Sosnovka military base. Ooh, unfortunate little roll down there. Wrap back around. Zeus lose a player. And a nice little pickup coming on through. I think that was DXavier who were able to pick that one up. I think, yeah, they managed to get an early point again. DXavier keeping themselves towards the top of the tables, nice and tidy over the last few games.
Yeah, they're pushing things even harder now, and I think the DXavier, they've done very, very well. First place is RCB, though, with 46 points, and another Elim potentially going through. That's on a completely separate team. They are taking shots towards Zeus and now Void Donkey. So both squads down to 3 players early on at the hands of DXavier, who are really striking out towards the top of the tables here, John.
Where's the zone, guys?
As we said before,
Where's the first zone? North? Don't tell me it's
3,
north.
4, 5 really good games. It will just see you straight into that last
It's
stage. DXavier, RCB, they both kicked off with 3 good games, right?
It's kind of like
37 points now up to 39 points.
Center zone, like a
on
little bit
4
more to
matches.
the east
Getting
side.
a 10-point average in general is phenomenal.
But it'll heal or something?
But in general, you're only looking for 16th place.
shelter
right, out
zone?
of a field of
Silas is from S2G, yes.
24 teams, right? So you definitely don't need to be getting up to 10 points a match, which reduces that boundary. Getting over 50 points today would be monumental and may on its own be enough to see you safe.
Did Razy and his teammates retire? They just didn't qualify for
of,
this.
You know,
I don't think they're retiring.
maybe 5 elims.
I mean, they got a war champ, right? You don't just retire.
Day one, and even if they just come into tomorrow and get 80, 90 points, that's probably going to see them more than safe towards the top 16, which is somewhat surprising to think about. But I don't think RCB is going to stop here. If they can qualify on day 1, or at least as close to as possible, that's just going to make your life so much easier going into the rest of the stage.
Oh, you ignored your question? What did you say?
4MV, though, currently sat in 12th place, 8 points. Fair few of our teams have tried to get things done, unable to quite work the issue,
Your
though.
YouTube history has my channel in it.
Vampires being
178 times its activities. Nice, chief.
Out as well, which is
#1 fan.
not a good
Let's go.
position to be in for Vampires. I would like to see a step up from them because
What happened to
honestly,
Nova?
in the past,
It was a
they
long
used to be
story.
the undisputed champs, right? They were strong, even in PMGC.
Anyway, it's
they would
gone.
Bring things
The
up, but with
Nova NA.
PMGC, that was their stomping grounds. It was taken away by Alpha 7. I don't even think they even really had a chance over in PMGC in the first place. So I think for Vampires, there needs to be a step up now because they are a strong team. They're a very, very good team. They often perform quite late, though. And this is about as late as you can leave it.
Yeah, I mean, we say the same, or have said the same about teams like Team Spirit in the past, and to this tournament, they just found their footing, and they had an awful day 1 in their group. It has to be
Also,
said,
for
but
those of you
they
who
absolutely
don't
just
know,
came back storming,
I'm
and they
hosting
set up
a
very
big
quickly.
UC giveaway
Fix
in my
being
server.
applied to them.
Make sure you guys
Vampires,
join the
they don't
Discord
even
server
have a
if you
day
want to
to do that,
participate in the
right? So
giveaway.
they absolutely need to be.
There are a lot of people like
Doing
boosted the
quite
server.
full launch
There's
up
like
the
50
rooftop
people
there,
boosted the
but
server
one
like
player on the
something.
inside of the building, you've got to wonder if he can hold
Trying
off,
to
right?
get
Because
the
he's doing
top
can't.
price,
Vicious,
the
losing the
$200
compound.
worth of UC. That is
A lot of
crazy.
single elims going out early on in the groups. Diminor, really good player, but instantly sat down by Zadira. Finally, we get some strength coming from Zadira as well. Long shot on the UMP. Not an easy one to hit with, especially on the headshot from that distance, but well played.
Wait, people making
for
alts?
Zadira, he hasn't had the greatest of times. It has been Shifu propping up the ship.
Really? How can you
It's
guys
kind of
tell?
Interesting to look at because during PMSL EMEA, it was pretty much Zadira all day, every day for that squad. But nice to see that, you know, they always have that member in the backlines of Shifu who can bring out a good performance no matter what. Right now,
Wait, so
for 77,
are you guys saying the
sixth
giveaway
place
is kind of
with
rigged
17
because
points.
people making alts?
All in all, not been too terrible. I think that with
All
BGMI
accounts were
RCB
created
sort of
one day before.
reigning on top
Is that,
right now
is
and
that
versus
something we
second place, it has been
can
hard to catch up with.
potentially
Some
filter it
excellent
out?
games. I mean, DXavier
I'll ask-
doing it without getting those chicken dinners.
I'll
I
ask
think
our
for me,
Discord manager
whilst it's
about it.
impressive that RCB have been able to do it, for me, DXavier's performance is almost more impressive here to be able to achieve that, not being necessarily into those late games, getting 2 points early on this match as well. Good sign. for
But
them,
anyway,
although
Chief, you're
that's
not
less
winning the
to do with
giveaway.
skill and
You
more
won
about
too many
winning
of my
those early
giveaways
drops.
already.
And, well, you have to be skillful there. Don't get me
If
wrong.
you win, you
but
gotta
it's not the
transfer your giveaway
macro
to
style
Pokey.
that's profited them so well over these first 3 matches that we've seen from them. Everybody trying to rotate in. Again, fairly parallel. Find your little slice of this next circle to the southeast side of the Yaz Fields. It's really, really tricky to move, though. And RCB looking to try and control from the west side this time.
Chief won $100, I think.
You know, RCB actually not in a bad spot on the western edge. pretty happily play from there for going forward. Loops over on our north
Goodbye,
side.
Xifan. Thank you for ignoring a message 5 times
They are
straight. Get a membership. Get a membership. I want you to ignore a member's message. For others, I have to be selective, and also I just didn't see your message because there are people just like flying by.
Right now, the middle pack sitting around 17, 16. Head up towards that top side. You got
100% guarantee the replying on members message. For others, if I see it, I'll reply.
Really scrapping for some points just at the bottom of the lobby,
But I truly just didn't see your message.
That is typical of urban finishes.
A while
where
ago, what did
the
you
majority of
say?
points do go to one team.
Yeah, one or two of those teams in those final segments of the circle. Obviously, that
You think
roadside
EMEA
splitting
region
game
the
last time
strongest
around in Milta,
through the
so
league
really
stage qualifiers? How many
finish
teams did they get
two
in?
teams majorly
How many teams from
profiting off
EMEA
that.
getting into the grand finals?
Mir and Sejong not really getting a lot of those elims. Those were taken away by the teams around them. You would have expected them to be able to get a lot more out of that game, but it was RCB who completely dominated the south edge, and you may have expected a little bit more profit, but still good results. And it is, again, about making top 16 here, which can definitely play into the playstyle that teams will be bringing to the table.
4?
Again,
And how many slots do they have in the PMGC?
The desk is just, why would you show your back to RCB in those final moments? All for one elim onto Rafinha. A real odd one. And not what I expect from
10?
because usually they're very cool.
You see?
In terms
10.
of the squad, very calculating.
But they are top
In that
1.
moment,
But like
it felt
definitely
they
like
just
strong
threw
region for
caution
sure.
to the
But like
wind.
they have like
critical
double
stage in the game as well. No
the
less.
slots than PL. Yo, thank you
Unfortunate, to say the least.
Zizio for
Eastern
getting the
shift
membership.
But it's nice to see more of the eastern side of the map. I think we've been mainly looking at the west and the south.
I hate to do this, but there you go. Here's another spin.
Stages, so it's good to see, more of Yaz, more of Milta.
Here's another spin.
A little bit different.
We've had our fair share of the shooting range hills as well, over on the north side.
Not
of the
double.
The east coast has been
Just
neglected
based on
so
the
far
kills, I'll
by
do
the
push-ups.
circles. It seems like we're getting
Yikes.
dose here in survival stage. So
Bro, you guys go out to get a lottery or something today. Jesus.
I will say, I feel like just going back to make Mir and Sejong feel even worse about
Your
themselves. I feel like
luck.
a call may have
First
come through. It felt
Tut-Tut,
like a call came
then
through.
Zio,
We need to prioritize
Easy.
eliminations now, right? In the midst of it all, they realized, okay, we're very low on our tally. Let's prior getting eliminations. They saw one that they could get, and they were like, the call's been made, so we're doing that, right? Whereas, in general, it's more profitable. It's difficult to make work. But
Oh, the back-to-back chicken curse, man.
Maybe
RCB
going down
dying.
for their first poor performance of the tournament in the
It's
survival stage.
easy, but
Or
yeah.
MV, maybe the ones to take them out of it. Top spot now up for grabs.
Yeah, really good
Have you met a
cleanup,
QZ,
good
Xifan?
steals coming through from Team Liquid.
You mean in real life? Let me think.
4MV doing the majority of the heavy lifting.
Yeah, I met
inside of this
a QZ.
RCB, but
Sorry,
that first place
it
spot
took me a
down.
second because QZ
Early
didn't
on
play
in
the
the match.
2023 PMGC with us.
But
He
they
was
got
in
big one.
Canberra, but
So
we
it's
met. I
kind
met
of
him
okay
in
for
Malaysia.
them going forward. The Xavier
Yeah,
might
I
be able
met
to
him in
catch them up,
Malaysia.
though. They're down towards that south side, and it's 77.
He stole 2 of
Final
my
shot over
NHP
towards
jersey.
Team Liquid.
No, just kidding. I gave it to him because I wanted.
Looking for the shots down to the southwest side, 77. Put the screws to...
How do you get a membership? There's a link in the description. Also, you can click on the join.
Confirm that one. Ooh, Vampire losing players on the north side as well. 4MV on this southeast point of Yaz
If they also
Fields.
win, will they give away
They are gonna make
result?
it so tough for these
I'll
teams
go
from the
check
north
with
and to
Pendy
their
to see
west
how we can
to
do
move
that
around
to prevent
past
stuff like that to happen.
There's difficult terrain in general.
Oh, Vampire versus SMJ. Newsy. Newsy versus Hoxie. Newsy 1 HP.
All the better. Vampire still
Oh.
looking to make their crash work. It's just Newsy to remain.
Oh
though.
my God.
Sejong, they'll get 4 elims this game.
It
Won't be low on
continued.
that count this time around.
Vampire. 0 Ilum. 2 points out of 4 matches. I don't even know how can they qualify at this
A
point.
little bit of lobby over towards that northeast side. Team Liquid still pumping those points out though. Find a shot over towards Sanchez. They should be able to clean up on this one.
Need hope. Stalwart trying to make their way through, and 4MV they're up to the hill ridge that sits to the north of Team
When I
Liquid
get
right now,
when I get
but
back to Canada, I'll
difficult
send you
to
one,
do with
Green,
Maxwell
for sure,
Alpha
100%.
on BTR.
Mark my words.
Spots Hoxie on the roll up. Not getting past. The barrier's down, and BTR wants to man the barrier.
A lot of aggressive pushes coming through at the moment. For
All they
Rock
need to
Sport,
do
Bruce
is
Baker
secure the
tried to
top
take this
16
compound
so that
off
they can
of
play the
BTR,
last
but only
chance.
Sending one player in. somewhat understand
They
it
still
in
have a
terms of
chance,
scouting positions. Like, if
right?
we
It's
can
top
pick this up, there's no one
16,
there, perfect
but they
for
do
us.
need a
But
decent amount of
BTR
points.
themselves a bit of a split here, so taking more ground.
Yo, Cats, thank you for the 5 gifted membership. Appreciate it. Thank you.
And we do
You don't like the
shift over
DX
towards that
pick?
eastern portion as well.
I will say it's a pretty good pick, honestly.
Those points on board and shift themselves.
All right, I'm gonna predict your pick. I think you're gonna get an Inko. Cat, I think you're gonna get an Inko.
Donkey already
Let's
with
see.
an outpost on the northwest side of it. Nenebete looking
Inko?
for a player out the back, but not going to spot anything. Inko trying to regroup, so avoid Donkey ID. Again, another aggressive push.
Where's
from both
STE?
these teams,
Okay.
Trying to get into the central area. It comes to
STE.
Hovercraft,
Here we go.
But Juancho on the off angle there, but not going to dive straight on into it. They know Void Donkey.
And
has
congrats.
control on that side.
5
Spray down to the off angles. The nades
people
are there.
getting the membership from
Zaza
Cats.
Not quite finding what he's looking for either. Couldn't stop Nenebete from getting up to the wall. The rest of Inko putting pressure on from the opposite side. But upstairs they go.
Guarantee
Avoid Donkey
5
lose
spin?
one. The second is answered.
Come on,
The
you're gonna do
flush
like
is done.
this?
Come on through.
Yeah, very quick reaction there.
5 spin? Do you say stop, then I stop, or I just keep spinning for 5 times?
Off the back of that one, and somehow,
Nenebete.
some way, Void Donkey's
Oh,
holding
got
on to
one.
this.
Nenebete versus Potato.
Nasty nade from
Nenebete,
Potato now.
80% of the
Last
time,
stand for them,
80% of
although
the
he's
chance
cooking the nade.
Nenebete is
One
gonna
player
win this.
upstairs.
Oh,
He's
no.
gonna try and drop it, force Nenebete
Okay.
into the fight.
I'm like
Steps into the
I'm
fire.
I'm such a
Disastrous
curse,
for
man.
Inko. Now
Potato
pulling him
didn't even
away.
need to do a
Wait,
thing.
Who dropped that Molotov? It was him. He dropped his own Molotov.
He threw it down the stairs to stop Potato from pushing up on him, and then running into that is a real question mark of a play. 4MV though, still going strong on this western side. They pick up a shot
All right,
towards Magnum.
5 spin then,
It's
Cat,
gonna be
since you
great
said
news
so.
for
All right,
him being
thank
able
you for
to
the
push
5
in
given
through
membership.
on the
I'm
west.
gonna do 5, right?
Across
4
that
more.
road side.
4 more
But yeah,
spin.
a lot of teams going for a huge
SD
amount
is
of
not
pushes,
a
huge
bad
amount of pressure
pick,
because they
but
know
okay, so
there's
here's a
not
second
lot
spin.
of compounds available in the lobby, but Stalwart with a nice nade over towards
VD,
DXavier,
right?
finding 2
The
pickoffs.
third spin.
Xavier still just continuing to try and
Inko,
profit, but that's made all the harder
the
with
4th.
that drag down. Store on the back lines. They've already
MP.
got 2
Okay, the
elims,
5th.
though.
Which one we would get?
On the south side, they may just be able to find a little bit of peace, but I don't think Stalwart are going to let that happen.
VD.
Paragin, Levi's both have vehicles available. They've got their little divot, they've got their little dip. Does Stalwart want to try and run this one down? Might be a risk. You've got D plus Kia out to the west side who could third party it if you get stagnated on the approach. So dangerous, and maybe if you're Stalwart, you're looking at the compounds out to the east side, scouting them out, getting that info. Stalwart now, awesome. The shots out to the west over to D plus Kia.
I like 4MV's lineup here.
VP 2 points.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's likely going to get pretty rough going forward, but
7-7. Are they gonna keep? Oh no. 7-7 is gonna die.
Towards that roadside.
Are they gonna keep splitting like this in this kind of zone?
Process, and that's a terrible timing for one of the players to go down here, John.
Can he get the res? Apex is there. Getting Doc back up. Don't worry, it's resable. Doc on the off angle. Limbo boom. In the meantime, trying to hold the ground floor here. Mirin Sejong. Not a lot of health to deal with. And Zadira able to find J-Suk, the last player from Mirin Sejong. So third place now also up for grabs, but D plus Kia, 77. They're going to have to push a little bit further. 6 elims for 77. And on the west side, they...
Yeah, I think it's fair that you
solid
pick
here,
one. I
and
did the 5 spin, right? Cat, you
strong
pick one
heaven compound.
out of these 5 we got.
Yeah, honestly,
we
quite a
were
few elims
getting
found, and the only
MP,
team that's really caused a problem
VD.
so far has been 4MV. They're all the way over towards the west, so their hold
We got
has been
VD
pretty
twice,
damn
I
good.
think.
All things considered.
Know how to
He plus
info.
looking to take
Yeah, you
shots
pick
over
one
towards
out of this
4MV.
5 spin.
This is a bold move. And a crash
don't be-
onto the vehicle.
I think it's fair that way.
Out of it. That is some quick thinking coming through from Nolbu.
And
Plus Kia handling the flex out from 4MV.
keep
That's going to leave them on 3.
please remember that I
Question
did
is, do they wanna
24
double down
push-ups
and try and get through the
on
rest
one
of
session
D plus
already.
Kia's 3?
So
I don't think you do, but once you go from there, you make you push into 77. There is only one team currently in that Heaven compound, and we know that there are those 2-layer positions. You can force 77 to take that high ground against you. It's a little bit of a stagnant
Oh.
standoff, but Shifu doesn't want
Green,
to
thank you for the $5 super chat.
to it in the first place. They're gearing up for it, though, and I think he's going to have to regroup. I think they have to allow 4MV in, given that they're only
Ben
3
Chief?
players.
All right, as you wish. I gotta put the Xifan timeout
John, as well.
for $5, right?
Difficult.
Would you say 5 minutes? 1 minute or 5 minutes, Green? Or 10 minutes or 30 minutes? Green, you gotta pick one.
It's a real good cutout by Xifan.
Green, 1 minute, 5 minute,
a dangerous play from him.
10 minutes, 30 minutes, or 24 hours.
And that makes it so uncomfortable for MV to
Your
move.
call.
He's basically done
Your
everything
call,
he
Green.
needs to do to clear out this western side.
Whoever pays is the boss. Green now is the boss.
With the oversight onto this approach for MV.
1 hour?
Down on the forefront, going to continue to get cleared through. D plus Kia,
Or 1 minute?
their win earlier today on Sandhawk, a good start for them. And a lot of those points coming from that win as well. D plus Kia want to put another one up on the boards. 5th place right now, and they want to keep that one going. Shifu's flex out. I mean, this guy just has.
If it's 1 hour, Chief's gonna go
right?
join
It's
the
insane
couple's
what he's been
date and then come back.
Pretty much. I think that's the way I describe it as well. He's just expanding his zone of influence, right? You know.
1 minute. All right, you say
Consensus
so.
Ryatsu from the western side.
Oh my God.
D plus though.
I'm sorry, Chief. Blame Gray, not me, not Xifan.
77 just have oversight on a
Not
lot of
Xifan.
this. And Shifu returning back into the fold now. He's going to take pot shots down towards the other team that might be trying to assault their position. Yeah, although 77.
All right, I gotta
players,
do a
they
spin
are
for you as well,
technically on
Green.
for a good game here.
And it's mostly because of Shifu, right? That distance traveled as Jason.
Oh,
was
7-7
spotting
chicken
at
this
chat,
time.
was it maximum? I'm not sure, but
Team Liquid
it's gonna be
again?
insane, right? He's been wrapping around. He's been moving so much.
Oh,
for
thank
them.
God, there are 2 kills,
It's an
man.
interesting, novel way to 3-man that heaven compound position, right? And they're reading this circle very, very well on 77.
Just kidding, he's
Sense the right for the best.
Yeah, the whole point
Money
is to
talk.
delay teams to the point where they could never crash into heaven in the first place.
Oh, BTR
actually
fighting
works out really
SDE?
well because now he has both D
BTR
plus
oh,
and
the
4B
support is
right
too
on the edge
late.
of the blue.
Are they
So
still
what
pushing
goes
for it?
towards BTR, already finding a
This may not
at the
end-
start
ah, this
from
don't
the
end
star
well.
players from the squad on BTR.
Oh,
Luckily,
wait.
there is at least one knock.
Zaxi?
We're into a 2v2 now.
Is Zaxi
That
gonna
was
clutch it
very
again?
important. He got that knock from Zaxi.
Zaxi no helmet.
But he needs to do a little bit more heavy lifting here. Stalwart, 2
Oh, no,
players
Zaxi
bearing
got
down
knocked.
the regroup. Loops are also on the northeast side for a third party.
BTR
But it's up to Satar, but
out.
He's the last player to stand. Can these reses come on through? No, Loops are here to play. Nino,
Oh, the
Neil,
third party from
both
Loops.
far forward. Fearless going to commit to the res and get 3 players back up in an action, but Neil's going over the top. Nino's there to back him up, but the first goes down, the second as well. Is that an off angle? No, I think that's just Loops. Falling to the shotguns from Stalwart. A brilliant hold by Stalwart, and they're going to get a lot of points from this.
A double knock from Octagui. Like, I think that the fact he's able to pick that up in that moment is so important. And Stalwart hold a really difficult location there versus a lot of the crashes coming their way. Loops don't go for a full crash on it, which might have been the better idea.
Loops is kinda
but at least
desperate.
the
Last
player
one left.
lives to tell the tale. You can see him taking some pot shots over towards Zeus right now. So towards the western edge, who are currently embroiled in an engagement between them and the Vicious.
Oh,
That is now
SD9
Zeus
kills. Thank God it's not them.
Gui gonna get that final shutdown as well, and what a hold from this man. 4 elims now, and a big shot at this game. Voin Donkey ID, major pride from the compound to the south side of it, and actually Xavier moving their last player up to this ridge line. D plus Kia gonna try and crash on this angle as well, and Paragin looks to hold Zadira.
Here comes the
with a
support
spoiler
from
nade.
DK.
D plus Kia can get this res, but Limbo Boom being down, this is going to slow things out, going to make it a little bit troublesome. 4MV push up finally into the compound with 77. This hold can no longer be sustainable. Shifu's aura
Shifu
now
read the chat.
dialed down a bit.
Yeah, definitely diminished. It was a matter
What's
of time.
qualification place?
Honestly, for 77, they're doing a great job.
Top
It all
6.
started to
They're gonna
crumble
play
a little
3
bit,
days.
as D+
Top
got a nice
16
knock over
play the
towards
last
77,
chance on
and they
weekend.
had to
This
double
weekend.
back. They could no
And top
longer
6
take shots
from
out
there
as
will play the grand finals in
frequently.
London.
They do
$3
get a full
million
reset of the squad, though.
tournament.
Everyone's fairly healthy here. But yeah, 4MV have moved up alongside D+. 6 teams remaining at stage 6. It has been an incredibly aggressive game. Once again, here in survival stage, everyone's gunning for those elimination points.
Chips going to try and get away from his teammate there as Osal goes up in smoke. Off angle Fabian there.
Oh, DK has an off angle there.
Trying to stop
That's pretty
the flex
smart.
out from 4MV. You have managed to keep 3 of their players alive. Just Fabian those stands. Not really much you can do to stop this one going through. 77 suppress his position.
Doc got knocked.
In the meantime, does actually answer.
Oh,
Doc
I think he ran out of ammo on his M4.
Not going to be able to take the shots out that way. And now Fabian has to push forwards. 8
Oh,
pieces
oh,
down in the
oh, oh,
meantime, and 77 still hold. This is a brilliant position for them. 77 with 11 eliminations, and on the north side, the wraparound.
Oh,
Stalwart
Shotgun
here,
wins
as
these
Reapers tries to
always, man.
joust with Fabian, will run him through, but now Stalwart are in the wings.
Yeah, it is a ridiculously good hold here from 77. I don't know how they've stayed alive for so long, but just little bits of chip damage coming through for them. Now they have to fight up against Stalwart, who are moving through. Major Pride have wrapped around. They control multiple areas of the map down towards the southeast. But again, Limbo back up against the wall.
He's
but
pretty
not good enough to
aggressive.
fight.
And 77 still
Stalwart
shooting
in,
people
they are
far?
fresh from the other fight on the northeast side.
Bro, they literally have SD on their face.
A heads up rotate.
I was about to say, why they're still looking at people.
Looking
like-
to move 77 off of
Why
it
they're
as well.
looking at
They've held
that
them
way?
so long, but they still yet to get through the Aura Master himself. Shifu stands.
Are they not even taking the
77's
compound?
Limbo boom.
Wait, what?
Still up and kicking. 6 elims for Zadira, and again, that is what I wanted to see. Been a long time coming.
Happy
this
to
boy
see
steps
Team
up
Liquid
for the
woke
squad
up.
because he
Hey,
is
24 push-ups.
fantastic.
They're not for nothing.
It's just been really lackluster inside of their groups, and it can't be all down to Shifu. I'm glad to see Zadira actually putting up a massive amount of limbs this game at least. Looking for a second place though, John.
Do Major Pride win this? I feel like
Yeah.
they're definitely in the stronger spot now with the outside control. They're up. They've got great cover with that hovercraft. The backline angles can take shots out that way. This is a risk
13
play it
for
all the way out
STE?
there. Don't think there's too many more options though. Stalwart going to be locked in on this fight on the compound.
There's not really sightlines they can see over towards Becca and Elementrix. Similarly though, Becca and Elementrix is not having a huge amount of impact on this fight, and I think the reason they're holding over towards the eastern side is because we're still in stage 6, right? We're not that far into the game. This could easily move back out towards the eastern side. So Eva Station and AZ basically just having presence up close. And we're anchoring, getting ready for that pushback towards the east, just in case the circle shifts that way.
Okay, they don't want to wait. Eva Station AZ up the side of the ridge.
Major
They
Pride
can
push
go
up
for
as
this,
well.
right? They've got to be aware that 77 is
77 is pinned.
Knocks the wind out of there by the approach from Stalwart. And the player count in the lobby, they know that there's at least one team not full. So you can
But like
keep these ridge lines.
SD
This
gotta push up
hovercraft,
though,
I mean,
or they
this is-
fight.
This is
Major
crazy
Pride.
bold from Evo Station.
But
But
the
his position here,
faster route would be
be
just kill this duel.
If he can hold that left side ridge line, AZ moving into position, you can see the circle.
I
moving
think Major
into
Pride is
the
winning
right
this.
space.
Unless
exactly what
SD
they want.
knocked at their Overwatch and they
Difficulty
just
is
like
for Becca is
drove
that his
all the
position
way
is
to like to
very
the
open
back.
right now.
I think that would be
Looks like he's
the
right at the edge of the
that would be the
circle,
play
so
there
it's not
actually.
gonna run too much.
Instead of like
This
fighting the
should
building
be
there,
a
they
Major
could have
Pride
like
win
forced in, but
easily
they
off the
probably
back of
didn't
this.
know like even that's like from the same team.
But it's another game where
I feel
we're
like
seeing
if it's
high elimination
PL, some
counts
teams may
across
do
the board.
this.
We've got, I think that was
For example, if they
13,
knock
at least 11
the player,
on,
the Major Pride player
on
out there,
77.
they could have forced in there.
Plenty more still to get. Major Pride, not too sure how much they've got here, but finally, Stalwart.
Oh,
makes
wait,
the move
what?
forward. They have to move in, and immediately
he
Limbo
hear
Boom
people coming
put
up?
down Sanchez, surges in.
Oh, no, Sanchez
Molotov
dead.
actually catches him pretty nasty. It's clipping still the spread on that one.
How
It's
was a
nuts, and
bonus?
that's from his own team. Zadira does go down, but big nades in
All
from
right,
Major
Major Pride
Pride,
wins this.
and Stalwart start to fall. 15 eliminations, but they are on the back foot, and Major Pride move
Oh.
in, immediately sending forwards. Becca flying high up in the sky, going for the launch play onto the rooftop. Fearless, not going to get crunched underneath the vehicle, but the hovercraft
3 versus
Evo
4.
Station is still under control, and they are surrounded, fighting with
He
their
shot
backs
his
to the
teammate?
wall. Can they make it work? Fearless on the inside, cut through for one.
Bro,
and
even the
Soldier Spritter,
spectators
just
is
the last
confused.
player to stand. Oktarugi trying to make something happen here, but he's caught. He's swapped around, and Major Pride fly up to the
Oh,
Heaven
2
compound
push-ups.
for a chicken
Man,
dinner.
Every single push-up
crazy
is a
game.
torture right now.
Overall, Major Pride happy with that one. Becca flying over the rooftops. But yeah, for Stalwart, it's a ginormous match for them. 15 eliminations and a second place. They'll be hella pleased with that one, as will 77 off the back of that game, because in terms of performance and holding other teams out, they were second to none.
Great result for all of those teams in the final three. Many more points earned from it. And of course, it is
Bro,
the top 16 goal.
24 push-ups hit
in
hard.
these survival stages. A brilliant turn of events.
I don't think doing push-ups
Yeah.
will get you six
It's
pack.
getting pretty bloody here out in the survival stage.
Yo, choose ST. All right. You choose ST. Let's change it to ST for the next match.
I believe I could.
Yeah.
Vampire last. Vampire got 2 points out of 4 matches,
dude,
guys.
Stalwart, oh my gosh, bro. These guys.
Oh,
what
wait.
were they
This
on
frame?
game?
Looks like exactly the... Do you guys remember here? I made a short on Paraboy where Paraboy did like a reflex on the 4 AM team or something. From in this it's in this compound as well, and this frame looks exactly like the Paraboy one before, like 1v3, the reflex thing.
Ingen's like, I'm just gonna flip.
Anyway, let's play some Lions Bar.
Becca, yeah, he got his car, 200 meters into the sky, but
play with some Lions
really
Bar.
put the mileage on his vehicle.
How much fuel did this guy use? Like, how many canisters of fuel did he even have? Shifu, I'm not even joking when I say since phase 1, phase 2, has been driving.
All right, let's do this. Let me check if my phone shifts out or not. Bro, if I get it, if I bought it yesterday, I would have received it today. But like, I think I'm at the second patch. They're gonna send it out November 22nd. They're gonna send it out November 22nd. Wait, let me check. November 22nd is Friday, so I think I'm gonna get a phone on Saturday. I think on Saturday then I'm gonna do 2 live stream. One is for the gameplay, one is for the PMGC watch parties.
Liar's deck. Devil.
All right, let's do this. Well, no one's joining. Well, let me join a team. Oh no, people joined. Shit. Hello, Zaraki. Welcome. Oh,
2
what?
kings.
Whoa.
Wait, he's talking. What up? He's lying. He's capping.
Hey, what's up?
2 kings.
Can you guys hear the game volume?
What's up, Xifan?
Hello. Wait, he know me? He pronounced my name right.
1 king.
What's up, Xifan?
No, he's watching my stream. Wait.
Know me?
There's a guy watching my stream. What the fuck?
Oh no, let me turn off your stream.
No! Cheater! Cheater! Cheater! This guy! Cheater! Bro! We have a viewer in the room?
King.
How did he join the same room as me? This is not even my room. What?
King.
Someone joined from my stream? Okay, I didn't read.
One king.
What the heck is it with the wrong card?
1 king.
2 kings.
Shit. Bro, he's still watching my stream. Jesus, I can hear the echo. Turn off my stream.
Yeah, let's go.
Oh my god. I was like, wait, how did he got my name right in the first one? You know, some people may say like Xifan or something, you know, when they see the X.
People may say like,
Oh my god, he's still watching it. Holy shit. No, we're losing this one. This guy. Oh no.
I have a devil's card.
2 queens.
One queen.
1 queen.
I mean, luckily he's on the opposite side of me.
liar, liar.
Please take him out. Take him out. He has to die now. Boom.
Take him out.
Let's see if luck's still on my side.
Beautiful, sir.
No.
I'm not dying, bro.
Oh my god.
I'm not dying, bro.
Bro, we're gonna set a delay for Elias bar now? Oh no. How to oh freaking. You wanna take out the guy between you? Yeah, he's trying to take out the ball so that
Wanna take out the guy? Yeah, he's trying to take out the ball. So yeah, he's trying to take out the ball.
One king.
1 king.
2 kings.
Let's go. Liar.
1 king.
Liar.
yes.
Really?
Yes.
Let's go.
You're almost there.
So close.
Xifan
You're
just
the
must
goat.
be
You're the
there.
goat. Pig
Let's
is the
see if
goat.
luck's still on my
The
side.
dog needs to die now.
Huh.
God damn it.
Too many queens.
Two queens.
You're not watching the stream. You have a pop-out chat.
Queens?
Wait, is it you, Farok? Are you the dog?
Is it you?
2 queens.
The dog?
2 queens.
Liar.
Here's to taking chances.
Okay.
Try harder, darling. 1 ace.
2 aces.
2 aces.
Liar.
Yes. Pig is the goat. Pig is the goat. Let's go.
Okay, game.
Let's go.
Well, ain't my first rodeo.
Oh wow.
Ooh,
What?
not today.
It's impressive that he opened the game fast enough, you know, because I wait, what?
Lucid Chart makes intelligent diagramming easy and helps your best ideas become real.
Two kings.
1 king.
1 king.
1 king.
1 king.
The pig is thinking about it. He's watching an ad. Yeah, I think there's an ad popped out and he's live while he was watching it.
1 king.
Watching an ad.
1 king.
Yeah, I think there's an ad.
One king.
Just drop a card, bro.
1 king.
1 king.
1 king.
Oh dang.
One king.
Liar.
Yes, thank God. Don't die, pig. Don't die, don't die, pig.
Bring it on.
Oh, thank you.
Ha ha ha. One queen.
2 queens.
2 queens.
2 queens.
Liar.
Mm-hmm.
Ah.
Yes. This time for sure. The dog is gone.
Let's see if
Don't
luck's
die.
still on my side.
Oh, thank you. We got a string snipers. Let's go. The pig is good. Farak. Good one.
2 queens.
Liar.
Just another scarf with a collection. Ha ha ha.
He got a, like 3. I think he got a 3 white card there. It's fine, Farouk. Thank you for playing, though.
3 kings.
Playing with fire sugar?
That's true. Because I have only 1 king. He probably got 3 kings.
2 kings.
I don't think he lied on the first hand. But I don't think he's probably gonna put the 1 card. He has one. He probably has 4 king. I think the peak has 4 kings. So, oh come on, why you call me, man? Did the game start? Oh, the game didn't start. Nice.
Let's hope this bunny's still got luck. Try
Where's my luck at, man? Rip.
3 kings.
Rip. Do we have time for one more? I think we have time for one more. There are a lot of people playing this game. Gee, there's a lot of lobbies. Alright, for sure we don't get people joining this match. It's a random lobby, I think.
Yeah, random as shit.
I'm taking the shit.
I'm saying it's random as shit. You never know what shit you're gonna take.
What did you say? Mr. Clean Greedy. Oh, there's like a dating game, guys. The Chinese dating game. It's like a dating sim. Would you guys be interested in watching me playing that? It's basically like answer questions from the girls, right? And based on your answers, you will earn like the affection with the girl. And eventually, if you did it, if you're doing like all like correctly,
2 queens.
at the end, like you would be dating the girl. Oh my god. All right, I'm gonna go back to the safe route where I put 1 single card at a time and all true card, and just let the 3 play.
Chances.
I think there's already a mobile version of Lies Bar, but like it's like inferior version. It's some like third-party gaming company developed the game.
2 kings.
Two kings.
One king.
He definitely lied. Mr. Clean definitely lied.
1 king.
1 king.
2 kings.
Liar.
He lied on the first one. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He lied on the first one.
One and done?
Just another scarf with a collection.
Yeah, I had 4 in a row. Single shots.
Ha ha ha.
You was watching a Cologne one yesterday? Yo, Chief is back. Look who's back, Chief.
3 queens. Someone's got a death wish.
God,
3
wrong card.
queens.
Playing 2 queens.
Three queens.
Liar. Liar.
Wasn't me. It was the other guy. There's Mr. Grady. Mr. Grady, mate.
Bring it on. Close one.
3 king.
3 kings. You're
He's lying.
pushing
He's
your
lying.
luck.
He's lying. He's copying.
One king.
Bruh.
This is definitely a king.
I believe it.
1
that's it.
king.
2 kings.
Not sure about that one. Another fucking take.
He definitely lied on the first time to Mr. Greedy.
1 king.
This is a king as well. Come on.
1 king.
I got 3 of them coming out.
He had no king?
1 king.
Well, I meant to do 3. Oops.
Yeah.
That's not. I just missed it. That's not good.
Check him. Mr. Clean's Mr. Dirty. Come on. Let's play some psychological games.
Liar.
Oh, are you calling on me? Oh, right.
No. Sorry. I skipped one.
Right. Right. I said
Sorry,
I got 3 of them.
Mr. Clean's
Oh,
good.
in a row.
Bring it
Let's shot.
on.
Look at this shit. Look at this shit. Rig.
Ooh,
Oh, so it's like
smart.
fucking Jake Paul versus Tyson. Man. Read that.
Three queens.
Playing with fire sugar?
Do you guys think he's copying? I think.
Come on, bunny.
2 queens.
I think he was copying, but he want to take risk.
1 queen.
One queen. 1 queen.
1 queen.
2 queens.
1
Nah.
queen. 1 queen.
1 queen.
1 queen.
1 queen.
Got singles now, eh?
queen.
A lot of singles coming out. He's gonna check it anyway, so. Cause he has.
What is he thinking about? You're thinking about
Come
calling
on,
me?
Greedy. You need to buy yourself a mic, Greedy.
Liar.
He had no choice. He didn't have the
Oh.
correct cards.
Yeah, well, I was done there. So. Oh, if I won and done.
This
Take
is
my
not
luck.
the worst
Take my
mistake
luck.
I've made.
Yeah, you got my luck, boy.
As you wish,
Shit.
Mr. Clean. As you
You got my
wish.
luck. Went across my table.
Ooh.
Fucking suck 6 times in a row.
2 aces. Liar.
Yeah, I think that's capping. Yep.
There we go.
Bring
Did
it
you
on.
start? All right. Miramar.
up.
Normally Miramar is a slow game.
Take it
Let's
like a man.
finish this.
Oh, good on you.
I think I can win this. I studied their psychology already. Oh wait. I have 2
1
king.
king. 3 kings.
3 cards. Honey, I like it. 2 kings.
1 king. 1 king.
1 king.
1 king. 1 king.
2 kings.
Liar.
Oh my god. I lost the cards. Fuck.
Bring it on.
Let's go 1v1.
Fuck, Biggie.
1v1, let's go.
Yeah, man.
You gotta be kidding me. He probably got 3 or 4 king because I got none. So I think I do 2. He wouldn't call me because
2 kings.
oh fuck, he did 2. Yeah, I think he's lying.
Liar.
Let's see.
Thought I had a patent there. You never checked.
Yes! Yes!
Bring it on.
Yes! Let's go! Let's go, bro. One with the shittiest hand, bro. No right cards, and I won. Let's go. All right, back to the PMGC. Was fun.
But the rest of our EMA squads, let's go.
All right,
Did pretty well.
2 players from Loop's died. Okay.
Hell yeah.
Other than Zeus.
Yeah.
But I expect Zeus to turn things around.
Hey, at least they made it to the survival stage.
Yeah, I'm also pretty sure that IWP and RX are going to make it. Fairly certain.
Your COC is 13. What's yours?
I think that the
I
teams
played
who are the
CO's
EMEA
Clash of a Clan for
Bagging
like
on about EMEA, aren't we? Totally unbiased.
a week.
The teams from EMEA that are least likely to make it in are probably
This is the first time you saw me win Liasvar.
pretty
Hey,
solid.
I
They'll make
won
it to the
multiple.
last chance at least,
You
but
know,
it's
you should
77
be watching my
against Zeus,
stream. You
the
know,
two teams that have that sort of
more
question
often.
mark on them when
You
it
know, I
comes
won a
to
lot of
the EMEA
Liasvar.
region. And they have so far shown that one of them doing pretty well, other one not so much. West side of this circle getting very,
I did
very
pretty good that
jam-packed
game.
as we
Yeah.
turn our attention more to the rest of the world as well. We've had
I
our
had like
EMEA
no
stuff, but we're done with it now.
right cards,
Turn our
right?
attention to everybody else in this one. South Korea, they've got a high.
So if I were him,
performance as well, and Mirin Sejong looking to
if I
keep
do
that one
3,
going
he
safe.
would probably call me because he's 3 as well.
Vicious
So I do
holding
2
them in
to
check
make sure he wouldn't
at the
call me.
moment. In El Pozzo's fight still's not concluded.
And then he put up 2 cards at the first. You know,
I'm not sure when
that
it's going to conclude either.
makes
I think one of
everything
the players,
sus.
Sejong,
He's gonna put the 3
is
correct
absolutely
cards
not getting
later.
Back up on his feet
You
here.
know, to one shot
Jason
me,
attempts to
but I
leave, and
caught
there
him.
is a ton of shots going his way.
Scrolled up a little, Xifan. Wait.
Bruno's in. We'll finish off Seiru there.
Scrolled
As
up
he
a little
bleeds
for
out
what?
to the play zone. Here's Voin Donkey though versus Major Pride. Voin Donkey coming in a little bit later than the rest of the squad.
ST fighting DX. Oh, DX has been killing it. They're trying to prove Xifan wrong.
DXavier getting
They're
some
showing
early
that they
knocks on the
can
store. Harrison
make it
got the
to-
off angle, but they may have gotten the value out of it.
Oh,
as well.
Inko at the
Taking
back
down
helping
Fury.
DX as well.
That is a great result, leaving one player on Stalwart alive. The spray downs for Lamborghini confirming those. And the elims for DXavier just keep on flowing in thick and fast. Fearless though, wants to take the fight. Goes for 1, goes for 2. And things are turning around as Inko sail in with a third party engagement. A sweep through on the sidelines. And then Ebete caught unawares. Fearless is there to take him down. But it is DXavier to put the final nail into the coffin. 2 players for DXavier stay alive, 1 down.
Why won't you
behind the
play
buggy.
poker, Xifan? I don't like
Needs to get
poker.
the
You mean
cover to
gambling?
get
I
the
don't
res.
gamble.
Inko bear down upon them.
I love that Fearless is just like.
I mean, I
am
went to
Fearless.
casino a few times,
Another
but-
third party coming in, I'll take you down as well.
Lost a
Good
couple
nade from
hundred.
inactive, and no one
That's
goes to
it.
the top. That will be Parajin out, and just Levi's left remaining for the squad, and that will be the rest.
Yo, Inko with
Take him
6
out of the lobby.
elims.
DXavier won't go any further. Great third party coming through from Inko. They should be able to get Nedabete back on their feet, but 6 elims.
Like, what kind of poker game you guys play?
A great result for Inko, taking a lot.
Because there are a
of those
lot
points
of
away
like
from
different type
DXavier,
of poker
leaving them
game like
only
in
on
China.
those 2 points there. Nasty stuff. And a strong roll up from the south side, but BTR are now.
Oh, Cats picked the STE and ST win now first.
They know it's
man, feels bad
on that south side to get a foothold further north into the central areas as we continue to head over towards the northern side.
The Vicious having to extract from this location.
Play blackjack, really good game.
Do
you play a lot with your friends?
Years? In this game, Major Pride though looking over towards Void Donkey, who tried to wrap around on their east. Not allowed though. Major Pride spotted out.
Major Pride do have a great high ground position, but they're spread fairly thinly to deal with this one. And I think AZ turning around is reasonable here, just folding back
DK
in with the rest
zone.
of the team. They now have
Team Liquid their
brilliant
center as
high
well.
ground position overlooking Minas Generalis.
For these kind of zone, normally it goes north.
From them, or if
but I will
Major
see.
Pride rather lose a player on that off angle, it would be disastrous. They can share that hilltop. There is enough room for them and Void Donkey ID to both just take shots down and down and down at Minas Generalis.
So, 8 teams will get eliminated. What do you think the cutoff will be for top 16 in survival stage? Man, I still can't get over the fact that we didn't even make top. We didn't even make top 16 in 2023 PMGC.
Comes Inco, inactive, first to face, just runs straight past the neighbor. It does enough damage. Actually bounces back.
Oh wait, Inco
Takes
with the full
himself
send.
down there, disaster for Loops. I mean, it was unlikely he was going to stand up in that.
Oh, what is Nenebete doing?
Great Rafinha, actually finding Nenebete. And that feels like a little bit
Doc.
of a misplaced push. Finally, Doc seals the deal onto Loops and
Man, lost to their best player in Nenebete.
Player on the southwest side. That's pretty nasty stuff.
RCB.
Oh man, RCB man.
Good shots from Elementary. Major Pride was really taking good control over this northwest side, John.
Yeah, this high.
Wait, the 4MV crush?
Yeah, it's really good. I mean, it's just giving
Wait, did they nade
huge
themselves?
amount of advantage to Major Pride, and it's not only
I
that,
think
it's
it's 4MV
great for
crushed
the fact
them.
that they're able to injure teams as they come in, because later on they'll use that same
Oh,
kind of
won't
knowledge
you
to
land a
know
nade
where
on
to go going
Riffles?
forward.
Nade out the window from Inco.
Wonchu versus Wonchu Vitali
already. Bad bounce on the nade. Not
versus
quite connecting
two of the
Vitali around
4MV
edge,
players.
looking for a cheeky little off-angle pick, but it's not going to be sent.
Oh
their
wait,
way.
what are you doing,
We
Wonchu?
only have 2 players. That is far too bold. Baron immediately.
No,
takes
didn't
that
he
one
know
down.
the guy
No
was
wonder
behind the
Inco clumsy
behind the
all around.
cover?
I mean, Inco were doing really well this game as well. Being able to get
But
a fair few
7
points, 7
elims.
eliminations. I thought they were going to hold this one out. At the
Doubled
longhouse.
their overall skull for sure.
It did not happen.
Wonchu popping
BTL on the
off.
southeast, back to their old ways though. Very passive gameplay.
Oh, what a knock.
Replay from the Vicious. Good shot up towards Seiwu. This is that initial engagement that sort of led to the demise of Mirin Sejong.
Oh, wait, Hawks. MSJ's dead.
As well. Real rough stuff. Tough going, but the Vicious will play on the other end of that fight. And now, from the northwest, they'll try and make their way up. But Major Pride, that high ground that Becca sits on, the position that they've got ordered to them is so tough to deal with now. It's very unlikely that teams can deal with it, but the circle shifting away, putting Team Liquid in the middle, is going to be a little bit of a lifeline.
Man, 2 down for 4MV. This is bad. Oh, 1 down. 1 down.
Able to take a good fight with Inco earlier on. 3 eliminations, but that's all it'll be. D+, currently sat in 5th place, just slowly chipping away at the point standings, actually. Although we haven't seen a huge amount of this team in the late games, like 28 points is a reasonable result for D+.
It's a decent start, a good kickoff for them. And again, we're just talking about these mid-single digit games being so valuable in a tournament situation like this that you will just try and pick up these points drip and drop by adding these elims to your count. D plus Kia though yet to chime in on that, but their central position is going to afford them a lot of oversight. Major Pride still just covering their back. This is smart from them. They know they're going to need to move forward, so isolating
Wait, did you guys mention the cutoff point?
those angles behind them and keeping those avenues safe stops that pressure from pushing them too hard.
RCB did take a knock, but were able to...
How much does a good gaming PC cost in China?
Down to just one player now.
Define good gaming
PC.
PC.
All on his lonesome.
Like what games do you
scouting
play?
over towards the north side for D+. It's definitely an interesting
Like
circle
what
to
do
play
you
here,
use
because over towards that
PC?
northeast
What do you
side,
do with your
have
PC?
a lot of it
Do
being isolated with the way the terrain works,
editing?
sloping
Do
downwards
you
towards
play
truck stop.
games? And what kind of
So the
games you
Vicious trying
play?
to break in here versus Von
I
Donkey.
can
Seemingly
probably give you a
getting good
better
opener,
idea
spots one
of how much it would
but doesn't
cost.
quite connect. Took some damage there from somewhere actually, which isn't going to be ideal. Hasn't got those stims ticking up. It doesn't actually have any meds in the back pocket. And having a little
Call of
trouble,
Duty or
putting his car
PUBG
into
playing
park
games.
there. David
All right, so
takes
I think for
quite a bit of damage.
PUBG,
Devastating when you
PUBG
don't
is
have
kind
the
of
meds
like
to back it up.
CPU
Fortunately, there's a
oriented
couple of first aids in the build.
kind of game.
That'll do.
So you would definitely need a
They're
good
just there, sat,
CPU.
waiting for him. Point Donkey, they'll make the right move. They see the circle is pushing in, so they're going to take advantage of that.
And
high
also
ground.
memory as well.
Send two players further
think
down towards
if you're gonna
southwest
go
and Mateo as
for
well, Zeta to provide
this kind of
information,
setup
make sure
in
they're not getting
China.
third-partied into the future.
I mean, also what monitor will you be using? 2K,
Obviously still sitting
4K,
inside that
1080p,
making sure he stays
and
as safe
what
as
would be the
possible.
refresh rate?
But a lot
You
of
know, it's
positions to
all
keep these teams safe. Means
like
if we do
everything
have
is
11
connected.
Going into stage 4, almost into stage 5.
If you know what you'll be getting, so I'll be a better.
Teams are settling down a little bit. No one forced to move by this next circle. Everyone waiting for that pop.
Like in
13
general,
seconds. I'll find out.
like
just where they have to go.
$1,000 PC could run those games you're talking about. But if you're playing on a maybe 2K monitor, 4K monitor, or even high refresh rate monitor,
Shift
you
is
probably need to
coming
like
in right now.
get
towards the southeast
even
with
better
D+
spec
Kia
so that they can
holding
push
really
these
good ground, but as
FPS to match
77,
your
they
screen
control a lot
refresh
of this
rate.
western edge here, John, from that spot, which looks out towards the western side. The best thing with D+ right now is the fact that they do have a lot of high ground play around.
I mean, if you
When
just
BTR
mainly play
needing to
game
move, it's
and you
no
do
longer
competitive
a
and
case
stuff,
of sitting around
like
over on the
1080p is
eastern
more than
side.
enough, but you do need
Circle
like
demands
high
it,
refresh
and they'll
rate
have to follow
monitor,
suit.
like
like the
240
hilltop that
hertz, maybe
Loxley is
360
currently
hertz
the only player
even.
playing towards, but it needs this northeast side, the southeast side.
For
and
that
main
kind
prize
of
position to conclude, we'll start this
spec.
off with Boy Donkey and the remnants of the Vicious trying to move on out. And of
But like,
course,
I mean,
they're
get
still
a
very
like
lacking on those meds. The first
AMD
aid needing to be
CPU.
popped there, but they are very, very
Because
low on it.
currently
They've been through
AMD
the blue for a long time.
CPU has
That
better,
scrap with Miran Sejong as well.
like when
depleted
it comes to
heavily
like
on resources.
FPS, has better
Very, very few
FPS than
nades and
Intel CPU.
utility in the pocket side as well.
Yeah, like
That's gonna make
the
this
newly
so hard to make
released
the
at
maneuver.
the
That off angle being left at the back there for Zeta,
9800
that's going to be the end of the Vicious.
X3D.
Surely he can't make it too much further. Goes down
If
to
you can
the play zone,
secure one,
denies the point.
that's a really good pick. That's the best gaming
Actually,
CPU right now.
A much more
You can
beneficial
potentially get-
strategy denying points here in the survival
And
stage.
with that CPU,
Every
you can play
single
your
point has
PUBG,
so
man.
much more
Very
impact.
sweet. High
Yeah,
FPS
it's
as well.
incredibly important, and especially for RCB right now with Loxy and
With
his
Chief,
position.
where's Chief?
He can get
Chief
any
Rich
placement
quitted or
points
something.
Off this game, it would be an ideal result.
How much is
RCB
your
considering
PC?
That they went from
I went out
incredible
like
momentum
to maxed out the
something
specs.
right down
So
the
my
stage of the
PC.
match.
Let me do the convert. Let me do the conversion one
What's
second.
BTR doing? Are they ever going to move?
A little bit of a rhythmic volley there from David at the end, just to cap off their first Miramar lap. 3 eliminations, only the 3 points found, not super big, but still.
I added a lot of like
something.
bells and
B+ gear,
whistles,
shots
things like
overboard
to
for
make
MV.
the CP,
Donkey
like to make
finally
the
have
PC
pressure
looks
put on them by BTR. They
good.
figured it out. There's a team up there.
So it has
Ooh,
a
maybe
lot
we
of
could get
extra
some points.
stuff that you
Get out
don't
of
really
13th
need to
place,
increase your
and They only
FPS.
find the one.
So my
that'll do.
PC in
That'll do.
general
We're done now.
cost
Back we go.
5,000
I
and
mean,
500.
for Void Donkey, I'm not surprised they didn't know BTR was here. They have made no sounds whatsoever. Vampire currently getting cut down a little bit by Zeus on that north side, but Zeus opts to move over towards the northeast. But do you get shot at? Aaron going down to Elementrix. Will get knocked out. Yeah, tough position to move up to, especially if you don't know there's still players holding on that high ground.
Vampire trying to go for the rollout. The
How come that guy still survived?
Over towards 77. They're trying to keep themselves together and do so successfully to start it off. Magnum, though, finally spotted, and that's Team Liquid all the way from the northwest of their position to find those shots through. Now looking to crawl on back, but getting tagged by these nades, and that should be
I got an
flushed.
Intel
Ayala picks it
CPU
up,
and
Vampire.
RTX
They're on 3.
NVIDIA
HP as well,
4090.
but they are just in this circle.
That's
Next
what I
one
got.
About to come in, 5 seconds. We'll know where we're going.
Does 5 finger hurt a lot? It hurted me when I was.
That'll do for now.
When I switched it to
still in this game, racking up more points.
do it
as
like
game
the
goes
first
on.
for the first few
77
weeks, then
down
the
towards
pain
that
kind
south
of
side.
goes
Does have an
away.
off angle over
My
towards
hands are
4MV,
kind of
but
getting
also
used to
moved up
the
real
5
close to
fingers,
4MV earlier on. Question is
the
whether he has
gesture.
any nades. This is a very nadeable spot for 4MV. They've got to be worried about this going forward.
Major Pride on the north side flank. They have taken a knock onto Evo Station, but that res can come on through. They will be able to get that one healed up. They've got
Yeah,
rid of
something like
Zeus in the
that,
meantime.
Kai. Something like
Easy,
that.
though, just covered in the crossfire, and BTR will be able to get that knock. Likely profile on that crawling player visible on the skyline, so BTR may be able to get that flush. But Void Donkey ID, they've been trimmed down
I bought the
as well.
parts myself and also build the PC
4MV
myself.
trying to
So if
move
you can
past
do that
T-plus
and you
here.
have time to learn,
Players for them.
that's cheaper
Heading
that
over to
way.
the southwest now.
Instead of like ask
Naded out on the
someone
approach
to
from
assemble it
77
for you,
with
or
3
you just get
players.
a pre-built. You know,
Try and
that's
go
more cheap.
again.
That's a cheaper,
Back-to-back
bro.
strong performance for them. Would be very, very good news for them.
5 fingers
And they
better
will be
on a
able to get
tablet
rid
or a
of the
phone?
players
Definitely on
moving in.
tablet
However,
because
Shifu,
you know,
they're
bigger
up from
screen
that
always
off angle.
better
4MV managed to
and
take that
more screen
Fake
area
Vampire
to
done,
play the game.
Honestly. Don't get a single elimination on this next game.
Yeah, but
either.
like
still sat at 2
again,
points.
playing Jaro on iPad,
What
I
a
can't
horrendous
play
result from
Jaro
this
on
team.
my iPad Pro. It
Really sad to see as well.
just too
really
heavy.
falling from great heights.
My wrist
BTR trying to
couldn't-
handle this northeast side.
couldn't
Elementrix
tolerate
with
that.
6 elims. The Major Pride, last player alive though.
Wait, Vampire out again?
On this hillside as well, across the road from
Man,
Team
if
Liquid.
it ended up with
Maybe-
2
no,
points,
he is going to get spotted. Team
I'm
Liquid
not sure
do
how
take
are
down.
they
That's
gonna
Major Pride
proceed
out,
the
7 elims.
proceed
Again,
the whole
really strong game in
tournament
terms of
with
that
the
tournament
6 more
setting.
matches
They've
to
got the
go.
value out of this
Only
game that they
6 more
needed.
matches.
Who's going to be able to go the distance though? Because Void Donkey ID descended up to the edge of the hillside across the road with their 1 player. I think BTR are just going to put so much pressure on this from the north side.
Why did you decide on
I feel like
ROG
BTR,
phone,
now's the
Xifan?
time
I just
try
wanted to
step
try.
up. They
I
start
just
the
wanted
game fairly low down on these
try it
tables,
out
then looking to
because I've
push off
never
that
had a
first
ROG
place,
phone before.
Get a big game.
There are
under their
only
belt,
like 2 companies currently
gain some momentum.
to make a gaming phones.
Yeah, it's the
One's
foothold
Red
to do it
Magic,
on
one's
as well.
ROG.
Finally, we give it
So
a chance.
I've
to
had
have
Red
circle,
Magic.
Really good control on that northeast
I own multiple Red Magic devices myself,
lost a player in their
including
process
their
of trying to
tablet.
Push 4MV out.
And this time I
They
figure, you know,
retreat back
why
up
not
towards
give
that
ROG a
north
try
side.
to see, like,
Understand why they tried to go for it. 77 equally.
to see
at
what
3
it would be
players. With
like.
5 eliminations starting to really push their numbers up inside this lobby. Loxy went down slightly earlier. Won't get a huge amount of elimination points for his troubles. I mean, sorry, we'll get a huge amount of placement points, but at least 2 eliminations on the match, and they could potentially prop that up with a final match here on Miramar.
Black Shark, I think they won bankrupt or something,
Ayala
or
going
they
down
not,
to
ma-
the deck,
or
playing
they are not
discipline.
making
Takes a
gaming
couple of
films.
shots, retreats back. BTR spreading out over the north side. Difficult couple of bridges sit ahead of them. They've got a lot of sightlines to contend with, so being aware of these surrounding angles
this
is going
could
to
be
be
BTR's
all important,
game.
especially with the
This
circle
could be BTR's
pushing
game.
D plus Kia
All they
back
need
into
to
their
do is to
compound,
shoot
with 77
DK
gonna
away
have to
from
sweep
them
out some way or
and to
other.
force these teams at the south fight with each other,
Yeah, it requires 77 to make a move
and
here.
they can secure this
Head on
game.
towards that north side, potentially take down Team Liquid, but they are as a 4 and have pretty good control, have had oversight for a lot of this game.
You can't play on your iPad.
77 though
So
looking at 4MV, finding 2 shots. That's from Xifan.
honestly, I wanted
And
like
good
a
shots
dream
from
device
him so
with
far.
like a device
Before
where
they
it's
were
bigger than
trapped right
phone,
up against the blue zone
but not
there.
too big.
Very, very difficult. And now
to
it's just
the
Doc
iPad
remaining.
size.
They tried to make the break for
I
it,
want
but
something in the
Shifu had
middle.
angle. D plus Kia being the other side.
I think that will be super good for gaming, and also it won't need to be
6
light.
elims now, 477 and a second.
It could be a little bit heavier than the phone, but you can't be as heavy as iPad Pro.
Teams now remain, but the South
If there's
side remains
one
as
company make
treacherous
that
as ever.
device
Stock falls next. We're up to 5.
with a high refresh rate screen,
Yeah, D plus
kind of like the iPad mini size, but with high refresh rate. If they can make, if there's like a one company can make that, I would have switched to the device in a heartbeat. I would have dropped any phones. I would just switch to that device.
Was D plus, you have that high ground, and they're going to make that wrap happen. I think they see over towards Team Liquid. They've realized the amount of space that they've garnered, and their only real option is to try and face off versus D plus.
You tried to buy the Red Magic tablet today, but they're all sold out. Oh, really? Make sure you're using my link, FNJ.
Having the hold on the south side, Nolbu launching the nades downhill, Limbo Boom.
But I didn't know they were all sold out.
Bounce on a tree, not so happy there. 77 may actually just be able to sneak around on the foothills, crash into the northeast side of this one. If D plus Kia put too much of a presence down to the south.
Do you use phone, or are you a phone player or a tablet player?
They have flex back out.
What's your device right now?
Northeast side getting investigated as well by Sitar from BTR. Meantime, Zeta, I mean, given a good fight there. Mythic goes down. And Team Liquid, do they lose more than one?
Yeah, you probably just need to wait till they like restock or something.
Rest of 77, make it up to the wall.
Yeah, I'm not sure if we can handle the wave from the Red Magic though, because the Red Magic one is big.
The 77,
and also,
I think that, you know, if they
it's
want
definitely
to make
heavier
that play
than
to make it
15
happen
Pro
a
Max.
lot quicker, I think D plus were very aware of
If
what's
you're
going
switching,
on. By
you
that
may need
point,
a
it was
time
set
to
up
make.
some
But I mean, you're
sidelines
from
towards
military. I guess you can
77.
handle any
I
weight.
like the
So
idea. I really did like
even
the
you
idea
play
from
on the
77,
break,
just did
you
not
can handle the
come to
weight.
pass.
So I guess you'll be fine.
Heading in towards our final
For me, I'm
circle
just like
soon. And
my
D plus
wrist
and
is
77
already
have to
damaged,
move.
you know, by
It's
playing
BTR
years of
versus
competitive.
Team Liquid.
I can't really like use heavy device.
A massive opening found with the MG3 in
But
the back pocket too.
it's a good device.
This is one hell of a
No
cannon
lag.
to be contending with here for BTR.
Lovely.
The Molotov's there, and there's a second knock. Ayala splitting them wide open here, and BTR don't know what to do. Running for the hills on the southeast side, 77 still staying alive as 4 teams remain. D plus Kia still in their scrap, but BTR split 2 and 2. Lapart under pressure. Team Liquid keep the momentum going. The MG3 on the back lines, but it's up to the auto shotty in the front. Chief goes down. And with everyone on the southeast side getting swept aside, it's BTR on 2, Team Liquid on 2 on the north edge. And there's still the fight going on the south. D plus Kia still alive.
Yeah, they pull out of this one. The question is whether they can get that third player back up in an action. The way this is going, BTR and Team Liquid, neither team is really finding an advantage. Sitar has to be watching out towards this western edge, though. This south edge, sorry, towards D plus Kia.
If you have
That is
skinny
an awesome
fingers,
nade.
6
Goes a
finger
little
could
bit
work on
long.
your device,
Does
on your
a
phone,
hell of
on the
amount of
phone.
damage towards Ayala.
But most people use 6 fingers
What can
on
D plus do
tablet.
here?
They're back up to 3. They've got this ridge line, but the next zone closes central. That's Team Liquid territory. 2 players alive on the far side of the road. Utility looking sparse. Fabian with nothing to play with. Nolbu nothing either. And Chips as well. A third 0 count on all utility. It is pure gunfire, pure fighting. They've got 6 elims. They're guaranteed a 3rd place, so it's a good game either way. Nolbu gets the refresh as well from the loot crate.
15 ZY for 6 fingers.
The transition
That's why
goes
when
well,
we saw
overrules their
him
west.
play, sometimes he didn't see the enemy where it's like so obvious on the side, because he's like his fingers are blocking it. I
D
swear.
plus realizing they need to continue to work this western angle. They can take shots over towards Team Liquid, who should be exposed on this back line here. They just need a wide angle on this because they have this small divot. Good nade, pops high, will take down Ayala.
Stops dead in that divot, and Team Liquid don't have the angles over towards Chips. There's
What a
knockdown
spot
back
for
line. That's from
Cardozen.
Go to find Bigatron down
A
to
lot of
1.
power
Does get
find
knocked
their
in
guy,
response, so
trying
it's a
to get an
1v1v2
off angle on
now,
them.
Blank with Cardozen in the middle. Has got the inside track. Lapar could put another nade in and ruin that. Chips is trapped, and it's Nolbu really who's the main factor
BTR win
here
this.
for D plus Kia.
BTR wins
unless
this.
Chips finds
If
a
they don't make a
knock.
mistake.
If Lapar goes down to it.
The zone's
If
gonna
he steps
come,
up a little bit too
and
far,
their
Lapar
DK's
is less
Overwatch
than cautious.
has to move out, and I don't think he has
Disastrous,
smoke.
but he's breaking up wide, playing disciplined. Gets covered,
What?
spotted.
Wait,
Nolbu
I thought
gets
BTR
the
has
shot.
2.
Cardozen now the last to go for it. The auto shotgun not going to work. And Nolbu
Second win for
up and close and
DK.
personal.
2 wins for
Luck here
RSP
with a
today,
second
2
chicken
wins
dinner.
for DK.
You'd love to see it from Nolbu, cleaning things out easily in that end game. Really fantastic plays from D+. 77 slightly slow on their push over towards D+ here, but I respected the choice. I respected the play. But D+ looking really good today.
An excellent run from the South Korean team. They get that hold on the compound against 77, against anyone else who tried to move on in, and they roll out effectively, maintaining 3 players.
Give me
when it
zone or I
mattered the most.
retire. Who's that? Wait, what do you mean, ZH?
Man, I'm surprised D+ didn't fall asleep there in that compound, considering they were sitting there since like zone
Bro, focused
2.
on Team Liquid too much
Didn't
and
have
got
to move
flanked?
At all, complete opposite of what we saw Shifu do, where he was driving around like a madman in the last Aaron Gale. But with 2 victories now
Bro,
for D+,
I think the throw is that when BTR lost to Team Liquid there,
Yeah, them and RCB
This-
are looking
the-
really
this should've
comfortable right now. Yeah, top 16
forced like a
it
really
seems
strong
right
defense
now,
line
Jason, they
against the
could
Team
have a
Liquid there.
horrible remaining 7 matches.
They
for
shouldn't
those
lose any
teams.
players.
Yeah, well,
Let me check back. How did they lose a
Position
player there?
to
I
find
thought they were gonna be chilling there in the north. Is it right here?
I think these guys are pretty set in
Move up through one of the few areas
Because
you
there
could
has
call
3
a forest
here.
here.
And Team Liquid, did they lose more?
Okay, DK fighting
Make it up to
7-7
the
here.
wall.
Yeah, unfortunate. versus
BTR.
Void Donkey, they lose the player.
They were watching.
Outlines towards 77. I like
Okay,
the
2
idea. I
players of
really did like
BTR
the idea
getting
from
the
77,
vehicle.
just
All of the
did not
BTR
come
players
to
got in
pass.
the vehicle.
27 minutes in, heading in towards our
Okay, they
final circle soon.
saw.
And D+ and 77 have to move. But
Keep
it's
looking to push
BTR
on.
versus Team Liquid.
Oh.
Ayala, big nade over towards BTR.
Ayala
A massive opening found with the MG3 in the
got a
back
2
pocket
knocks
too.
with the nades, I think.
This is
Oh,
hell of a
one with
cannon to be
Molly.
contending with here for BTR.
Yeah,
Molotov's there. And there's the
It's a
second knock.
BTR
Ayala
throw.
splitting them wide
This is
open
definitely a
here.
BTR throw.
BTR don't know what to do. Running for the hills.
could have
on the
this game
southeast side,
easy.
77 split.
But I mean, it's just survival stage. As long as they're top
Pressure.
16, they should be chilling. Not too much.
Slightly lucky in this game in the sense of we had Team Liquid and BTR fighting towards the north side at the exact same time. 77 were fighting D+, and any one of those 4 teams I feel like could have won if they didn't have to fight at that moment because of third-party potential.
Yeah, third parties were just the name of the game for this match. I have the impression, Jason. You had so many happening around the board. You can even see D+ at one point, I think Satar.
Yeah, last chance over the weekend is going to be crazy.
Right now, and they just
Guys,
instantly start pushing back
the last chance
against
is
the
really gonna be
fear of a
crazy.
possible third party. They want to try and wrap up the
Only
fight,
2 days,
but luckily
12
that's how
matches,
scouting
top
getting
6
some
teams
trying to
qualified.
play a spooky prank on D+.
I
Yeah,
couldn't
but
imagine
yeah,
by the
D+
last
is
like
a
2-3
great defense,
games
especially
where
if
it's
you
like
see
the
game
leaderboards be
winning
like
hot
from
score, D+ you're gonna see
first
every
to
single
like
place.
12th place. They all had a shot for the top 6. You know, that's gonna be crazy. Why a single chicken can change the leaderboard completely? I think the last chance is probably gonna be more sweaty than PMGC quarterfinals. Gamban, they're making it? Are you calling it right now? Rengoku?
Sure, they're given a strong position, but they make full use of that terrain.
Dude, I'll
Second
tell you what,
match.
even when they don't get a good position, these guys are like,
Second
in
chicken
my
for them.
opinion, the best when it comes to rotations at the end of like circle 2, 3. Like they have a
Alright, I'll be back when the next match start. I'm gonna take a little break. I won't fall asleep this time like last time. I'll be back. I'm going to bathroom, right? Be right back.
Rotate right into that spot, and yeah, they get themselves in a good position. They get the circle here, but they utilize it to their maximum potential, and that's what makes D+ Kia so dang dangerous.
Well, they got themselves 19 points for this match. Team Liquid 13, if you didn't see on the front page. BTR finally able to step up here. And yeah, Hotjux, Vampire, they were at 2 points before this game, and they're gonna stay at 2 points after this game.
Dude, like, I mean, what do we even say at this point? I mean, this is unprecedented bad. Like, even if they won this next game, they'll have some breathability, but it is like, it's so horrible because they're going to be leaving it to the last match in order to try and make this match, man. And we've talked about just how toxic the last matches of stages like this can be. So, I mean, Vampire, I mean, you couldn't have dug a bigger hole for yourself, literally.
I
mean, you could have 1 point or 0.
Yeah,
you know?
they need a win, right? I mean, we'll see. They're going to need a win, but here we go looking at the rankings. Of course, we said it. D+ Kia, they're safe. RCB, they're giga safe right now with those 49 points, so they're going to be completely chilling at the top. But the fact that 77 are up there right now, and actually almost being the top fragging team with Xavier of 29-31 between those two teams, without a win, that is insane consistency on the elimination front of things. So, like, I'm impressed. 77 came out swinging so far this survival stage.
I like it.
I mean, you look at RCB and D+, they have 2 placement points outside of their 2 wins. So I guess in 3 matches, they only have 2 placement points. It's not ideal, but I mean, they're still gonna be first and second place at the end of the day. As I see Team Liquid able to move up to 5th place. Major pride as well. We were wondering, can they maintain the sort of momentum they had in group stage? And we can see they're gonna be currently sitting in 6th place. We move on down the leaderboards here. Bigatron have been able to move up to 10th place.
Dude,
I don't want to talk about it too much, but just seeing 15th and 16th place, 11 point difference.
Jason, does this mean that Inko's 5 times better than Vampire right now?
No.
No?
No.
Okay.
I'll drink.
Just in
chill.
I'm just kidding.
Inko has 0 placement points.
It's wild though. It's crazy. It makes no sense. I don't know what else to say. Like, if you were to bet any team that would have 2 points after I think one of the last ones I would say is Vampire, for sure.
It's interesting because we did our predictions, and I think a lot of people were like, oh, Vampire, they're easily going to qualify. Like, they're top contender globally, locally. Like, they're up there. But some people, actually, there were some people that were questioning them a lot in the comments of videos and stuff. I was looking around, Jason. A lot of people were like, hey, Vampire, they've been kind of looking a little bit weird recently. And I didn't think they looked this off coming in survival stage. This is a very, very big upset.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
Stare.
You learned from Redox.
Oh, he smiled first. I don't know, Max. Reading some of the comments, if it's one of our videos, all I saw was Jonathan, to be frank with you.
I'm sorry.
I saw those over at Pandemonium_News. But yeah, I don't know. They finished 7th in their group, 162 points. They're like 3 points behind Xavier. They were like 30 points ahead of Zeus, who was in 8th place. It's definitely not looking like the Vampire that we saw before. I mean, again, luckily they do have the day off tomorrow, and hopefully can come back more focused and ready to go into the last day of play. But to say goodbye to Vampire at this stage, it's looking very reminiscent, if I'm not mistaken, of last PMGC.
It kind of is, unfortunately. It's not looking too good. History tends to repeat itself. And we've said it multiple times when looking at this PMGC this year, right? Making it through your group in the top 3 might be the easiest opportunity for you to reach the grand finals. And you know what? Vampire being in 7th position in their group, maybe they missed out on that one golden opportunity. And doing a comeback from 2 points out of 5 matches, with now 7 matches remaining, Hodgix, I mean, they have to get a win this match pretty much if they want to have even just a chance to feel comfortable heading in their 2nd day of play for the survival stage.
I mean, that's big facts. I mean, they really desperately, I can't stress enough how bad they need this win, because like the way I always think about this when it comes to these kind of stages, like if I was the coach or a player here, I would think that if I'm Vampire, man, we got 4 matches left, because the last 2 matches are just so unpredictable, because it is going to be the last chance for these players to survive this. This lobby is too dang strong. And, you know, when it comes to those last 2 matches, we're going to see teams play extra aggressive, half the lobby gone in circle 4 or 5, and it's going to make things so much more unpredictable. So, yeah, Vampire, especially in Miramar here, man, they got to pull out the, they got to pretend that this is the World Cup. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, for sure.
That's what they got to do.
I kind of want to take us back 2 years ago. For those who remember Jakarta, for the PMGC that happened 2 years ago, they were at the bottom of the rankings heading into the last day, and they had that infamous, Jason, that infamous Sir Tanny pep talk in the hotel room going in their last day. And they jumped up to 6th place in a day's worth of play. I think they got 2 or 3 wins on a day. An insane comeback. So we know this roster has that potential to climb back up to the top after a really, and I mean a really bad start. They've done it previously in a PMGC Grand Finals, but the point average is 0.4 a game, so I'm now a little bit more scared than I was back then.
I mean, the problem for them is they're going to be sitting like Group Green sitting at the end of day 2, where it's just coming down to fate. It comes down to things completely out of their own hands. And right now they have to hope that teams in Group Red also do not play well, so they don't have too far of a gap to close in on to break out of the bottom of the table. But we'll see. Maybe Vampire can step up here. Now it's very sunny on Miramar. I know Vampires hate the sun, but I know they do love themselves some chicken dinners. Let's see what's going to happen in our last match of the day with John Allen and Blake.
Breaking out the fact 1,000 here necessary for the Vampires to withstand the beating heat of Miramar and all the other teams in the lobby as well. The playing path cuts straight through the middle though, Black, so a little bit of an opening for a nice and fair start.
Easily done over from the western side off towards the east. Pretty much no contest in terms of locations that can't be taken up here on this playing path in particular. Last match there was a bit of an interesting one, honestly, with a lot of curious positions around the map. Particularly that end game did open things up for D+, I would say. I think that was where D+ could make their way in. They had a lot of cover over towards that southeast side. It was well played, to be honest with you. Chips plays a very vital role up on the off angle, preventing Satar from getting up towards that location. Just Nolbu kind of kicked off with those last moments, so didn't even really need him.
Yeah, he was just chilling. He was like, you guys just vibe out over there. Is El Pozo the new Picardo? Is this
I think
what's
it
happening?
is.
I think it might be.
I don't know why we're battling for position in El Pozo in survival stage. It's definitely an interesting one for me. Really hope this isn't the thing that kills off Mirin Sejong's chance at a last chance.
It would be kind of wild to be so hell-bent on going for it. I mean, in this lobby, La Correria is open. Certainly on this plane path that we have seen players break out there before, but you've got, I mean, you could even go to Trailer Park, right? It's not ideal, but you can still do it. You can scavenge loot around Trailer Park, around ruins, sweep through the northern side. It gives you some decent rotational options as well. You've got that whole west road, you've got that whole north road, a lot of access to the rest of the lobby. So committing to going for a hot drop in El Pozo at this stage, you're right. It could just be condemnatory.
It's not good. It's not good, and I think that it's one thing that could absolutely ruin your chances. Looking over towards the rest of the map, southeast side is Vampires. 2 points. Very bad. Please do something. I'm poking Vampires with a stick right now, just trying to get anything out of them, just a sign of life, anything. It's weird. It's very, very weird. I mean, going down to Zeus on the western side as well just felt like a very big misplay from Vampires if they just weren't scouting. We know they're not a bad team either. We absolutely know that. It's just the signs of life just haven't been there. You almost wonder if to the point where it's a case of Vampires are struggling because of the mental game today. It's a hard position to be in.
They're coming off the back of a 2-week hiatus because of the group structure as well. Yada, yada, yada. So is everyone else. You know, it's not enough of an excuse. But Seven, who sent some strays their way during his last report, actually went and caught up with them during the break this time around to find out how it's feeling over in the Vampire camp. Let's take a listen.
Welcome to a quick report with the 7WG. This one's going to be in regards to Vampire Esports. Today, they have started very, very slow. In regards to how they've been performing in Miramar matches, especially from group stages, they've been able to average about a 10th place finish. This last match, they ended up in 9th place. So they're currently hitting that same stride, but this team needs to be able to turn it up. I got a chance to talk with Sir Tanny. He told me that just timing is absolutely off. But the way they're currently performing, I don't know what they're gonna be able to change that. They get a chance to talk to the players as well, and it said, don't worry, they're coming back. So they're still in high spirits. They're not really down on themselves, but with the way the score is currently at, I don't know if they'll be able to make it. Back to you guys.
I mean, absolutely, right? It's good that they're keeping their heads up, that they're keeping their spirits high, certainly in their correspondence with our reporter, Seven. But in general, it has got to just feel crushing, right? There's always that weight, and you can outwardly show that you have a little bit of confidence, sure, but when it comes down to it, it's you in the game, right? It's not what you say, it's what you do, and that matters. And Vampire right now, they're not doing a whole lot of anything. So definitely need to tidy up that timing. If they can do that, that is great news. But at least, Blank, they haven't taken the 4MV route of being like, oh, well, we just didn't get circle.
Yeah, we don't have those kind of excuses just yet, which would have been really bad to be experiencing. I think the fact that they're able to be like, look, we just don't have the timing down. That's a nice thing to be able to say. I respect that. Respect that in a big way. We will see what they can get done. I mean, we know, as Max was saying, these guys, they bounce back. They're like an elastic band. They pull towards these points, get 2 points, then might be able to bounce something back in a big way. But it's getting to the point where I feel like that elastic band just might snap before it does bounce. We'll see what they can get done. I think certainly this Miramar has to be a large one for them, though, if they want a chance going into tomorrow. They need a good 20 points, realistically, to set yourself back up towards that middle pack.
It is 5.5 minutes into the game. and Bitin does not have a helmet or armor. Facing off against an active, he goes down immediately.
Who's Shillen? Shillen on the top side. Nothing to be done.
He didn't want to play that game anyway.
Yeah, he was hiding. I don't know. I imagine to try and provide a anchor point for the rest of the team later on, but yeah, not meant to be. Not meant to be here. Stalwart currently on their rock out right now. You feel like with the game, they 15 elims to get themselves second place, so they've had almost 75% of their points off one match so far. Not ideal. Other than that, it hasn't really been a huge amount of points coming through for them.
Dear, the party bus. I'm waiting for the spray down. Here it comes. An opportunity for BTR, but diversion. I mean, Inco know how vulnerable they are in this setup, and they will not be taking any risk that they don't have to, or at least you'd hope they wouldn't. And they'll head on over. As the circle does keep Graveyard towards the middle, Vampire lose a player. Yet again, having a rough time of it. That point goes over to RCB, who are contending with the top ground Stoned.
Well, Mirren Sejong, it's not worth it. Seiwu currently up against David with an M249 and a DBS. Terrifying combination. Lovely jump shot, but dropping down through the hole, David had an idea of what to do next. Is he going to bounce this?
Oh. I was so ready for him to knock himself there. But not to be. Not this time around. It's just a really awful time. El Pozo, I don't think we've really ever seen this at a competitive level, teams being so aggressive in El Pozo.
We've certainly seen in the past, like, two teams holding El Pozo together. You know, you hold Stadium, you can play the L block here, and comfortably, another team can play down towards that south side. And most teams do break away, take a south rotate and a north rotate. This is highly aggressive. And I feel bad for Mirren Sejong in a way, because I think that the way they're playing it is that they have Stadium, they take L block, they're pleased with that. Vicious, though, really uncomfortable and not willing to give up the rest of El Pozo, which is not typical behavior of PUBG Mobile teams. But I think because the Vicious are so confident in their fights between them and Mirren Sejong, they're just going to keep doing this. Good shots, though, from Vampire to start things off.
Tony K clipping the wings of the Stalwart roller, doing a lot of damage over to them. This Vampire still have more to contend with. Shreps. Oh, borne down upon by Critter, and two flushes are going to come through thick and fast. It's all up to Tony K now for the Vampires. They haven't gotten a limb yet, and Stalwart have managed to look for the res. Fearless nearly down, but I think that res is happening. Oh dear, Vampires. This is, again, disaster striking.
Razor, stop trash talking about me. I'm here.
But once more, put back to sleep.
Oh.
Tony K.
Yes. Oh, no.
But finally, they get
Vampire.
a point.
3 points of 3 points for the day.
Get the point. Tony K with 1.
Tony K 1v2 or 1v3.
Into the warehouse they go, moving out the side, does get the reload. The Molotov there to slow things down, but Satchel
3 points to
sends on
end
through.
the
Vampire
first
with
day.
1 E-limb.
And there's only one more day to go.
77 moving in for a third party.
0.5 point average. Let's go.
Amazing.
There's humongous news here for Vampires. 77 now looking to take down Stalwart.
10 minutes to take a shit.
Fierce.
I mean, what's the average time?
Comrades within this
I kind of want to know.
Of Vampires.
How long do you guys use? 5 minutes? Do you guys...
Shifu. Nade up top, needs to be careful. Isolated from 77.
5 to 10,
cap off a good day with another strong result.
30 minutes. There we go. 45 minutes. There you go. That's my boys. That's my boys, right? We gotta, you know, enjoy the toilet time, bro.
Managed to make it up. RCB having,
you know, especially you're scrolling through like TikTok, bro.
With that one E-limb
that's just
so far,
addictive. You can't stop.
Trying to make that crossing.
But I swear, scrolling TikTok
Take some shots.
on toilet is
Team Liquid though done pretty well.
is different than if you're like scrolling TikTok
RCB.
on your couch or like on a
They
sofa,
had a couple
you know.
more points in that last game. They can hit 50. I think they'd be pleased with that, but it has not gone well for them. Income 77 though towards Stalwart.
2.5 hours. I guess.
down to
I think you need to go check it out.
Actually exposed the gas canister on the inside, which is the thing that ends up taking down Stalwart.
Don't your ass hurt
unfortunate
after
that's in
2
there, but
hours and
you'll
30
use whatever
minutes?
you can get.
Bathroom time.
Take it, you know?
That is crazy.
Take that, Doc. Uh-oh. No, Max. Stop. No, Max. Stop it. No. It's fine. It's fine. 4MV, they're doing okay. They're going to get him back
Some of
up,
them
I
play better
promise.
because
I
Xifan
promise,
roasts them
Max.
too much.
Xavier trying to ruin his day.
He's so upset right now. He is so upset.
Zeus is gonna
Circle
get
moving over
themselves
towards the
a really
western
good
side.
compounding
He keeps
circle.
stalking, but can they pick him up? Apex is going for him. They may just get a dog back in the game.
I told you, Max. Come on, please. Please don't give them too much trouble on the desk. The nade over the top.
4MV is not doing too good
he back
today
up?
either.
But Lamborghini has the angle. Oh dear, the smoke is the only thing.
Lamborghini
keeping
got
them
to take
safe.
the
Reapers
one.
Needs to protect his team now. They haven't managed to get the
Are you
res. Doc
blowing
is
up?
down. They've also thrown Apex.
Did Lamborghini win the one?
Doc is dead.
A double Doc.
And once again, because Doc wide
When's the last
wraps
time you talked to Zutei?
and then demands a res,
I don't even remember.
They go down
It
to
has
2.
been ages.
Doc's a liability.
It's bad right now. It's terminal for this team if they don't fix it.
You know,
How do
Zutei
you
got a
fix it then?
social presence,
You
right?
shove him out.
Tell
If
him
there's
to stop.
something make him, if there's
Stop
something
it.
made him
You naughty man.
quit,
You can't be
like
doing that.
online,
Not
so
the
he
slightest.
better be doing something like I guess in real life
Well,
better. I guess doing I don't know.
RMV's day is ruined.
He was
again.
doing like the
usual
crypto
antics.
business at
The
one time.
Vicious rock up towards Mir and Sejong.
something.
Can they leave them alone, please?
This is ridiculous now. Come on. Don't be so silly, but they will go in for round 2. They've left El Pozzo. They haven't left the grudge behind.
QZ's online.
They are
I
down to
mean,
3
QZ
already.
definitely preparing for
Losing
tomorrow.
The player in that initial scrap, and Nade goes up high onto the top.
What do you think
floor.
happened with the
Not really
4MV?
connecting. Diminor goes very low.
I
think
feel
that might
like
be
their
to their own
rotation is kind of
nades.
off.
We've seen a
They
lot
often
of
got caught
self-nading
up
going on so far
during
this
their
tournament.
rotation.
The off angle for Mir and Sejong has got a nade being cooked up as well, so could be dangerous. There is the off angle from Zeus on the high ground too. So third party from that top rope. It's Jasuk trying to hold the inside with the pump action. Edge angle, sees all 3 of them and steps back in for round 2. It's not going to go well. Gets his bell rung, the step out wide.
Wait, this is the second time?
4 players still alive on the Vicious. It's final on the top
Oh.
floor now. The last to hold it. The pump action doesn't connect onto even one of them there.
Wait, for
Now
some
it's only
reason
one
this
player
VC
for
team's
Mir
like
and Sejong to stay.
CQC is better than like a lot of teams here.
Keep their dreams alive.
Hoxie, last one.
Hoxie finds one onto David. Looks for a little bit more, but that will be all that he's able to get there.
MSJ got wiped
2
again.
knocks. I actually thought
No.
that on the upstairs.
Man,
there would be a bit
VC
more
is
fight
something
coming through.
else. They're a completely
Unfortunately,
different
the first
team.
tag on the pump shot
Meanwhile,
doesn't
our
do too
baby
much.
Inko struggling to get in the zone in the blue.
Zeus on the north side of water
Getting
treatment
gate
on
kept
that angle.
by
They do have
DK.
a lot of high ground play around with, but a massive fight occurring down towards the south between 77, 4 and B, as well as
Vampire out of the
Xavier.
tournament. Tomorrow, if they do good, they still have the
Big
chance.
old scrap out for
Because
the west side. Someone's in.
top 16.
Baron able to
I think
line
the
up
cutoff
on
will
Limbo
be
Brew.
like
Get the spray down. And 77's game
60?
may running dry now. And
You guys
one player left
do
standing.
you guys
Magnum
think
trying to
60
move up
points is
towards the
enough?
Xavier. That could be a dangerous maneuver
Or too
as well.
much for top
With only
16?
1 player left. He's actually gone further.
16
He's on
out
Fox
of-
roofs now. Trying to make his way through to the north side. In this circle play, look at a Major Pride.
24.
This is another potentially very strong game for them. They're central. They've got high ground. They've got oversight on all of the teams trying to move
45.
around. I like it right now.
E plus Kia, first place. The back of all this.
Oh.
3 points total, which takes them ahead because of the chicken dinner.
The 2.
Breaking.
Or Razor, you gotta put out the
Xavier
NHP
looking over towards-
2023
I think it is.
PMGC
Oh,
scoreboard
actually,
out.
RCB have 2.
How many points did we
DPLS
get?
have 2 as well, so it goes to placement
In
points after that.
12 matches. We did it so
There you have
shit.
it. There you have it.
Oh, so we do.
Reefus holding his own versus the Xavier. All on his own. Got Baron off far off towards the eastern side. The shot from the Xavier over towards Rita. D Plus actually been able to find this nice rotate in on the north side. Might be able to pick themselves up a third party onto this one between Team Liquid and Zeus.
D plus Kier lighting up Team Liquid's
16 will qualify for 24. Yeah, just this stage though. Because on weekend they will play right after for 2 days. And top 6 will qualify. That's when everything gets super spicy.
Elim found. Mythic getting res by Ayala. Can he commit to it? No, I don't think he thinks he can. But Chief, with a big nade, could change the dynamics here. Maniac goes down. That's a Molotov. Darkin takes Maniac down. Okay, that was their own Molotov. And again, it's just this self-burn, self-nades that keep on happening in this survival stage. Is it panic? Is it nerves? What is going on with these players? You don't see this much in any other format.
Unfortunate, Maniac does go down to a tiny bit of damage. Will knock him out. Ayala now looking over towards Darkin and Aaron, but here comes D Plus on the north side. Chief taking shots. Chips will finish off Rita. Some even more Elim's been stolen away. Team Liquid on 3 means
Last year is
should
59.
be a fairly comfortable fight now for D Plus Kia as they get ahead of the situation.
Yeah, getting to that ridge line to the southwest of it. Excellent for them on the north side. A little bit protected from Voindonkey as well. They are not moving up to the ridge that sits between Voindonkey ID and Major Pride, which is on the south side of the road, south of this engagement that we're on board with right now, which means that D plus Kia have a little bit more free reign to move around with. You can see the position.
Xifan dog watch, Tonic watch is actually
It's
washed.
also the southwest high ground that could be.
I mean, no one can dominate for this long.
Stepping too far forward.
Even Paraboy,
Everybody's
so
sat in these valleys right now, Blank, and that's
it's
allowing
very
D
common
plus
to see
Kia do what
players
they're
are,
doing.
kind of like drop the
Yeah,
performance.
no one really actually been able to challenge them
they're-
too much. Most teams more preoccupied with just
You know,
maintaining a location.
not
inside the
everyone's
circle.
Faker,
Voindonkey over towards that north
Even
east
Faker
side.
has
But Major Pride
downtime,
do have a
so-
strong spot, albeit being on the low ground. It really does depend where the circle shifts over towards. Because if it heads over towards the western side, obviously whichever team controls that compound on the top of that high ground is going to have a strong game off the back of this. So it's going to be interesting.
Wait, what up with these mollies, bro? Zeus
Zeus
players keep
will knock himself with the Molotov.
kept mauling their own players.
That's another self-knock.
What?
Zeus in this engagement.
Oh, very nice
He's got a
peek.
spell disaster for them, but
Oh,
lining
no,
up in the
he's dead.
corridor is good. As there's Osal
Is
on
DK
the
gonna
off
push
angle.
this?
Zeus
They
are
got
taken
two
down
knock.
by it as well. A big nade in from
Also,
Mythic to
getting
find the final
aggressive,
player
trying to put
there.
the nade in.
5 elims for D plus Kia, and they could get a whole lot
Oh,
more with
he
the roll up as well.
he didn't get
They know
in.
that this fight's concluded, and they do not have a lot of time to make this work for them, so they're gonna go straight in.
They're
Fabian
actually
with
going
position up the high
aggressive,
ground and the long
despite the
top
zone's
angle
gonna
there,
come.
making sure
They're-
that he's
they're
got
going for the
oversight to
push.
back up his team if he needs to. Mythic downstairs,
Very
looks for the fight, not too low, but
confident.
not out. Wins the challenge, and 2 players remain.
Yeah, good nade over towards stairs. Dangerous, though, to be honest with you. But they do make it work. One final player left from Team
One more.
Liquid on the upstairs.
Upstairs.
7 elims for D+. Wonderful game. The Vicious coming in.
Oh no, the Vicious.
Always on these off angles. Fabian by himself is going to try and hold them off.
Oh, the mini spam
Multi-angle threat
CQC.
here. The fact that Chips wins that fight is crucial. Fabian is down, but there is an answer. The ridgeline being suppressed. The Vicious can't really step too far forwards. There are off angles to worry about. Loops could also roll on in from the west side here. Osal breaks out. They're looking for this res. They can keep Fabian
nice-
back up.
nice
Again,
spray.
they can keep this favorable position.
Ooh,
But
nice.
a brilliant spray down from Thiminor, able to take him down on the rescue mission. And now there's 2 points right
VC
at
team-
at their doorstep for the Vicious, and Loops do in fact sail on through. From that west side, they're looking to crunch, sweep this north edge clean.
Are they gonna go to the shack?
Yeah, Neil looks to take some shots over that way. Osal will
Yeah, I
go
think
down.
he's going to
Nolbu
the
opts to
shack.
just send out of there, thinking that it's all over.
Wait, Chips, you gotta peek
The
this.
multiple angles coming through. Timonar's just fully
Peeks.
on the off angle here.
Chips.
should be able to get this shot, surely.
Yes.
Corner now in the blue zone and manages
One
to
more.
finally sneak the shot through at zone 5. So the blue zone is survivable but unresable, meaning if Chips can get forwards,
go,
he does
go.
have a teammate to get back up, but Nolbu's position, we saw that send out, is so exposed to Major Pride, to Void Donkey ID.
Chips essentially just has to look for another elim here. Bruno's in. He's just trying to confirm that over towards...
Oh, is Chiefs going to win this?
Oh dear, this is
Come on, why you
now.
switch?
Final play from
watching
D+.
the other side.
Either way, good game from them. 9 elims.
That's
a
just
strong match.
Oh, wait, that nade was so random.
We are seeing these points distributed, heavy elim style right now in this lobby. Teams are very willing to go for fights. The dynamic of the 16th place bubble.
I gotta say, in survival stage,
changing the
every
pace of
teams are so
this.
aggressive
Goes on
compared
that
with
high
the
ground onto the west that 4MD
group stage.
currently hold, that DXavier desperately want to hold, is now a major factor here. But Major Pride as well on that low ground compound with a nice slice of it. Chips steps up for the fight. Brunozin wins out the challenge with the auto shotgun. And now on the north side, the Vicious up to 8 elims.
It was so terribly close as well. Maybe if you didn't have the high ground, it would have been a different story. If that initial nade actually hit on, it went a little bit far over the top there. Cooked a little bit too short. It's a weird circle because it has gone central so many times. It's really unconfirmed of where the best spot in the lobby is. Right now, Major Pride, though, do hold fantastic position. It's a bit raggedy in terms of a compound, but it gives cover, which is all important. DXavier now moving in over on that western edge. 4MB scared.
Fraser with the angle. Void Donkey ID do have that position that they can regroup towards on the west side of this hold that we're on board with now. They left 2 players out on the backstop to stop late rotates down the hill from the north side. Maybe late sweeps from the west, but very, very unlikely. You can see they're starting to move back together now. With 2 minutes until the zone touches, they have to hold for a
MP were so good in the group stage.
And still just trapped out in the blue zone. Does manage to spot Rafiki.
They should have a shot.
Loops, though.
I mean,
to confirm that.
It's just like a warm-up. The middle pack team here are pretty comfortable, to be honest. You don't really need to get the first place in this group. All you need to do is secure that ticket to the last chance. But in last chance, everything, you know, definitely every single game matters.
4MV.
Major Pride plays like
I think
this.
that was a smart decision. As 2 players,
you
try and
can't
cut
go to
yourself
London.
a little bit of the circle that is a bit safer to play from. Levi's, though, goes down to check it.
Donkey ID regrouped 4 players on the hilltop now. They have complete oversight onto the Major Pride compound, but it's the far high ground they're worried about. Baron, low HP as DXavier finally lets them push them out of the way. Around the edge, they find the shotgun. But there's an off. That Major Pride still having their say. Nade over from Reefus to try to stay alive. I thought that one was going to connect from the low ground on DXavier, but Reefus hops out wide and Elementrix has the lineup. Immediately suppressing Reefus as soon as he tries to turn the corner, but Reefus doesn't let it face him. Paragin is down, and they need to try and hold
I
this
was
angle
about to
away.
say he's
Levi's
gonna
in for the fight, and the spray around the back will work out. 4MV taken out. 6 teams remain. DXavier look for the res.
Yeah, and they should be able to get it.
How long do you think a player can play at the peak year?
That one in the bank, but honestly,
typically
very good
2
wrap
years.
From Levi's, it a very stressful
I think that's a
situation
good,
as well.
good standard.
To pick up that elimination, it's a good thing that at least 1 player stayed alive from DXavier.
Nova dominated for 2 years.
BTR, Zuxi, as well as Bruno's in 2 last surviving
I
players.
think 2 years is kind of like the peak. What do you guys think?
Point Donkey ID going for the res. Next shift in 5 seconds time. Will it go to the high ground? Will it split the difference? Or will it give Point Donkey ID a big opportunity? It's a little bit split here. I mean, that DXavier high ground is still in. The Major Pride compound is still in as well, which basically means loops.
This is day 1 last match,
ID,
yes.
BTR.
Tomorrow we will have
good luck.
Falcon, Tiemba playing.
Yeah.
I think tomorrow's group, tomorrow is going to be more entertaining to watch.
I think on zone
because
7,
you know a lot more like fan favorite teams.
On zone 8, they likely will have to leave though. And I think that DXavier currently cuts in quite a lot of space on that high ground down towards the southwest because this has been
PL
just
transfer
kind
season.
circle
You gotta
kind
ask
circle.
LYX, my
really
mod.
favored anyone inside
They know
the
better.
lobby.
They pay
for every single team.
a great attention
This is a wonderful
to
rollout coming through
PL
from
transfer
Donkey.
season.
Not sure Razor should have stopped
And the Razor
short
as well.
like
You can
that,
ask the
though.
Razor.
I wonder if one of the tires got popped.
Yeah, you can. If you're interested in PO and stuff, join my server. Like, there are a lot of people talking about it every single day.
That this is a major challenge position here. And Void Donkey ID up with 3, up to DX Xavier. As BTR do get taken out, that's 4 teams remaining now. On the northwest side, we got rid of the vicious last player as well. In the meantime, Void Donkey ID, I mean, they potentially could get a reset, but DX Xavier don't want to let that happen. The number of nades that they have left may be diminished by that.
All of a sudden, can become the greatest team of all time if you win this year's PMGC.
And that will go to Paragin.
Why?
Vexy,
Do
though.
you consider Nova as the GOAT? I mean, Nova back-to-back. For Alpha 7, they won 1, but
move out towards this location.
they still have, like, you know,
as well. I think they
one more
realize
trophy
that,
to two more trophy to
we're
claim,
gonna
right?
have to leave. So why don't we leave now under all this fighting that's currently going on? Vexy attempting to keep things alive for the rest of the team, but Levi's once again stepping up for the squad. Good shots from him. Nadeti equally leading the charge for the squad.
There down goes Void Donkey ID.
This is Vietnam,
With only the
DX
one
squad.
elimination blank. I feel
This is
like the
getting scary.
rotations indicated a higher scoreline there, but it is not to be. Major Pride make that flow across the open ground, like you said, under cover of that fight on the south edge. And now Major Pride in a great position to win this one out. But DX Xavier, they could close the day and take back that first place spot. They've had a massive day today and are looking good for that last chance.
Evo Station not able to win the fight versus Loops. DX Xavier is going to take advantage of that. Elementrix very low. Not sure how likely it's going to be to get Evo Station back up. He is out in cover though. Might be able to pick him up on the shoulders or just go for the res right now. Still 30 seconds before it closes. So a very fortuitous timing on the knock coming through for Evo Station. A little bit of damage passed back over towards
All of a
Levi.
sudden,
Not
that's
able to
all
get the
global
knock, though,
Trinity
John.
or top 5. I mean, depends on what your definition of GOAT. For me, GOAT is like, you know, consistent, like top place finish.
A done and dusted game, but now that they've fully committed all 4 to this ridge, they cannot really turn around and go back. The sprays will just be too strong. AZ creates a little opening there with a tickle of damage to Paragin, who has to fall back. Nadeti on the off angle there, looking for the nade over towards Becca or AZ. Major Pride 2 and 2.
Major Pride got the high ground.
Back.
It's over for DX.
Linearizing the fight. The DX Xavier have the inside track on the circle.
Some great chip damage coming through from Maisie on the 2 players.
Oh, nice
and then
nade.
forces them into this awkward scenario. Big nade. Another one over the top. Might do
Nice
enough
nades.
damage, but it stops too long. They know the damage in, so they have good angles on them. Nadeti is going to have to be the hero in this situation. They don't really know where he's located. Dropping smokes. Might have to get a side swipe.
Big. Oh, not quite connecting. Nadeti with a nade over towards Evo Station on the high ground. They know this rock is going to be a turning point here. DX Xavier still with a small advantage, but Major Pride making gains every moment, every step. Closer to that central area. And it will close central next. A nade over the side.
That's the
Paragin, big opening for
aggression
Major Pride, and
switch.
immediately Becca there for that
They're going for
research.
it.
Levi's look for the challenge. Nadeti with the
Oh,
crossfire.
wait.
Low ground nade. Becca caught
Nate
out
got
by it.
one.
3 players versus 2 for DX Xavier. AZ Evo Station. One goes down, and Levi's
One
and
versus-
Nadeti
oh!
holding their nerve
Nate!
against the assault from Major Pride. Another, and
He's gonna-
Elementrix the last to go. A 1v1
Oh.
over the top of the hill, and from the top rope, it's Major Pride just about to bring
We
it back under
almost got a
control.
1v2
It got
1v3 by
dangerous there, and
Nate.
the points don't even get pulled away by DX Xavier. A big win for Major Pride.
Real dicey there in the end game, and for Nadeti almost pulls it back from the low ground. I genuinely thought Elementrix was going out there in that
GG's,
moment.
boy,
A good
GG.
push forward from the squad as soon as they
All right,
hit
thank
that
you all for
nade.
watching. So
Levi's
tomorrow
as
we'll be
well as
back with the
Nadeti
day
just
2
had to be
survival
ready
stage.
for it.
I'll
They
schedule
found
the
a
stream.
couple
Make sure you
to
guys
feel
like the
pretty
current stream as
upset
well,
about
and
that
like
because
the
it could have easily
my
been a
scheduled
chicken
stream
dinner
as
for
well.
them,
I'll
but
see you guys tomorrow.
again, big props to Nadeti
Yeah, I'm
there.
pretty sleepy. I need to go to bed. You know, every gym day for me is like plus the 24 push-ups from Tata,
Major
bro.
Pride stepping
Nah,
up,
got
and
me
they
like
do it, picking up
I'm
2
kind of
chicken
cooked.
dinners on the day, proving to
If
us
tomorrow you
how
guys
to
don't see
match
me,
them, that they can
that's
have
because
some consistency here.
my
That
arm
group
is
stage was not a fluke,
my arm are
but they're a
broken
team deserving of getting
because
to the
of
grand
these
finals.
push-ups. Anyway, thank you all. I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Dude, I love to see that for Major Pride right here towards the end. And this game could have gone the other way, I think, for DX Xavier. It was really, really close here. But once they gave out that high ground position, Major Pride just came in, used that utility. It still ended up being a 1v1, but a good, beautiful clutch to finish things out.
Anyway, thank you all. See you guys tomorrow.
Where the hell
Bye-bye.
is DX Xavier? We have no information whatsoever.